going.
Oh!
I'm already fucking aggravated.
Good.
He's already pushing
Lord of mercy.
What up?
Follow me, you know.
Lot of mercy.
Lord of mercy. You're listening to the Broad Street Breakdown, episode number 8. My name is Pack Pistol Pazzy, Vinnie Paz. To my left, my co-D, the OG. Gavin, what up, kid?
Bad mood already.
Yeah?
So here we go.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Pablo just pissed me off for fucking 2 seconds before we came on.
Sicko, what up?
Proper modulation. That's
He's
what
still again with this
fucking live it. Now I'm gonna do it every fucking time now.
Right.
Professor Pablo with the deal,
That was
kid.
for you.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to do my thing, but I'm going to put you guys on notice. This is probably my last episode.
Why is that?
Wait,
Whoa.
what?
You're quitting the show?
I got fucking. We went in at work, got the pool for the Powerball tickets.
My God.
Goodbye.
That's a good bet.
Kathleen bought them too, so whatever.
We'll split. You can.
Yeah,
it's going
yeah.
to be 700 million by Saturday.
Yeah, I'm in.
She and I can split it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Goodbye.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I don't
See,
even,
I'm mad at him, and then I pop for him. That's 30 years of
I was
that.
gonna say that's
30
basically the
years.
story.
Yeah,
of being
well, right
friends
when
with
you're ready to
Pablo.
pounce.
Yeah,
30 years of popping his cherry.
yeah.
Scott Stallone, how you doing, pal?
What's good?
I know you.
I thought P was about to say he gave his notice and was going to like jump over to Vince.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's what's happening, man. He was gonna, jump ship.
Yeah. So I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, well, we worked through the holidays a little bit, you and I, because I don't think we care much.
Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, there was nothing around the house to eat, so I figured I'd just come.
Yeah,
over.
you got took. You got Vic.
Well,
Fuckers
yeah.
took all your fucking food,
Cleaned your shit out.
half your furniture, and
Burn
then
my house down.
you have no fridge.
Yeah.
You're putting shit out back in the
Yes.
cold because your fucking fridge is
It's
gone.
brutal in my house right now.
Well, I didn't. I know I spoke to Gavin the entire night on New Year's Eve, but I didn't really talk to the three of y'all. I know you didn't go out, Sicko. You said
Absolutely not.
You were sleeping by midnight.
I was
as you
asleep
said?
by 10:30.
Pablo, you say you. I mean, me and you used to go up to North Philly, like for 5-7 straight years.
Yeah.
And then.
When my man went to Drexel, they were the blowout parties.
But
at
no,
Drexel
that was.
And then we would go to North.
I mean, I
chill.
was 13 because those guys are like 5 years. They were like freshmen. I was 13 or 14. They were freshmen at Drexel. A couple of buddies of ours, twin brothers. They would have fucking Their parties looked like the parties in movies that you say these don't happen in real life.
Oh, they have.
Yeah.
That's what their parties look like.
We made
and
it.
Sicko is scared of heights and scared of like roofs and stuff.
Are you?
Absolutely.
And we were
terrifying.
smoking a blunt on the roof, and I kept pretending to throw Sicko off.
Somehow he got on the roof, even though he was scared of heights. So
Yes!
we were picking him up and putting him towards the edge. And you never saw a motherfucker so scared he's swinging at us. That was great.
Number one, like I'm cool on the roof. I just don't go near the edges. These motherfuckers picked me up
As soon as we found
by
that
my
out.
arm. I weigh like $120. They picked me up by my arms and my ankles.
Whoa,
and-
whoa, whoa! You weighed about
That was past tense. Yeah.
All right, you're absolutely right. And fucking swung me over like 4 stories above fucking in West Philly.
Yeah, it was the
They
third
should
story.
they Suge Knighted you.
And I fucking like went into a coma and didn't speak for like 6
He
hours.
fucking shaking in a corner like
didn't
fucking.
know.
not exaggerating.
We were dumb high, man.
It was
I know
one of the
we
worst
were
experiences
dumb
of my
high.
life.
We were dumb high. It was 91 going into 92 New Year's.
He looked like
Yes.
Voldemort's soul at the end of the last Harry Potter. He just huddled in the corner, all fucking pale and disheveled.
I don't get this reference, but I'm with it.
If you listen to my wife's
I get it.
podcast on Harry Potter, you might get that.
All right.
I get it.
Plug.
Jeez, everybody's got a
bad.
podcast.
It was bad, dude. I can't get on a 3-foot ladder without starting to get the spins.
Yeah, that's how Stoop is, man. Like Stoop, he finally toured. He took a boat to Europe, but he can't even stay on the second floor.
Yeah.
Like when we book hotels, we have to talk to the woman at the front desk and be like,
Put him
"Yo,
on the ground
we
floor."
can all be on the 90th floor, but this guy."
I have a weird thing that has developed over the older I get. When I'm trying to fall asleep, I just they're not dreams because I'm still awake, but I have these visions of being on the edge of something and just this terror fucking strikes me. It's bad. Bad fear.
I used to be a bike messenger, and I used to have this dream every night just before I was about to like really be asleep that I was riding, and all of a sudden I was falling over to the left, and just before I hit the ground, every night I'd spring out of bed like, oh fuck.
Mine's not the falling. It's just the fucking like being at the edge, knowing that there's heights, falling out windows. That's a big thing that like they say intrusive thoughts. Like all the time I get that.
Jeez.
I have a reoccurring dream where I'm in 12th grade, senior year, and like the last 2 weeks of school, they inform me that I'm not gonna pass and that I have to repeat the year. So, but it's reoccurring. I mean, literally reoccurring. If anyone out there, I'm not talking on no hippie shit, but if anyone out there that knows anything about dream, I'm dying to know what that means.
I've had those dreams before where I'm back in school.
I feel that it has to do. I've heard it brushed over, and it has something to do with fear of failure.
Possibly,
you know what I mean? Which, if you live as a musician, that plagues you. You just,
I hear you,
because you fuck out of here.
I popped.
So Pablo, you stayed in with wifey and just watched TV.
Just watched 30 Rock reruns. Good time. Drank wine.
Stallone, same thing. Stayed in with wifey.
She was actually at the restaurant. I went and sat at the bar and got loaded for.
You wouldn't stay home protecting your food stash?
No, I mean, it's not to protect.
Wow, that's
what's there to protect?
I didn't know why. Right, I would. Yeah, well, I'm sure. Wifey
barren.
would take that shift because it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So you just kicked it.
If you're in that
even though she worked, you kicked it with her.
I got a seat right at the end of the bar. I know the bartenders.
Yeah.
The place called whatever. It's
Yeah,
it's a good spot.
Well, I know Gavin and I. Well, first off, we fucking. It's a non-stop conversation that I don't think has stopped since 1988 or something. But since the advent of cell phones, we've just never stopped talking, Gavin and I. Pablo doesn't really text at all. So all our combos are in person, and you and I text pretty often.
Yeah.
And Scott and I are together a lot because of recording.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm texting with Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin and I are back and forth basically 24/7 because of the hours we keep. Those weird pockets of time where we sleep. Yeah. And then he doesn't, and then I do, and then he doesn't, and we'll be in the middle of a convo at 9 a.m. or 3 a.m.
Right.
So for some fucking reason, he texts me like, "What the fuck is this?" As I'm watching I woke up at 10 p.m. on New Year's Eve night, right? So he writes like, "What the fuck is this?" I have the Dick Clark thing on, and I know what he means. So that's all. I'm already fucking embarrassed.
Is Dick Clark still alive?
I thought he was, but he must have tapped.
He's tapped.
The Ryan Seacrest fucking dildo, who's like the fucking pits. That guy's the drag of Earth.
Absolutely. It's him and the Jenny McCarthy.
It's him, that bozo, and then they got this gimmick
ever
where they're cutting to the John Fergie, but it's pre-taped in L.A. with like people who are there.
I can't believe you watched this.
That's why we're laughing. We're deep in it. We're all deep in it.
All deep.
I saw the Fergie bits.
Yes, and I don't know if she's on drugs or if is she doing a Marilyn Monroe gimmick?
I think she was doing her TV spokesperson
gimmick. It was a gimmick though, right?
Definitely a gimmick.
Right.
It was
every word was a movement.
It was almost like
Dear
the
Mr.
Price is
President,
Right chick.
That's
the Dear Mr. President Marilyn Monroe thing,
Yes.
I'm trying to be. Yes,
Mr. President.
I felt like she was doing that, and if she was smart, I'd be like, oh, it's an inside joke, but she's a fucking retard. So anyway, that's pre-taped. Like it must have been like 2 weeks ago, and they let in like the dildos you would think they would let in. Like they all are dressed with gimmicks on their head, and they're told, yo, you have to dance. You have to act excited. You know what I'm saying?
Liven it up.
Yeah, like because I'm in the industry, Scott's in this, we've heard about the machinations of these things. Like if you don't behave properly, if you're not acting excited, they'll cut to commercial, your ass is out,
Right.
and there's fucking 100 kids waiting in line to fill that spot.
They screen those people from the moment they get in the building.
From the moment they
Right,
get
right.
So the whole gimmick is like, think of every dildo that you wanted to fucking go up in their fucking eyeball in high school.
This
They're all in
sounds
the
like
same
They're all in the same room.
This sounds like the worst thing.
Partying it up.
Like partying with no drugs or alcohol. That's none of it's allowed anywhere in any of this show.
Like enjoying stuff.
Enjoying stuff.
Fucked.
Who does that?
These people,
These
the parents.
Who enjoys things?
So I don't know. Not
These
us.
heads.
So fucking Gavin goes, are you fucking seeing this shit?
Can I ask a question real
Yes.
quick?
Yeah.
Do they still call it the Rockin?
Yes.
Yes.
New Year, and it's still Dick Clark, even though he
Yeah.
tapped.
Right.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
Dick Clark's
Okay.
New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Okay.
Yeah, he owns New Year's.
So like, I like open my eyes at 10. They're like, I like finish watching a football game and like, just say for instance, it's over at 10:30.
Right.
I'm like, all right. When I first wake up, I'm not particularly hungry for a little bit. It takes me a while to get, you know what I mean? So I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna watch this bullshit for various reasons. I'm thinking of the show, you know what I mean? That there could be comedy. And then I get a text from him. As soon as this fucking bozo group comes on, I get a text at that minute that says, what the fuck is this? So without telling me that he's watching it, I know he's right. He doesn't go, yo, are you watching this? What is this?
He doesn't
It just
have
says,
to.
what the fuck is this? Because he has a sixth sense that of all these bozo shows, I got this one on.
Right.
I don't know if it's fucking, that's what you just put on for the background. You know what I mean? Because he was with the kids, you know what I mean?
He was
And
actually
he
doing
said Jackie
stuff.
and Kat had champagne, so like they just had it on the back.
Right.
I'm worse because I had the shit on.
No,
you had no excuse.
Bro, my hair
In all
sticking up. I
honesty,
got like
I was-
one sock on, drawers. My window's wide open. I'm like half confused. My glasses are crooked. And he writes me and it's like, what the fuck is this? And it's these fucking One Direction or whatever these fucking guys are. And he goes, what the fuck is
Those
this?
2 words could not have sounded more foreign to you.
He goes, what the fuck is this? I go, I don't know. And he just writes back, tats. Because we're looking at these dudes like frolic around.
Yeah.
And they have
with tats.
well, so then I go, yo, man, what's happening? And then he answers back and just writes hairdos.
Yeah, of course.
It's all hair products and tats. And I don't know one note they sang.
You've pretty much described this entire generation. though.
But
It's
so
all-
here's the thing, because we're gonna pontificate. But here's the thing with these guys, this One Direction. The hilarity ensues more because we're fucking like, now we're getting upset.
Right.
Now we're mad.
This has gone beyond like a
now
bit
we're
of a
like,
laugh.
fuck New Year's.
Right.
We're riling each other up.
Absolutely.
And now we're getting mad about the tattoo shit, how they're dressed, because like what they do is, you use the word cookie cutter at one point.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how many members there are. There's 4 or 5. It's like
There used
the
to
one-
be 5, now there's 4.
Okay.
Isn't it like a rule for your boy band? You have to have 5 members.
No, but
They
some
broke
guy
the rule.
left or
He
something,
left,
and that
yeah.
was like a big story, like on
Yeah.
TMZ or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
I don't even know who you're talking about.
thought
I
he-
just know the format.
I thought
It's
he
One
did,
Direction.
Yeah, I thought the One Direction didn't play. It was just the one dude that went solo played that night.
No, that's the other. Who's the other brothers? The band.
Jonas.
Yeah,
Jonas.
that
All
dude.
right, all right,
We'll
go
get
on.
on to him.
Go on.
Hey, yo,
You can
pause.
get on to him, Mike.
We'll get on to him. We have our gimmicks. We're going. We're mad. We're fucking charged up, bro. Now we're going. What's happening to Earth?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Can't text fast enough.
Yeah, like my
It's like
my
blah,
fat
blah,
fingers.
blah, 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 like back and forth.
Yeah, like I see the little gimmick where you know that they're typing.
Right.
As I'm like, he's trying to get my joke off before me. Yeah. So there's like the one kid with the boo font, the one boo font. Like there's
He's a Taylor Swift ex.
they each represent. They're each representative of the theft of some counterculture.
Right.
Like there's the one kid who's like kinda hip hop.
Right.
Then there's the
right.
dude who looks like he's the singer of a fucking indie rock band
Right.
that Sufjan Stevens would sign. Then there's like the dude who looks like it's fucking Blue-Eyed Soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's just,
absolutely.
like cookie cuttered.
There was like in the 90s we had Color Me Bad, and if you remember, it wasn't subculture, but they had like they had a Guido dude.
Yeah,
They had a sort of like the bearded dude.
Yeah,
it was the epitome
No, it's like
of
the
90s.
Guido dude. The one dude was like meant to look like Latino,
Right,
and then the black dude.
exactly.
The difference is Color Me Bad had joints. And
Absolutely.
and that gets back to what we're going to eventually get into of, do we think pop culture and music is trash because we're older, or is it real? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because
right.
I'm not one of those people who's like, I've always hated pop, blah, 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 blah. Because anyone that's heard our previous episodes, we talked about shit that we liked, and some of it was pop. You know what I'm
Certainly.
saying? But at any rate, so we're going back and forth about that. He's going, what is this? Who's this guy? Look at that. You know what I mean? Then the Jenny McCarthy broad comes on,
Hate her.
and he's just writing hate. Now, you know what I mean? We're doing
Absolutely.
the one word gimmick at
Yeah.
some point because he's just writing hairdos at me, and then
I think she's made out of plastic.
She's a fucking
Right?
shit.
She's
She's
awful,
gotta be made out of
man.
plastic.
She's fucking awful. She's painful to watch.
Absolutely.
Like all kidding aside and all like funny she's fucking painful.
she's a
man.
menace.
Oof.
I think she's a menace to society.
I would not disagree with that.
Pablo, you didn't watch any of this, or do you know any of this shit because of your daughters?
They weren't downstairs. We kicked them out for the
No,
night.
but I'm saying forget.
Oh yeah, the one I was going to ask you which Run Direction song did they do, because I fucking that one John talk about talk about yeah
knew he was gonna sing.
and we'll talk about
Yeah, but really,
I know you know
He's
that
actually
John is
dancing
the fucking
people.
Yeah,
jam,
I know, right?
yo.
No, I got it.
That's
Now-
the jam.
But you know the fucking Kids Bob version is better, right?
And they're all
Bob?
good-looking people. They're all good-looking kids. They're no menudo, but they're good-looking kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, which version of Menudo though, big? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But see, I don't know where you guys watch it, but I fucking represent. I watched the fucking Pitbull in Florida.
Okay.
He said, "Fuck New York. We're doing Florida." Pitbull
All
came
right.
out. The black dude who did the Old Spice commercials was hosting.
Terry Crews?
He kept
Terry
it real.
Crews?
Took
Terry
the
Crews
shirt
rules.
off.
Yeah,
he
he's-
took
I
the
fucks
shirt
with
off.
Terry Crews,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
I fucks with Pitbull because we did a festival
Okay.
in Switzerland, and of all the people there that were quote unquote famous, because
So you're saying everybody played this festival?
it was. I mean, yeah, it was. I was with friends. I performed. Jedi Mind Tricks performed, but in terms of the backstage area, it was a VIP area. It was outdoors,
like a tent gimmick.
Yeah, bigger. There was a tent and a bar, an open bar for the artists, and we each had our own.
Like lounge.
Each had our own trailer,
Okay.
but in the middle of it was leather couches and all that where everyone could mingle. So it was us, La Coca, DJ Premier, Cash Money, Dilated. We took that over, but Rick Ross was there, Lauren was there, but they were on some like 8 million security guards. But this is backstage and nobody cared. Right. I'm like, why do you need 20? Rick Ross need 20 bodyguards, but you're amongst other artists. And Pitbull was like showing everybody love.
He came through to the
it bigged up everybody, shook everybody's hand, and somebody bum rushed the stage one time, and he hit him with a quick left hook and melted him.
Nice.
Pitbull, all that like dressing well and Mr. International, or is that his nickname?
Yeah.
Like, whatever about his music and people diss him. First off, that's a street dude.
Yep.
Second off, he started with Luke. He used to be a spitter.
Yeah.
And 3, he getting money, and he cool. He's a cool brother. So like,
Word.
Yeah, he's been around. He's a real dude.
exactly. And he found his lane with like
Exactly.
Latin pop rap. Then that's cool. I ain't mad at him. So
No doubt.
if you mad at me that I like Pitbull as a human being, then I guess write me hate mail. You know what I mean? I don't buy his records, but that motherfucker's mad cool. So you were watching, it was from Miami.
I kept it real Pitbull. You know
What channel was that on?
One of the other popular ones.
What?
Because I was flipping. Because I was watching your
7, 12,
John,
whatever.
But I was like,
He said I was watching your John. Like I'm invested
I was
in it.
watching a John. You were politicking, and I'm like, what is this?
Nice.
I thought, like, is this pre-recorded like 2 weeks ago?
When you would see Fergie,
Yeah.
that
That
was
shit
like 2
was.
weeks ago.
And I'm like,
Jenny
I'm
McCarthy,
like dealing.
Ryan Seacrest shit show was
Yeah.
not.
And-
That's
Okay.
that's
No,
the
no,
New
no.
York
But, and then
deal.
they had the Johns, like you said, were dancing in the front row.
Yeah, yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
these are fucking actresses.
That's
Like,
what they
Well,
are.
yeah,
Like, this is
because
like, I'm not dealing.
these
I'm not
fucking people
No,
are
they're-
singing along every
Yo, like
word.
doing the-
yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that's
fuck,
all-
there's no fucking
No.
way they know this song.
No.
That's
like, there's
all
no
part
way.
of this screening process that's like monumental, bro. I'm talking like the type of shit you got to go through to get a gun.
Well,
that's the type of shit you got to go through to get to New Year's Rockin' Eve.
We'll save this for another story. But when last January, I went and saw Letterman.
You know, New Year's.
Yeah, I went and saw Letterman. And I went and saw Jimmy Fallon, and they said the same thing. As soon as you walk through that door, they eye you up, and they're like, "This motherfucker's the first 2 rows. These old motherfuckers are going in the back."
Yeah, because they're trying to gauge who's going to pop and who's going to know something.
You're an extra. You're essentially a movie extra the minute you walk into any of these.
And that's why I said earlier, like with Gavin, I'm like, yo, if someone up front's like acting funny style in their opinion, like not jumping around, you're out. By the next break, a new
hot young girl who's going to dance and sing. You're
exactly,
in the
and you're not, and you like Stallone said, there's no alcohol served in there. There's no drugs getting through there. It's all like. It's just like
people that just want to be part of something.
Like preppy girls and guys. You know what I mean? It's like a weird age group.
They're I mean, if that was the sound was off at the bar, so I didn't hear where they were from. I'm assuming it was L.A.
It was L.A.
So like,
all
those
shit.
people are aspiring.
I was just gonna say there are people that are trying,
and that on some small level will be on their resume, like part of the 2015 New Year's Rockin'.
Same thing with game shows. You see that a lot with game shows. You got to be screened to be a lunatic, like running down The Price is Right.
Absolutely.
And you can look on YouTube and find however many clips of so and so famous person when they were on Price is Right when they were nobody.
Absolutely.
And the only beverage
I just saw the kid. I just saw Jesse from.
That's what I was thinking.
Jesse from Breaking Bad.
Right,
The Price is Right.
Yeah.
It's like that's
all those
you ever
things.
See Ox Baker on there?
No,
that shit's heavy.
No, I like you told me the Ox Baker and the Johnny Lydon story when Johnny Lydon was on Judge Judy.
Ox Baker's an old wrestler.
Okay.
You'd know him if you saw him. Right. You can't mistake this motherfucker.
If anyone hasn't seen Johnny Rotten on Judge Judy, I try to find it.
It's on YouTube.
That's the thing with television especially. Everything is heavily orchestrated and scripted. There is no spontaneity on anything you see.
But I'm just, what I want to reiterate though, what we're talking about, it's tenfold.
Yes.
Like... You can almost see them whispering, like, dance more.
Yes.
Like, there was douche chills while me and him were texting. Like, yo, what is going on? And neither of us are turning it off. It's because
like watching a car wreck. You're fascinated.
No, we were in it. We were like, yo, you in it to win it to like, I'm checking the gimmick, you know, on the Comcast, it's like the guide.
Right.
I'm like, yo, man, like, are you in it for the 3 hours? Because, like, if you were in, I'm in.
We're in.
We were in. I'm like, yo, when this ends, that's probably around when I'll get hungry, and then I got to go make myself dinner.
I would have tapped in the first 10 minutes.
We did
a pop culture tour of Nam.
We did, man. We did like 4 tours.
Yeah.
That wasn't the one tour. Yeah.
Write that down.
Then like we're like, all right, we're dissecting this One Direction bozo group, and then we're like,
then it goes up tenfold
to these dudes that were what are they called, Scott?
5 Seconds of Summer.
5 seconds of summer.
So for the first half of the song, me and Vinny couldn't figure out who it was. So I say to Kaylee, who was the only kid up at that point, Kaylee, who are these dudes? And she says they're 5 Seconds of Summer. So I say, Kaylee says they're 5 Seconds of Summer in the text.
And then real quick, that sets off a memory. They were semi-recently on Howard Stern.
Okay.
So that's how they got on my radar of being like, oh, them.
Yeah, because I've never even heard that
But
name.
I'm just saying that I had listened. You know what I'm saying?
Somehow it had overlapped into
my world, which it wouldn't have, because Gavin didn't even hear that episode, because he's like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
I have no idea.
But we got so mad at them because they were playing instruments, but it sounded like a Black Eyed Peas song.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yes,
like they were playing instruments on a song that in our heads didn't have instruments.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I'm not implying the Black Eyed Peas never played instruments, because I find will.i.am to be a talented guy and a producer. That's another topic for another day. But we were just like, what is it? It was like, imagine Green Day over 12. Just let me finish. I'm going to blow your mind. Imagine the girl Taylor Swift. All right, you know, you're aware of who she is.
Absolutely,
at least, right?
Yeah.
Imagine a Taylor Swift song with the Green Day guy singing over it.
I'm speechless.
So were we. Then this is where.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to say this, and then he's going to go, because it ruined me. I almost said I'm going to turn my phone off.
Right.
He goes, "Is that a fucking Fred Perry tattoo on this guy's arm?" And I go, "Yeah, man, no way." And he's like, "Yo, man, I think go ahead.
Then we spent the rest of the song and the next song that they played just looking at this guy's left arm.
Right.
The whole.
Do you want to hit Fred Perry to people who don't know what we're talking about? 'Cause
Fred Perry's a clothing line, an English clothing line that got pretty popular in a lot of English subculture stuff and kind of came over here as well. And the, the old skinhead thing and the old mod thing and
it's like a nice tight
football
polo
casual.
shirt.
Yeah,
it's similar to. It's very similar to a polo shirt
That has
except
apparently
it has
been co-opted into.
Well, it has a
sort of mainstream
instead of the
thing now.
polo fucking gimmick guy in that place on the side, it's a little wreath,
Right.
And it's a pretty iconic image
Definitely.
It's very iconic. Right. And Gavin's like, "Look at his right arm," and I'm looking, and then the guy turns to his left,
Like,
and I go,
we
"I
couldn't
couldn't
catch
see
it. We couldn't
So
catch
I'm going,
it.
"I got it." And so, you know, you
sure
can
it's
pause
not-
live TV with
Yes.
the gimmick. So I'm trying to pause it, and then it's skipping, and I'm going, "What the fuck?" I'm cursing
That's when you
at
gotta do
5
that.
seconds to Summer, 5 minutes to Mars.
Yeah, what the fuck is with that name?
I don't know, 5 seconds to Mars. I'm cursing out loud that I can't pause to get to
catch
see
the
if
Fred
this fucking
Perry
guy has the
wreath
gimmick.
tattoo.
Because it's their fault.
Yes, it is their fault.
Absolutely.
And if he has that thing, we're trying to figure out where we can get this guy.
You don't think it's the Cadillac logo?
Wow.
If it
We
is,
couldn't tell, but I'll tell you this.
I'll tell
I
you this.
caught it.
Right now, I don't know.
Yeah, I caught it and was like, "What the fuck is that? The fuck?" So I texted Vinny and said, "Yo, is that the fuck?" And he's like, "I don't know." And it was. Then we spent the rest of the night trying to freeze the fucking thing to catch the Fred Perry thing.
Now, if someone
it could be
fucking-
like a portrait of his mom for all I know.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, "Yo, man, that looks like the fucking Michelin Man." And he's like, like each time the fucking dildo turns, it looks like a different tattoo.
Right.
It might have been. He might have wiped one off and then put on a new gimmick.
Yeah, like
for each song. You
I
know what I
have
mean? He
since
might have
looked
done.
them up on the Google to see if
okay.
I can find it, and I can't find the fucking. But it looks like the fucking Fred Perry wreath, man.
If someone
and I
know-
ain't having
we
it.
have heard from we got heads that listen hard body in the UK to our stuff. Maybe because some skinhead biz we pulled in a lot of
Right.
some OG oi kids or whatever or whatnot. If any of them know, because I want to assault this kid, he needs to be dressed down if he has that on him.
Are they English? These kids?
No, I'm
they're
just
from
saying.
Australia.
I'm just saying.
they're Australian.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
yeah.
Some OG would notice that shit, and that's the type of shit that in the
Absolutely.
right/wrong situation, you
Right.
might
Can
get beat the
somebody
fuck up.
can somebody in there, Josh or some computer friend of ours, who knows stuff,
Do this research.
find a picture of this fucking guy's tattoo.
What do they call 20 seconds to heaven?
Yeah, it's on his left arm or his right arm. It's
It's on
one
his
of
left
them.
arm or his right arm.
It's somewhere on this fucking guy. I think he's the bass player. He might be the guitar player. He's in the band.
He had an instrument.
He's got a hairdo.
He's got a hairdo.
Oh, that guy.
He sings shitty songs with the rest of the dudes.
Let's just put it out there.
Yeah.
If you can find this guy, chop his arm off, and we'll send you a free T-shirt.
Send
If you send
it
us
to the shop.
if
and
you
we'll
if you
fucking-
take a what's the gimmick that you
X-Acto knife?
if you take an X-Acto knife and
remove
cut
his
this
flesh.
off of it and send us the slice of his flesh,
Yeah.
if it's Fred Perry, we'll give you gimmicks, shirts,
absolutely.
merch, skateboard,
Yeah,
decks.
man, that's what kind of people
Pablo,
we are.
yeah,
That's the
Buy
kind
a
of people we
house.
are. You'll
Yeah.
get not just Broad Street Breakdown merch, but we'll hit you with the whole
Anything.
I'm
Jedi
calling
Mind Tricks
out-
clothing line.
I'm calling out to our computer people. Josh, Winchester Ghost guy.
Winchester
Motherfuck-
Ghost is from UK, right?
I don't know.
I don't know. Is he?
That was my guess. I thought he was a proper Englishman.
He's my
I don't
man.
like
on
I
some-
don't know.
on some oi
Like,
oi.
Him, all the dudes who do the deal. Somebody find us a picture of this fucking guy's arm.
The man of the people has put
I'm
the call
Googling
out.
right
Yo, I'm
now.
putting it out like the fucking
bat
bat
signal's
signal,
is
yo.
up in the air.
Exactly.
Yo, it's up. The BSP's in the fucking
The
in
MOP signal
Thank you.
is flying.
Because
right.
for real, these two
I
are
don't turn
vexed
that
about
shit
it.
on
They
off,
need some
man.
resolution
When I
to this
need a fucking
conflict.
freeze screenshot deal of this motherfucker and his fucking left or right arm with the Fred Perry tattoo.
You need to justify your rage.
Thank you.
And we need, I think, the OG should be MOTP for Man of the People, because every time we say MOP, people might think we're talking about the
True,
group.
but it makes for a better chant.
I agree, but you know,
MOTP.
that's just good. That's good too.
All right.
Now,
I mean, this lays bare, it opens up for us a whole world
but let me say this before I think I know where you're going, but let me just add on to that. This fucking guy who has been plaguing everyone in this room in some form or fashion since, I don't know, way before we were born. After fucking the bell what's the fucking called? The bell? The New Year's bell? The ball?
The ball.
Right.
The fucking gimmick drops, and this fucking Jimmy Buffett fucking bozo comes on. And he just texts me that guy.
Jimmy Buffett texted you?
Yeah.
He wants to sit in on the show.
You know, Vin, you know
Sicko,
how...
write that down. Jimmy Buffett texts me.
Margaritas for all my men.
You know how you have a specific hatred for Led Zeppelin?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Mine is for Jimmy Buffett.
It's as severe as mine of Led Zeppelin.
and his fans.
Oh,
I gotta
yeah.
add his
Well,
fans.
that goes hand in
Well,
hand.
hold on. Pablo said they have a name earlier. What was-
Parrot-heads.
All right.
Parrot-heads.
Oh, really?
Fucking
Here's the
jerk
thing.
off.
Now, before I let me just. Oh, no. You can go.
I'm all for subculture stuff. I don't care if it's something I'm into or not. I was recently defending Grateful Dead followers.
I was just going to say.
Like, I'm all about it. It's not for me, but if you're in some way rejecting normal culture or pop culture, I support you. It might not be my thing, but I'm with you. Like, have at it.
And when he says he's with you, he's with you. He's with you.
But the parrot-head thing, I can't even begin to wrap my head around.
Because
Absolutely
that's
not.
so straight up the middle. It's like he might as well. Does he have a guitar in his hand? Does he have to have a guitar?
Jimmy
so
Buffett.
square.
Jimmy Buffett is what squares think is counterculture.
Exactly. You just nailed that.
Real quick, I'm going to let you build because how much you hate him, so I'm going to let you build it. I once had an ex-girlfriend of mine's whole family went into them. They're playing the guy all day.
Who knew he had more than fucking two songs? I thought he had one.
You said
told me
one,
you
and I
did.
said, doesn't he have a cheese?
got
Doesn't
the
he have a
cheeseburger
cheeseburger?
He's
gimmick?
built an
Yes.
empire on that.
No. We all know that. We all know he has restaurants and all that. Our point was, Gavin's point was, he built an empire off one song, and I said, no, he's got the cheeseburger
He
gimmick.
got two songs.
I thought he
So
played
is
them 2 songs for 8 hours.
Yeah. So when Vinny just said they played them all down, I was like, what the fuck? They played the 2 songs?
No,
all
they
fucking
were
day?
singing along the joints that like I never knew. So anyway, I'm fucking hot, man.
Yeah.
I'm vexed.
Yeah.
I'm like, just the only thing that can fix this is more alcohol.
Sure.
And
A
for me,
margarita, if
this
you will.
isn't for everybody. For me, whatever mood I'm in prior to drinking, it just intensifies that mood.
Yeah.
So I'm cranky because you're playing Jimmy Buffett. Now I'm about to drink a bottle of goose. Now I'm violent.
I don't know about you, but when I think New Year's Eve, I'm thinking Jimmy Buffett.
No, it wasn't. No, but let me just say that.
fuck?
I'm trying not to extend the story because it's what I'm going to say is so dumb. I just found it hilarious, and I'm still laughing at it 10 years later.
So you were wasting away in Margaritaville.
Correct, with a cheeseburger. So I'm fucking vexed, and at this point, I'm vexed where everyone can tell I'm vexed. So my ex's uncle says this to me. What's the matter, Vin? And there's a pause. You know what I'm saying?
Dot.
Yeah, and I ain't having it, like, to answer, to be like, I'm fucking vexed that you're playing this. There's just a pause, and I got the fucking Vinnie face on. And he's like, what? You don't like the buff man? He was
Not the buff man.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I was like, yo, man, you don't like the buff man?
That's
like
a rough
Pablo, that's like
one.
on The Office, the Nard dog.
Yeah. Come on, Tuna.
Fuck. Like, that's the biggest douche fucking thing ever.
To say. And I'm like, my mind went so many places because it's literally like someone being like, what do you think the Earth is here for? Because that, like, do I like the buff man? Like, then that opens up so, you know what I mean? Then that gets into hatred, and then
There's so
hatred of
much
humanity.
wrong with- so much
There's
wrong
so
with
much
that.
wrong with the
You don't know where to
question.
start.
It's like, what do you believe that hell is? What is hell to you? Does it physically exist? Does Satan have horns? Is it a creature? Is it just? Are we in hell? Is this hell? You know what I mean? That literally, that's how what's going through. This is hell.
The permutations.
Yeah, Uncle. I was gonna be like, Uncle guy. This is. No, I don't like the buff man, and this is hell to me. And is this your heaven? Look how this is blowing up into a philosophical question.
Absolutely.
That you can be at the same party, drinking the same liquor with the same food, and one person's in heaven and one person's in hell.
Absolutely. You think that's bad? That was just like one moment at a party. I used to work at this bar in the 90s on South Street, and I ain't gonna say the name, but you could probably figure it out if you're from the area. And its whole theme was a beach theme.
Oh my God! I remember the mural on the
Exactly.
corner.
It was a horror scene.
Awful thing.
And there was a rule in that bar that every hour on the hour, somebody's got, and it was usually me because I was a bar back, has to go and play Jimmy fucking Buffett.
Whoa, you never told me this.
That's why I never
Absolutely,
went to
because
that
I'm
bar.
dead embarrassed by it. I would never tell anybody.
What time did this happen? On the hour?
And on the hour, mostly early and on weeknights, because after a certain point in time in the night, that place was turned into like a biker bar.
Right, that's why. All right. Yeah.
Right. But see, you had this weird dynamic of two owners. One dude was like a wannabe biker. The other dude was legit a parrot-head. Like, had all the money to go from wherever to follow Jimmy Buffett around.
Right. And had a full collection of fucking Hawaiian shirts and
The whole deal, the fucking hats,
shoot
the
me
whole
now.
deal. So this fucking bar,
Wait, what hats?
parrot hats, like felt hats.
Wait.
With
I
a parrot?
got one.
With a parrot. I bet this
parrot hat?
motherfucker's got one.
Stop it.
Oh my
Stop.
Absolutely. I'll bet there's a whole fucking
God!
line
The
of
more I find out
products.
about you, I
I was at a party where
so
there was
confused,
one.
right?
What was one? I didn't know that's what it actually was.
Wait, did you take a picture with it?
That's the one.
All right.
Right?
I'm not
So,
hip at all.
I'm
with this
not. I'm not hip until Pablo reminded me, because he fucking shoots me a fucking picture out of fucking nowhere.
I'm looking it up right now.
Shoots me a picture out of nowhere, right? Pablo shoots me a picture, and he's wearing a fucking hat with a parrot
Right.
coming out of the front
Yes.
of it, and my fucking head exploded. But
Imagine a giant bar full of people wearing them, singing the song.
no, I can't, because I would visit you there, but it would be mad late because I'd pick you up.
Absolutely.
Like, yo, come through, and we'll
That's
leave.
when it got all
Yeah, yeah, it was
dark.
quite- it was quite the tense.
It's because it was across the street from a club, like a rock club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not the rock club anymore.
No, it actually just closed recently.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But
I know. Another rock club in
Yeah.
Philadelphia
Yeah.
down the tubes.
So what are we saying that
This fucking bullshit.
You know who's a parrot head?
No, like no, they might wear that. Well, this isn't visual.
Yeah.
So it's
The
I'm
perfect
just
example
clueless
of
about
your
this.
average parrot head is fucking Jackie Mallow. Like Jackie Jokeman is the epitome
he is.
of a fucking Jimmy Buffett parrot head. Whether he even makes music.
Yeah, we're talking about Jackie Martling. If
Yeah.
anyone knows.
Yeah. And it's just this, like, now I guess you'd say it's over 50, like my parents' generation, like
Yeah,
baby
but the thing with him was he could literally pull it off because of money.
Right.
Absolutely.
He was a beach bum.
Yeah.
He was, you know what I mean? These people are like in suits Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
And then like.
This is their cut and loose.
This is their cut
going
loose.
wild.
And like I said earlier, it's like this is a Square's version of Wilding.
Absolutely.
That's funny, man, because I have a friend, a 20-something, who went to a Buffett concert.
Well, now
I'm like,
it gets
what the fuck were you doing
it
there?
gets
He's
passed
like, well, my
down.
parents
Now it's passed
had-
down. When
yeah.
I told you the guy who
Exactly.
asked me about the buff man, at the time, this is.
Stop saying buff man.
No, I'm going to keep saying it. This is like 07, right?
Yeah.
He had two daughters at the time, so we're going on 9 years. One was 17 and one was 19. So do the math to however old they are. Then they were going to see him all together at Citizens Bank.
Yes.
And he sold out Citizens Bank.
It's a
So
whole
people who don't know,
How
that's
many
where the
nights in a
Phillies
row?
play. 2 nights. And what does that hold, Scott? 60,000?
Yeah.
45, I think.
Probably
45 or
45.
50.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. I thought it was
Yes,
close.
no, it's 45.
So he's in the range of doing 100,000 people in the 5th largest market in the country. Like, if he did this in fucking Omaha, I'd be like, have at it.
Right.
The fact that our city is, you know what I'm saying?
It's mind blowing.
Well, I mean, just over the bridge, just outside of the city, it's fucking, it's weird.
I mean, it's just
I
it's
agree
an
with
age
that.
group too.
No, it is an
and
age
it's
group.
exactly what Vin said. It's these 9 to 5 wearing a suit motherfuckers, and they legit think that this is my big fu to society.
Yeah, this is cutting loose in their head.
Right.
And
And this kid that I'm talking about, he's really, really he's from parents with they're fucking billionaires, basically.
Yeah.
And, so for the parents, I think this is their foray into subversiveness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
This is like a drinking thing, or no?
Well, and that's
Well,
another
I mean,
thing
that's all tied in, but at the same time, this is this guy is rebellion in their head.
Right. Yes. Right. He's the epitome of rebellion.
Yeah.
Because what he's saying is, I know you hate your job. Come with me to fucking Margaritaville
and have a cheeseburger.
And have a fucking cheeseburger.
In paradise.
You know what I mean?
So they're like, yo, no doubt, Buff Man.
Absolutely.
I'm coming with you.
He's the escape.
I'm coming with you, Buff Man. I'm rocking with you.
No
doubt.
No doubt, Buff Man.
They did a great parody
Yo,
of
man,
it too.
leave
on
the tie
30
at
Rock.
home. Leave the suit at home.
You know what I mean?
Goodbye.
Break out your Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
Your flower lace.
that Hawaiian shirt in their head is like putting a fucking clothespin through your fucking nose
Absolutely.
in fucking 70s England.
Yeah, they went to Nordstrom's and bought the Tommy Bahama version. It was
there's a fucking
$120.
distorted reality out there, bitch.
Yeah.
And this is what these kids kept coming at me on fucking Twitter the other day about a universal truth. And this will be like the 4th time I brought this up in 8 episodes.
You're very big on the universal
Because
truth.
I am, man. Because I fucking believe in it.
Absolutely.
And like these dudes are
You an
debating.
Einstein fan? You an Einstein
Einstein. Yeah, I am an Einstein fan. Yeah, I'm an Immanuel Kant fan. I'm a fan of smart people, man. Because I'm not smart myself. So you know what I mean? There's no reason for smart people to like other smart people. I'm a fan of smart people. So I can smarten myself up.
Right, you aspire.
I'm self-aware enough.
What are you going to say to that?
I'm
I was
self-aware
going to say
enough.
something, but I lost.
I got
it.
nothing.
I'm self-aware enough to know people who aren't self-aware. I'm just smart enough to know that people are dumb. He's stupid, but he knows he's stupid, so
Right.
that almost makes him smart.
Right.
Almost.
You know what I
Not
mean?
Not quite, though.
No, but this and then when you see that, it's like our previous episode, like about square, not square, and shit. Like this kind of enters into that. Like, oh, your idea of cutting loose is this? Oh, our idea is going to a CBGB's matinee and people got $1.50s in the pit.
You know what I see?
Or
when
you know what I mean? Or not? I mean, not that's for New York people, but like us being at a revival matinee and there's people with razor blades and you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
you know what I see when I see Jimmy Buffett? When I look at Jimmy Buffett,
tell us.
I'm going to tell you. I look at Jimmy Buffett and I see, besides the parrot, I see a fraternity of sorts.
Yeah, that's
a
kind of
financial level.
Yep.
I see a kind of fraternity that I'll never be a part of.
No.
when you're using the word fraternity, it takes me to the college word.
Yeah, me too.
It does look like it looks like older frat boys and sorority
that's
girls,
exactly
but
what it
older.
is.
But
and like you said, there's younger ones too. And
It's
they're
a nudge, nudge, wink, wink, upper echelon, old money.
isn't there
fraternities,
some handshake
right?
and it's like there's
Yes.
the Masonic handshake?
Yeah,
it's like there's a buff man handshake where like a dude with like the fucking
Like if you don't know it, everybody in the room knows you're the guy that's
you're
that's out.
you're the classically handsome guy with fucking salt and pepper colored hair.
I was gonna say if you've got blonde tip highlights.
Well,
you're
that
dude.
or like the salt and pepper slick
Right,
back,
right.
and like
and you pulled up in a 7 Series.
and you pulled up in a 7 Series Benz.
Chances are,
and you're in like fucking Bruno Mali loafers with that Hawaiian shirt.
And that's like your vacation wear.
Yeah, and there's a thing going on that none of us know about.
That's what I feel.
I don't think you feel it because you think it. I think it's reality.
Yeah,
Here's the other thing,
I think you just were more spot on than any of us have been so far.
I'm
the fan
sorry
base
that I
is.
have this information now.
I-
I wasn't
it's-
hip to any of this, and now I'm sorry that
I
we
was
even
hip
had
to
this
it in the
conversation.
The fact that you and I forget things 10 minutes later is the reason I'm able to talk about it this long.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow we'll be talking about more important things like the biz.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry that I have this information now.
Now you're
And
gonna
I
start
hate
to
this
notice
motherfucker
too.
even
Right,
more.
right,
You
right.
notice
You have
that
the
now.
curse
Like
of
before, he
awareness.
just had annoying song,
I didn't even-
annoying 2 songs, and now
No.
he's like fucking.
Well,
it's a
this
whole
is happening.
thing.
Yeah, once you realize that things are things,
Yep.
you get pulled into the wormhole
Can't
of
look
that
away.
thing.
Well, here's the
And
thing.
you can't look away. You can't unring the bell.
Yep.
Sicko, write that down.
You also
Can't
unring the bell.
The bell.
We got
I
some
also
good ones.
didn't pull the
Gimmicks.
curtain back. I mean, this show is about pulling the curtain back.
Of
a little
course.
bit. All right. Well, on the 5 seconds of summer thing, I see behind the curtain because I've been there.
Okay.
For those, real quick, for those who don't know, everyone that listens to the show has been introduced. But Scott and I have been. He mixes my records, produces some of them. We met in '98 and '99, right? I was working on. I gave you this Heavenly Divine test press.
1898, I think.
Yes.
1899.
So we're going on 1899.
Yes.
So we've known each other 117 years.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we've known each other 117 years when I did Heavenly Divine. Scott's worked with a lot of artists that are way more successful than me. Remix pop records, if you want to.
Well, the thing is, they're the next generation to carry the baton of bands that I've worked with and written with. We Are the In Crowd, All Time Low. These guys are they're real credible bands. The bands that I just mentioned, they really play, they really sing their asses off, they really write their asses off. The thing about 5 Seconds of Summer is that it's part of the new generation. Now, I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit, and I don't know why I'm backing it up
Please
here.
do.
But there's so much at stake because everything we know and everything that we've come up with has changed to the point that there's a dollar value assigned to everything that has any kind of appeal to it. And these guys, the band itself doesn't exist except for the fact that they wind up on stage together, in these venues.
Right.
When it comes down to it, the lead singer, who's kind of a talented guy, and the guitar player, who's also very talented, they get sent on writing sessions. They'll spend 6 months in LA with co-writers.
Wow.
And they wind up writing a fuckload of songs. And I've been in some of these sessions. I go to LA and I book myself in these sessions.
You know someone who I know that is written with these type of people too. So I know nothing about the band. You're definitely pulling the curtain back in regards to this. But I'm saying I've witnessed the same shit. And then you get blown away, and you're like, "Yo, I love that shit." And Homeboy didn't even write that,
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know, Britney Spears don't write her shit.
Yeah,
You know,
right,
da-da-da. But then other people, oh shit, he didn't write that.
Right.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. But it's gone are the days where it's like somebody can say, somebody like George Harrison can say,
Yeah.
it took us a whole day to record our first record. The second record took even longer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like those types of artists don't exist. Those types of opportunities in the industry don't exist anymore.
No, I mean, The Art of
that's-
Dying by George Harrison just isn't being written today.
That system doesn't exist. We're in a very different place.
It goes back to, you said it 25 minutes ago, cookie cutter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the development of artists.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I've worked with a lot of these bands that go out as bands, but the fact is, when you listen to the record, it's a pop record. It's because they're a pop band, and nobody gives a fuck that, the drummer never played on the record.
Yeah.
It's all programmed.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Why is it that this fucking guy has a Fred Perry tattoo?
I knew that was
I got nothing for that, except
you.
for the fact that it's like you said.
Well, it's kind
they're
of-
vultures. in
It's
a
culture,
sense,
culture
but they
shit.
got you.
Oh, they got me.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, they got both of them.
I set up
you
the fucking
talking about-
thing.
Yo, and here's
I
the
got
thing.
people. We probably got an email right now with this motherfucker.
I'm telling you, you'll never get close to him.
Here's the thing, too. I
got
mean,
people.
it's funny and all to talk
Winchester's
about.
Ghost.
Oh, I'll get close to that
man.
motherfucker.
Yeah, right.
Yo,
It's
Where
funny
you
to
at?
talk about, is it a Fred Perry thing? Whatever it is, let's assume for sake of argument right now, it is a Fred Perry wreath. There is, because that jerk off don't know what the fuck it is. Somebody told him go get that tattoo and he got
right,
it.
correct.
There is fucking like a team of researchers that I'm guessing. Obviously, I'm just guessing. I have no information to go on, but that are putting these looks together. That are telling him.
Well, that's what goes back to what I was saying
Yeah, they
about
have stylists.
Yes.
Bro, I know, like.
But as far as telling you what tattoos to get,
You're
Part of
goddamn
pulling
right.
back the curtain, right, that we're talking about. I'm not sure if anyone. I know, Gavin, you and I spoke about this because I sent you the picture. I know, Pablo, we haven't talked about it. I might have sent it to you, Sicko, and I have shown it to you, Scott. It was years ago. There's a picture of Chris Brown with a denim jacket,
stop.
with
Oh,
a
yeah,
Chromags patch,
Yes.
an Excel patch.
yes,
And
perfect example.
I know the person who designed that.
Oh, word.
I know the person who gave him that.
Uh-huh.
That person is the real deal.
Right.
Or is he? Because he put it on Chris Brown. I also know some people that aren't very happy
We all
that
know.
motherfucker
Yeah.
is wearing that fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm naming Chromags Excel. There's many other bands on that
Yep.
jacket.
Probably COC.
The corrosion to conform that I can't think of just offhand because I
Right.
don't have the picture in front of me. Now, let's just
That's
forget.
when shit wasn't sweet. Those bands have thugs. Those bands have real
Dog,
rabid.
a lot of them are my friends.
I'm
A lot of them.
they're real. They're bands because they're fucking. It's a movement. It's a
Chris Brown
real
is wearing
fucking
that on a
movement.
red carpet, and if he walks around, now the flip side of me talking about this, I also have a good friend. I don't know that he wants it out there who he bodyguards for, because then it might be. But I also know someone who's his bodyguard, so he almost gets a free pass because he has a triple, quadruple OG as his bodyguard that knows all those people.
We were in the same room in the.
Correct. You met him.
Yeah.
You met who I'm talking about in L.A.
Right. Yes, I did.
Yes. He bodyguards for a lot of them dudes, and he was just like, he just shrugged his shoulders about the thing when I was like, you know what I mean? Like, asked him about it. Like,
Them
look,
some
I'm
big
getting money.
shoulders.
Yeah, they're big show. I mean, Stallone saw all my L.A. goons, dog, and I'm not from there. Like, motherfuckers don't want it with me. Out there, Stallone was in.
It was like the safest place in the city of Los Angeles was the green room.
Name a gang, and like someone repping them was it all shit. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, though, it's like, again, pull the curtain back. It's like, yo, it's buck wild that a motherfucker that does R&B shit is wearing a Chromags patch and don't know why he's wearing it. Like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? I don't know. Like,
And 20, 30 years ago, that would be dealt with.
I remember there was a Bon Jovi video and he had a Misfits patch on his jacket, but like ain't none of them doing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
that's a different-
Danzig thinks he's tough. The rest of them no one cares about.
Yeah.
I just remember being like, yo, this is kind of buck wild. What, you falling asleep over there, Professor? He's a little
I
bit
forgot you
tired.
were over there. What the fuck?
Somebody get him a Starbucks quick.
Industry talk.
I like the headphones thing.
The half on head. That's how I
Yeah.
record. You just never see me in there.
He stole your
I
gimmick.
can hear all.
He steals all gimmicks.
Well, he looked at me and he was like, "How can I do
Nah,
you?"
he don't steal gimmicks.
right.
Sicko.
Come on now.
He's a stealer of gimmicks.
All right, hold up. I gotta get a pic of that.
Of what? The gimmick?
You want a dick? You want a dick pic?
So the bottom line.
You sent me one of those already.
Bon Jovi. You know what my Bon
No
Jovi
thanks.
memory is? Me and
Oh, I want to know.
Here we go.
me and
In
This friend of mine-
Were you a cowboy on a steel horse you rode?
no.
I thought it was stale horse, like stale food. I was like, is he eating?
You sound like your niece.
No, but I thought it runs in the family. That I thought he was eating stale food, like a stale horse.
Like he's French and
Yeah, like it's Chevelle.
Yeah.
He was eating stale Chevelle.
Nice.
Your memory of Bon Jovi was
me and a friend of mine in 6th grade went to this school carnival thing.
Oh, they're
and
mockery.
they had the fucking gimmick where you chuck the
Chuck.
fucking football through the
through the
mirror,
deal.
John?
Yeah.
Well, they were giving out fucking 45s.
Oh, word.
And I won Bon Jovi.
Stale horse.
No, this is way before that. Runaway was on one side, and
She's a little
and
wrong.
She Don't Know Me is the B side. And he won we won a bunch of them. That's the only one I remember. And then we went out back and chucked them up on the roof.
Of course you did.
And got yelled at by like some administrative guy and thrown out of the carnival for chucking 45s on the fucking roof of the fucking middle
Tell
school.
me there wasn't one chick that you knew was a Bon Jovi fan that you wanted it.
That's not the
Wow.
crowd I ran.
Just saying.
So let
I'm
me.
sure there was.
I got smartened up real early in my ladies' career.
Sicko, write that down.
Wow.
You don't even
Sicko,
have to
write
say
that
the
down.
rest of it.
I got
Career.
You just popped the room. It
You
doesn't
did.
matter.
He did pop the
You
room.
got, you know, you could bomb from here on out.
Right.
You still win.
Yeah.
Can it get better than that, or you just want to stop it there?
I'll just stop it there.
Did you get smartened up to the ladies first or to punk rock?
Well, that's a whole story.
Yeah.
Is why they're intertwined?
No. Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit?
I was smartened up to ladies first, but
Me too.
I was in 9th grade when I was getting hip to
I've still never been smart enough to ladies.
my homeboy
Yeah, you got
Jamie
married.
at the time was hipping me to punk rock. I might have told that story before. I know
You
I've
have.
told
Yeah,
you all
yeah.
individually before. I don't know if I told it on here, but my homeboy hit me up to smart me up to punk rock. So at the same time, I got wrapped up in a girl who was hanging out with him. So at the time, there was like a group of punk rock people in my high school. I was in 9th grade. They were all in 10th grade. And there was a group of very few of them. There was like 5, 6, 7 total. And one of the ones who was hanging out was this girl who I got really wrapped up into. She had really short hair. She was into like Susie and the Banshees, but was also into like the Beastie Boys' first record and like
She was the chick in the Joy Division shirt.
yeah, and that smartened me up as much as what Jamie was smarting me up to. Like he was smarting me up on the music and culture thing, and she was smarting me up in the ladies category.
The lady.
Yeah. And she was a huge influence on me at the time. Huge, because she was fucking hip way before I was.
I hear
like
that.
she was, you know, she was considered fucking wacky.
Yep.
But
Aren't they always?
she was fucking way hipper than everybody, including me. So me hanging out with her absolutely fucking helped me along the way.
This is when you were wearing eyeliner?
Dude, I am so there.
Such a fucking jerk off. Like I think I don't like him tonight. And you know what? I'm gonna fucking put the ban on him. I think for fucking 10 minutes.
That hasn't been since episode what?
I'm the
Not
only one
yet.
that's
Like,
been
but I'm a
banned.
fucking step away, man.
Eyeliner. Got him for 10 minutes.
Wow.
Said it.
10 minutes, done.
Set it off. What?
You're banned.
10 minutes.
He put the ban on.
He's banned. Is he leaving the room?
No,
he's
you're
not
allowed to
staying
leave
there.
He
the
doesn't
room.
get to leave the room.
Okay, we got a timer. We got to put a clock
Well,
on.
no, I mean, well,
I got it.
Last, Cousin Frizz usually got it.
Pablo's
Yeah, where the fuck is
Pablo's counting himself.
That's like when Kaylee fucking puts on the tonight. She took the time like Jackie's timer off the fridge. The cooking timer. She's like, Dad, I got to read for a half hour, and she sets the fucking time. So I'm like, fucking, this is fucking suspect, man. She's like, no, I know how to do it. I'm gonna set the fucking timer.
She was trying to work you?
She tried to work me.
You can't control
But
your
actually,
own time.
after like 20 minutes, I was like, Kaylee, aren't you done yet? And she's like, no, I still got 10 minutes. I was like,
Wow. So she,
yeah.
so
She's babyface all day.
All day.
Yeah. She's for truth and justice.
Well, last, there's been a sort of what are you laughing at, Sicko? Pablo being
him
banned?
being banned. That is the
Last-
biggest joy
yeah.
I've ever felt in my life.
Thank
Thank you, Gavin. Thank you.
There's been a 2-week succession of cheese sandwich stories from the OG, and
I got nothing new.
right. No, you had, but
Well, after our last episode, because if you'll remember, dear listeners, the Gavin gave us a choice. He actually had 2 stories
Correct.
on deck. We went with the bathroom stall story, but
What was the other one?
There was like a baby wipe thing or something.
Oh, yeah. We left the baby wipe story on the table.
Right.
So
Which I'm not actually sure if I want to hear this or not.
I don't know if I'm hip to this story.
I don't know. I don't know what's coming at all.
Pablo, your band's lifted for right now because I want you in on this too.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to ban you.
I'm putting this under protest.
Me too.
I had to sit out my
Pablo
band.
may be. Pablo
I'm with
may
you,
be.
sicko.
Pablo may be.
Unbannable.
No. But he may for this particular story.
Hey,
he may
man.
have some things.
He
So
just
you
got
banned?
banned.
So maybe
He
it's a
just got
furlough.
banned, and
Maybe
now
it's
he's
a
not
furlough.
banned, so he's
You got a
unbannable.
van for 10 minutes.
Professor
then.
Pablo,
All right,
baby.
Get out. You're banned. All right, now you know what?
Rebanned?
They're right. You're rebanned.
Fine. Tell your diaper
Sean,
story.
Reshun.
Even I've never gotten rebanned.
Nah, he's right. You guys are right. Okay.
So
He's outta
as we
here?
were saying, you gave us a choice of 2 stories. We went with story number 1.
Early in my life, when I
I like
That's
I like
that's
how
how
this
you
starts
fucking weave a yarn. Early in my life.
this ties into
the summer
a
of
little
my
bit
It's like
18th
he's writing
year.
Day in the fucking life, this guy.
yeah. This
Fucking
this
James
ties
Joyce.
into a little bit of getting hip to the
Oh.
lady game. So this is a good segue.
To the late. Sicko, write that
I
down.
already did. I
Hip
wrote
to
it down the
lady
first
game?
time.
Yeah. So if you know me on any level, you know that I'm very I'm a borderline wrapped up in being clean and being a lot of the ladies constantly comment about how well me and Vinny smell. It's a thing.
Yes.
If you haven't been around us, you don't know that, but we got gimmicks for
smell.
For
days.
days, everybody, married women, our
Yes.
friends' wives comment on how good
We
we
hear it
smell.
all the time.
Fuck, Pablo's popping me just standing there in the fucking corner. So
Yeah, the boy commented at the bodega last week.
that's
How is
right.
he talking?
That's-
Banned!
I think the ban for Pablo is he talks, but off mic.
I'm with Sicko.
Banned!
So anyway, so we have fuckers throwing me off with his fucking. so
Put him in the bathroom!
so
I don't want that face looking at my money.
Put him in a bedroom.
Put him in the bathroom.
so one of the things that I'm wrapped up in is that when I have to use the facilities, I'm fucking baby wipe all day long.
Absolutely.
Okay, because I'm like down there, like I'm
all
You know
day.
what I'm saying?
Before it starts, I just want, as a touring artist, imagine how much more important the baby wipe is.
Yeah.
If
Like
you
I
don't-
got,
like,
if
the baby
you-
wipe is the cornerstone of the ablutions.
Oh, nice.
You like that?
I like that. That was good.
I mean, it's
If
all
you-
about I don't play the away game either. It's like
Yeah,
there's
but bro,
home.
everyone
Yeah.
does that gimmick until you got to tour the world.
Right, right.
It's easy for people to say, "Oh, I don't use
Nah,
the bathroom
dude,
outside
like,
of my house."
yeah,
Guess
yeah,
what?
I guess,
Well, I'm
yeah.
just not going to go to the bathroom when I'm
Right,
in
right.
fucking Bucharest. All right, I'll just die then. I suppose. I guess death is my option. I'm sorry.
So not many people know the fucking intricacies of my routine. Vinny's hip to most of it, but like I got fucking gimmicks and powders and fucking spray. I got shit like all, and I'm not just talking like bathroom stuff. Like I'm just talking in life stuff. I got gimmicks all day long.
Yeah, we got
we
share
got things, man. We
Things.
got things.
I think this is.
There's a
like,
lot of work that fucking goes into the two of us.
You see how
you
this-
know what I'm saying?
how
No,
this-
yeah, I know. It's like, do you wake up like this? No, you think this
No,
happens?
that's
You
what
think
I'm
this
saying.
happens?
Oh, I got you.
happens, I just
Plus,
look.
that never
You think I
occurred to
just
me.
look this gorgeous when I get up and smell the
Believe
way I
me.
do?
You know what I
That
mean?
never
Yeah,
occurred to
they
me.
don't know the
It's
work that
fucking
goes into being
involved,
us.
man. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole deal to be to us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so baby wipes is part of this routine. Okay, so one day I realized that there is this is off track a little bit, but one day Jackie says to me, "Hey, there's a leak coming from the ceiling in the kitchen." So I go look and I was like, "Oh fuck, there's a leak in the fucking ceiling."
Oh, what? First off,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you going to do about a leak?
I'm the one who calls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all you do.
Like we're the ones who knock. I'm the one who calls.
Yeah, like my mom says the fucking light went out. I'm like, where's the guy?
Call the
What's the
electrician.
number? I'll give him $50 to fix the fucking.
Absolutely.
Right.
Wow, he's burning the gimmick because
He
of the
is.
gimmick.
Well, let's get romantic.
So
I mean, you're talking about routines. I got routines.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, you have OCD. We're talking about.
Yeah. I should talk about that.
Yeah, and he's in denial. But that's another episode.
I'm
Sicko, write that down.
So
When
not
I
true.
first said it to
It's
him,
not true.
See,
That's not
no
fucking
selling.
true.
I love this. I love this already.
I'm OCD.
Next show.
That's some bullshit. Take
2
your-
hours we
Take
can
your
do
feet
all
off the
this.
fucking carpet right there.
2 hours.
Pablo's
I'm
at.
gonna do him.
We're at 5 minutes for Pablo, so everybody knows.
Please.
Update 5 minutes down.
He's talking during his band.
I agree with you. Look,
Fucking
You know what, Sicko?
ponderous.
Fuck you. I'm back.
Ponderous.
Wait a minute.
let me say something. For me, if you get banned every time you say something, another 10 minutes.
Wow.
At the very least,
Starts
you restart
over.
the
Starts
clock.
over,
At the
right.
very least.
I agree.
Take your band like a man.
You guys are talking to me, so I'm talking
I
back.
haven't said anything.
I got nothing to say to him.
Gavin's getting wrapped up with you.
Superman is fucking yapping his mouth off over there.
I asked you for
All right, look, now
I
let's.
asked you for an update on the time because you're the one timing yourself.
Now, look,
so I said, point it to my wrist.
Jackie
Yeah.
says to you, there's a leak
There's
in
a
the
leak in the
gimmick.
thing, so call the guy. So I call the guy. The guy comes out and says, "Oh, there, blah 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 blah." Fixes the fucking, claims to fix the fucking thing, whatever. So 2 weeks or so later, there's a fucking leak in the same spot. He just fixed the fucking ceiling, but in retrospect, the guy didn't fix anything. He just fixed the fucking ceiling.
Right.
But I don't give a fuck. It's not my house. So the fucking now it's a fucking leak. Like, fuck, man, that's a fucking leak. So I was like, look, man, there's some kind of issue with the fucking pipes, dude. Like, you gotta fucking do the deal.
Oh, it's coming
Like,
from
you-
inside the fucking house.
something, because it was coming through the fucking kitchen ceiling, and it's not dirty water. It's fucking like it's just dripping. Like, it's not anything wacky. It's fucking just whatever.
Yeah.
So
What's it taste like?
I don't know. So
Shit.
I'm trying to think if he's really on tonight or really off.
I don't know. I'm popping either way though. honestly.
Me too. Only the fans can say.
Leaking.
So they call out a plumber. So my guy comes. My guy has a guy.
What?
Okay.
What do you mean? Your guy's supposed to be the guy.
No, I got my landlord, and my landlord's got a guy.
Oh.
This.
The guy, my landlord's guy comes out. He don't know what the fuck's happening.
He better have a guy.
So he says, "Okay, you gotta let's call legit plumbers." Now, keep in mind, my landlord is a sweetheart, the best dude ever. He's a 145-year-old Vietnamese, just got here like 10 years ago guy. It's very difficult to communicate with him. So he said, "Will you?" After 4 hours, I figured out. He says, "Will you call a plumber for me?" So I call a plumber. Plumber comes out. The fucking guy is there. The landlord's there with him. First plumber can't figure it out. They call a second plumber. Second plumber comes. He says, "It's going to take me all day to fucking figure out what's what."
Okay.
This fucking shit show, man. I can't tell this fucking story.
It ain't acting
This
right.
is a good ass story, let me tell you.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, man.
So, a third plumber comes out, tells him exactly what he's going to do. He's going to come back the next day. The landlord's like, "Oh, okay. I'll call you tomorrow." Never calls him. Hips his guy to what the guy's going to do tomorrow. So his guy comes back and fucking... Okay, bottom line of this story is... They have to crack open the pipe. They crack open this fucking pipe, and there is a year's worth of fucking baby wipes wrapped up in the fucking in the pipe. A year's worth of fucking baby wipes. So Jackie had told me about 11 and a half months before to stop flushing the baby wipes, but I was flushing them for a year.
you can't
So the guy
flush
says, "Yo, do you guys have?"
Can I tell you that I had like a blowout fight with my mom that you can't flush baby wipes?
You can flush him in a
You think you
hotel.
can?
Yes.
See, of course, because we think on the same
Exactly.
level. Well, guess what?
I don't care that this
Between me
happened.
and you, You can.
I don't care. I still think you can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can if you're in a hotel in fucking Sweden.
The guy says to me, the landlord says to me,
I will flush baby wipes.
The landlord says to me, "Do you guys have a baby in the house?" Because of that? And I'm like, "Nah, I don't know nothing about fucking baby wipes."
Why
In the
was there a
meantime,
baby in the pipe?
room we're standing in, there's a stack of baby wipes, literally 6 inches from the two of us, and I'm like, "I don't know nothing about baby wipes.
Right.
What are you fucking talking about?
No baby
I know
here.
nothing about it.
No baby here.
He gets it in his head, convinced that, you know, the pipe that goes up to the roof, that's the sewage pipe.
Yes.
He's convinced that something flew by and dropped shit into the thing. And I'm like, yeah, man, that happened all day. Absolutely. I think I heard it. It
I heard
fucking
that
happened.
happen.
Oh, he must
This
have
was
a
An
master plumber.
aeroplane dropped their gimmick and it fell right into our
You know
house.
what it was?
It
No,
was the
and he-
stork.
he
It was
dropping a
stork.
baby.
He believes this. He's like, it must have come from the air. It must have come from. I was like, yeah, for real, totally did. It was a 3-day routine to fucking clear out this fucking pipe with a year's worth of fucking baby wipes.
It had to be like $6,000 too to do it.
Oh, it didn't cost me anything.
Oh, okay.
And I kayfabed. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing.
Because I'm not
And in the
implying that this
meantime-
ever happened to me. That was just a guess. $6,000.
In the meantime, Jackie wasn't home, and I'm texting Jackie like, "Oh fuck! Like I fucked up. There's a year's worth of baby. I told you not to fucking flush a baby. Like it's a whole fucking deal. 3 days worth, whole new ceiling in the kitchen, the whole fucking deal. So that's my fucking baby wipe story.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, my shit is fucking smooth, clean, happening, done, and that's it. So with that, I think it's time to.
Yeah, I got a bad hoof. I got to take a break.
Got a better.
What do you call it? The hoof?
The
The
ball?
hoof, the thing.
Ma, it's a sin.
It's a sin, ma.
This guy's like, what do you want from me?
He's looking that way.
Ladies and germs, I guess it's time for our first break. We like to refer to it as our piss break.
Smoke break?
Cigarette
Classy.
break.
To you, it'll just be
Pablo
60
likes
seconds.
to take a seat because Pablo stands the whole time.
He does stand.
In a strange turn of events.
He's got that stand-up gimmick.
He does.
I don't know.
We'll be back in a minute.
Hello, this is Roger, and I'm Vinnie Stigma from Agnostic Front, and you're listening to The Broad Street Breakdown with Vinnie Paz.
Yes, indeed. Lord of mercy. Yes, indeed, with that weed. Indeed. We are back. We are the Broad Street Breakdown. P. Jiggy, what up over there, man? You falling asleep on us a
He's
little bit
having a rough
tonight?
night tonight.
You having a bad night, B?
I'm having a great night.
Nah, don't lie. OG, tell me something.
He's been cranky all night.
You got to fire him up, G. That's your job.
That's my. How's that become my job?
I don't know.
Because he sparks you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You two got a symbiosis, if you will.
Sicko with the words.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Wordsmith.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
sicko, look that up.
Sicko, write that down, look that up. Listen. Broad Street Breakdown is being brought to you by Crescent Street Tattoo, 4371 Crescent Street, Philadelphia, 215-487-0360. Facebook, Crescent Street Tattoo. Instagram, Crescent Street Tattoo. Email, crescentstreettattoo@gmail.com, crescentstreettattoo.com. Also, while we're at it, Stevie Puerto Rico wrote a book.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico! Oh. Excuse me. I never
What's that book
called.
called?
Excuse me.
Nice.
Attractive.
Testing. Testes. No slam dancing, no stage diving, no spikes in oral history of the legendary City Gardens. Written by the lovely Miss Amy Yates Wolfing. Stevie Puerto Rico. And Steve, you
We
want to build
also,
on that? Because I never plug it properly.
We also
Hey, yo.
got something pretty cool coming out with that, too. I think it just got released. A few years ago, we did a documentary film about the same club, City Gardens. A guy by the name of Steve Tozzi. What up, Steve? Did all that. So that actually just came out on DVD. And if you're interested, it's got a lot of dope interviews. You can get that at citygardensfilm.com.
Is
What's
it
it
like
called?
a companion?
It kind of is. It goes along with the book. It tells it's a long story. So it takes one part of the story that we couldn't tell in the book because it was just not enough room.
Oh, cool.
It's called Riot on the Dance Floor. The story of Randy Now and City Gardens, and it's citygardensfilm.com.
All right.
Also, too, if you've been listening along with us, you know each episode when we get towards the end, we like to dip into some listener letters that we send through the email. So if you want to get involved in that, hit us up at our email address, which is info@broadstreetbreakdown.com.
Well done, Sicko. I forgot about the email. Pablo reminded us earlier that I
Yeah,
hadn't
and
done it.
I hate to do this, but
No,
I
do what you-
gotta apologize to Boffy.
Okay.
last week I
man.
said-
See?
I don't like that.
Last week I said he fucked up the fucking email. I couldn't get in.
Right.
And after I did the research, it was actually Sicko that fucked up.
All
How
right,
did
so
I fuck up?
Because I was like,
I mean, who
who's got
bought
the
that?
fuck?
Who bought that L? Let's be frank. Who bought that L? Sicko, you or Buff?
Sicko.
How did I?
Because I said, who's got the fucking password? And you're like, the Boff gave it to me. And then Boff was like, I don't have it. Sicko set it up. And then you're like, oh yeah, I did set it up. Here's
what
the
is
fucking
that?
password?
What
I
they
set
say?
up a fucking email for the specific purpose of making a Twitter account. It had nothing to do with the show.
You and
that
Boff
was
need
it
to get
for.
Fight.
Yeah,
Fight.
okay.
You and
Fight.
Boss need to get
Fight.
together and work
Fight.
out.
How
Fight.
dare you?
Fight.
I'll fight him. I don't care.
Either way, people, I now have access to all the new emails, so I'm getting all your shit. I'm going through it.
All
Lovely
right. So
stuff.
once again, so P Jiggy, we could Professor Pablo.
Yes, sir.
Let's correct this. What is the email address to ask us questions?
I don't know. Ask Sicko.
That was
It
good.
is info@broadstreetbreakdown.com.
All right. So as life goes on, people tap out. Last show we discussed Lemmy. The one before that, the fucking bozo from whatever that fucking band is called.
Lightning Thunder.
Yeah, Lightning. Whatever that
Vehement
guy.
Revolver.
Velveteen.
Yeah, Velveteen, Rick and Shaw. With that said, most recently, Riley Martin passed away, the spaceman. For those who don't know, I'm not going to make a big deal of this issue. I sampled Riley Martin back in the Amber Probe. This is the 20-year anniversary of the Amber Probe. That's how long ago we was.
My man.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ.
rest in peace to Riley Martin. I sampled him 20 years ago.
Yeah, I actually got to. I called into his show back in like 01.
And I remember when you taped it. It was
Yeah.
It was I remember you brought it to my brother's house.
Your brother was one who got me a copy of it. So I got to
Right,
figure
right.
it out somewhere. Maybe if I can find it, I'll put it. I'll
And
post
same
it
thing
up.
with me. He called my phone and left me mad messages, but I was like, yo, if I answer something back,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get caught into this world of craziness.
Yeah,
I wasn't prepared to.
Yeah, I called in and Iran was like, I'm not feeling your question. So I was like, all right, I'm a conspiracy dude. I can think of some fucking shit.
Yeah, I remember you
So
called.
I was like, yo, man, let's talk about the UFO headquarters underneath the Denver airport.
Indeed.
And he was like, oh, word, okay. I'll
yeah, I
put you
mean,
on
there's
for
some
that.
weird shit going on in Denver, B.
Yeah,
Like,
so then,
there is.
and you know, of course, Riley didn't answer it. He just said, "Oh, yeah, everything is under there." Like,
Yeah,
he gave his awesome.
Yeah, he
spiel.
no sold and
Yeah, but it was awesome. It was awesome that I got.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Riley Martin.
We also had another tap out this week. I don't know if you saw Schneider from One Day at a Time.
I did. The belt buckle gimmick.
Yeah.
I mean,
the
he-
best gimmick.
Yeah, that was wasn't Valerie Bertinelli on there?
Yes.
Yeah, I was open for her when I was young.
who
I
wasn't?
loved
Yeah.
it. Well,
Kidding
I
me?
mean, whatever. Who wasn't? Most of our fans don't know who we're talking about. That's who
Ah,
wasn't.
Eddie Van Halen's ex.
you
Yeah,
go.
but
Mr.
like
Eddie Van
400
Halen.
years ago.
Who's Eddie Van Halen? That's gonna be the other half.
Good
Mark.
point.
Nice. Nice.
Well, in other news, I reiterate, I don't know who we're talking to. We really don't know who our fan base is yet, or what part of
But
this
we
they
like you.
No, we don't know what part of this they like. Do they like the fact that we're shooting the shit, or do they like specific things? I don't know.
Really? So
That's
both
what-
of you need to let us know.
That's what the
OG,
email address is for.
we've
Tell
touched
us.
upon the biz, and something monumental is happening in the biz now. So if you want to break down what you and I have heard and have been texting about for the past a week, 6 days,
since
5 days,
Sunday, yeah.
So
So-
break it down for them.
Well, Sunday was New Japan, which is a wrestling organization in Japan.
That's been there since 1972, if anyone thinks it's some new shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's the equivalent of what WWE is here.
They sell out monstrous venues.
Yeah, they had their version of what their WrestleMania is on Sunday. It's called Wrestle Kingdom. And before the show, the word is that 4 of the people who worked for them gave notice. So it was AJ Styles.
Three of them being Bullet Club members, correct? Or incorrect?
Yeah, AJ.
Carl Anderson, Machine Gun Anderson,
Doc Gallows, and the biggest of the deals is that Nakamura,
who both of us will just say both of us think is the best worker living today, correct? Or no?
Yeah, absolutely,
and not just a worker with a board. His gimmick is he's literally insane to me. Maybe he's working me. I think he's fucked in his head. He's crazy.
He's on a whole nother level.
There you go.
The word is that they are coming to the United States to work for Vince, which is huge news. It's a huge story, and it's the first story that I've been wrapped up in for I can't even tell you how long.
Yeah, because every time I step to you with something, you'll be semi-interested. When Steen was coming, you're like, yo, I like that guy a lot.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
When Kenta was coming, you were like, I like that guy a lot. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
But when we talked about this, you were like, yo, this is game changer. Could shift the industry like the shit that happened in the mid-90s.
Yeah, it's you know, if you had said 2 weeks ago that the potential for Nakamura to come over to Vince was there, I would have said no way. Like, it was never going to happen. But it seems to be. The last thing I read is that the network, WWE's network, just started in Japan on last week.
Okay.
They want Nakamura to be the face of the WWE for Japan. So
the more it seems like the idea is the more this spreads, the more he wants a representative of each continent.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And the potential
would that be a good way of explaining it to someone who might not be
absolutely, especially in a country like Japan where wrestling is huge there, always has been, and it's serious business. They take that really serious over there. So if they plan to compete with what's going on in Japan, they need to step up the game for sure.
Indeed.
Because the product is not on the level that it needs to be if they're going to be a serious company in Japan.
Now, Sicko, Pablo, you guys are casual fans, but you've been to ROH with us.
Yeah.
When New Japan was in town and saw all them work, Nakamura, when we marked out.
Yes.
Is this cool to you? Or is
absolutely.
it, Pablo, are you cool?
I was watching the one ROH where they were at that Tokyo.
Yes.
That fucking place is huge.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Bro,
if you're playing there, you fucking making it.
But what I'm saying is, like, you've been with us and you've seen, we just watched AJ and Lethal work. Is it crazy to you that he might be on USA next Monday?
Awesome.
Like, it's
That's
dope, right?
That's what they all work for, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And so what I think the reason Gavin and I are talking about it would be a monster shift, like not a subtle move, like someone gets picked up here and there, you're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially, like, I reiterate, I know I'm repeating myself. I loved when Kevin Steen got signed.
Me too.
He's the best thing now.
Yeah, he's currently my favorite guy.
Me too.
I mean,
to me, it's like New Day. New Day is the best thing to me, entertainment wise.
Yeah.
Those guys are amazing on the mic.
Yeah.
They Kofi and Xavier are amazing workers, but they don't really let them work too much.
Yeah.
Everything Steen does is amazing.
Agreed.
The subtleties in the ring. He yells at Cole.
Yep.
The backstage interviews.
Yep.
He's working everything. The other people you and I love, they're not really getting put. We love Cesaro. I know. I mean, when I say we, it's because we talk every day.
Well, plus the company's so fucked up right now because everybody's out. Everybody's hurt.
But see, to me, this is when you let these people shine.
That's what I'm saying.
This is when you go, Cena's hurt. Seth is hurt.
Yeah.
That's not good, but it is. So why? Yo, where's Enzo?
Right.
Where's Enzo and Cass? Because they're the best.
I think that it seems to me that they're trying to make NXT when it originally was supposed to be almost like a training facility.
Now they're trying to make it its own entity.
Yeah, so it kind of makes sense that they wouldn't bring up, Joe or Enzo and Cass or whatever, because they got to have dudes on there who can draw.
If the plan is to make that an entity of its own that isn't a breeding ground, then I'm okay with that. Because I think we've talked about how Enzo and Cass there will shine more if it's not a little league for Raw.
I think it's in a transitional period. They don't know what to make of it. They started doing those shows with just NXT shows, and they started selling out big fucking buildings.
How about when I wrote you that 12,000 people said every word of Enzo's promo?
Right.
Now, to me, I'm looking at that and I'm going, I got fucking gold here.
Yeah.
You got two Guido characters.
I think they're in it seems to me they're in the process of figuring out what exactly they're doing. Like,
I'll tell you what they're doing. My mom loves Enzo and Cass.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
My mom's like, you and Jeff are retards for watching wrestling. I played her that, and she was like, oh, I like these guys.
Yeah. I don't mean them specifically. I
No,
mean
I
NXT
did, though.
as
I meant, like, if my mom's marking out for these two guys,
they're doing something right.
they're doing something right.
Yeah. I just I think they're in the process of deciding what exactly they're doing. Like, is the main roster the priority, or is the two brands the priority? I don't know. I'm not sure they know. So they can't be moving up dudes like Finn and Joe and whoever if they're trying to keep the two separate.
I saw someone breaking it down where they were like, someone should, not someone, Vince or Hunter.
Yeah.
NXT be the number 2 where SmackDown is.
I'd be fine with that. I don't watch SmackDown.
I know you don't, which I hate. I want to kill you about
read
that.
it, but I don't. I read.
I hate.
About it on the deals,
sell a lot of things. I'm not going to get into the other things.
I do.
Into Salem. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get
John
into the
Blazak?
fact that you promised you'd watch TNA. The John Bleak. I'm not going to get into. You're like, yeah, I just slept through TNA, but I wanted you to see the guy. The EC3 is great on the stick.
He's awesome.
That guy Eli Drake.
I like that too.
That guy's awesome.
Yep.
So if you just record it in DVR and fast forward, then why can't you do that?
I could.
But you're not going to.
He's difficult.
Difficult.
Same
This is
thing,
not-
honestly, with Pablo. I'm like, yo, you're DVR and shit. He has a gimmick, I believe. I'm just going to speak for you for a second, and then you correct it.
Okay.
You watch TV, like, the kids go to bed, and then, like, 8 to 10-ish with wifey?
Like 9 to midnight, yeah.
Wait, I didn't think wifey was awake till midnight.
Yeah, so like 10:30.
I thought you had, like, a couple of them things to do it.
like 10
10 to midnight.
10 to midnight, yeah.
So why aren't you engaging the biz? So
I
you
don't
can
know why. Well, now my new gimmick is 11 to 12. Antenna TV plays Carson, and I gotta watch Carson.
Yeah, I'm all about that.
Fuck him.
all that.
Fuck him.
Fuck.
Until both of you
Get your priorities right. What the fuck?
Get your shit right. Both of you need to be in on the biz.
I'm
So this,
backed up. Yeah, I got the ROHs. I see them in the DVR, and I'm like,
well, that's
tomorrow.
done. That's dead. So you might as well erase them all because it's dead. Now you got to get TNA, Raw, SmackDown, rip through them with the gimmick, the fast forward gimmick. No,
Yeah, it's too much.
I just hit the mic. That's why I said, oh.
yeah, but it's too much. What does that mean?
So go write that down. It's too much.
It's too much wrestling, man. Too many people to memorize.
To rememorize? Is that what he?
If you just watch like 3 shows, you'll know everybody. It's not that difficult, man. It's like art for fucking goofs. It's not that hard to fucking
Sicko, write that down.
I'm already on it.
It's like art for fucking goofs.
I don't know why you even put the pad down.
Because there's
Well-
other shit to do.
I mean, well, so what we're saying is now, by the time this airs, maybe they're signed, maybe they're not. The dude from PWI that hit Taz up was like, look, they all might be coming, they all might not. Some of them might be going to the main roster, some of them might not. AJ is like my age. So if he comes in, he's getting paid well, and he's going to the main roster. Boom,
other
AJ.
thing-
we
yeah,
just
that's the other thing
Boom,
that I
right
read.
to the main roster. No build up.
I read-
No, he's going right there. Like, and you know Bullet Club too. You
Yes.
see everybody in there. How many people have Bullet Club shirts on?
Like I want one. Like,
Right.
Yeah, everybody's got them on.
By the way, this is a personal thing that shouldn't be said on the air. I fucked up and made an order, and I ordered the same things twice. So I have 2 of everything. So I'll give you 2 to a Bullet. You're gonna come up on a Bullet Club joint, a Nakamura joint.
Yes.
I ordered the same thing twice because I'm an idiot and didn't remember.
And you get the big size Johns, which is perfect for me.
The last thing, the other thing I read on more than one thing is that the amount of money that they have to pay for AJ and Nakamura is way beyond what they paid for Finn. So there's no justification in putting them on NXT.
And here's what I'll say to that:
pay back.
And this isn't being argumentative. You'll agree with me.
Yeah,
Finn, if he waited it out, would have gotten the same payoff. But
I think Finn jumped. You know, I mean, he was looking for an opportunity and he took it.
But what I've heard is that these dudes have had them too. But they blew themselves up like a band that says, no, I'm not signing to a major. I'm grinding it out and selling. Basically, the Bullet Club is Fugazi. And mad, I'm not talking now in 2016. Those dudes are pushing 50 or in their 50s. But like, they were doing hundreds of thousands of records on Discord. And the other bands were too. You know what I'm saying? And people were like, we'll give you $3 million. And they were like, nah, we're comfortable running this out of this house. Or, you know more than me about them, but you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
It's in my situation right now.
The shocking thing to me, I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
I hate you.
No, you cut me off. That's fucked up.
No, what I was going to say is at this point, there's major sniffing around, and I'm like, yeah, you're sniffing around now that I built something for 20 years, and now you want to take it.
Right.
And I feel that that's where AJ's head was at, where he was like, yo, I'll tell you, I'm going to keep it a buck. AJ, the Young Bucks, who you guys have seen many times.
Love them.
Those dudes are eating, man. They're not struggling. Like, they're like, yo, you better give me a lot of fucking money because I'm slaughtering getting $5-6 grand a shot, 3-4 shows a weekend, then merch. So what are you giving me? Because Vince is going to be like, I own your merch.
Right.
I'm paying you XYZ, and you're working, what do they do, 300 days a week?
A lot. I'm not sure the number, but a lot, yeah. Yeah.
They do it, I said 300 a year. Minimal, they do 250 a year.
I'm not so shocked by AJ. I always felt like he would have a run at some point.
But I'm not shocked. I'm like, yo, I bet they gave him a grip that he's like, I'll do a 2-year run and then I can go chill with my kids.
Yeah.
Because he's got 3 kids and a wife. He's Christian. He don't do drugs. He don't do none of that. Yo, you're giving me XYZ. Let me make this run. And let me bow out gracefully.
And I'm certainly not shocked by Gallows and Anderson at all.
Well, those dudes, I like them. I really do.
Too.
But they don't have star power.
No. But
so they better take that. Like,
yeah.
You know when Jay-Z gets signed and then Memphis Bleak gets signed with him? That's what it's like.
I feel like they're being signed for the Bullet Club gimmick.
That's right. What they're going to do, I think we've talked about this, is try to do a 2016 NWO angle, but it's called Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Whether it works, if Hunter's behind it, it might work. If Vince is, it might shit the bed.
The most shocking thing to me is Nakamura.
I believe that either Nakamura will not come ever, or he will come, get buried, and then go back. Let me ask you a question. You're the most knowledgeable biz head in my life. All right, so I'm going to ask you a very simple question. Okay.
Okay.
This is a shoot.
Right.
I didn't text you this. I didn't.
Yeah.
And Paulie can't be the answer.
Okay.
Has Vince ever had a non-English speaking star? And I use the word star in the sense that Nakamura is the talk of the wrestling town right now. What is he going to do with him? He can't speak. He wears red leather pants to the ring. His gimmick is that he's crazy, but he's legit crazy. What is he going to do with a shoot crazy Japanese strong style wrestler?
What? Well, he's on the level of Seth. potentially Daniel Bryan if he comes back.
Worker?
Yeah.
What about the mic? No.
Oh, what will he do? Oh, I see what you're saying.
I said that
can't
wrong.
say Paulie. Okay,
I said that wrong.
I'm with you.
What non-English speaking worker has been monstrous?
Who was the guy with the besmirch guy?
Who?
He would say besmirch, the English guy.
That's fucking English, retard.
Wow.
That's not American, though.
Oh my!
Wow.
That's what you're. That's the point you're
Be
making.
real, he popped me again. He didn't mean to pop me.
Wow.
Motherfucker, that's
the point.
English.
That's the point you're making, though.
What? Tell me how? That's English.
Not exactly.
Because he's speaking like this. That's Italian.
Who's he doing now?
That was Italian.
He's a
I think.
geographer.
Who was that?
Wow.
Was that what's his name?
No,
That was nobody.
he just made it up in his head.
No, was that Santino?
No.
Give me that again.
That was Super Mario.
All right. So since Gavin, I'm going to ask the whole fucking room, going back to your childhood days. Right. Has anyone ever been over that didn't speak English to you? Can I get a universal yes that at some point in everyone's lives in this room you watch wrestling, even if it was a little kid?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever been over that spoke no English? Now you had the Iron Sheik, who had Freddie Blassie, one of the top 5 greatest talkers ever, and could utter some ignorant shit in English and go, "I hate American."
Right.
I'm telling you this, Nakamura can't say that.
Wow.
Are we talking by themselves with no manager?
See,
no
you're
mouthpiece?
still. I said, let me ask you a question, OG.
Yeah.
Should I ask it again? I'm going to say it again. Can Nakamura get over
Yes.
without speaking English,
Yes.
without Paulie? On the main roster. And if he can, who gets him there? Who's talking? Zeb?
No.
We're saying Zeb for the marks. We know who that really is.
Yeah.
I mean, should we use Zeb or should we say...
I always say Dutch because I can't get
Dutchman,
used to the,
yeah, Dutchman.
I can't get used to the Zeb.
Neither can I, but that's... Now you got to be our age.
Yeah,
For the young marks, Zeb. For OGs,
Yeah, Dutch is yeah.
He
Zeb-
could get him over. He could get him over, but they won't do that.
for whatever reason they got Dutch in the mid card range. I mean, if they bring Nakamura in, he's got to be main event level. Has to be.
And how will he do that without knowing a word of English?
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
I love that answer.
That's awesome.
No, you know why? Because he knows things.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you is, now he knows shit. You're a casual fan. Now the illest worker in the world is coming here, right? And how are we going to get him over if he can't make you like him or hate him either?
Right.
How's he going? He speaks Japanese. How are you going to get over?
It's going to take a hell of a gimmick.
The
If you're with
announcing
Vince,
table.
the work doesn't. It's so much entertainment now.
Yeah.
That his work, he's the best. To me, he's the best in the world right now.
I don't know. I mean,
So is that how we're leaving this? Are we leaving it with these? Because to me, like, you can sign these motherfuckers, but certain people, it'll be part of the breakdown of the company. Like, Machine Gun Anderson, I like that guy. I like him on a stick. I like his work.
Yeah.
I like Gallows.
Yeah.
But are you bringing these dudes together? Where's Finn coming? Is he coming up? He's on Instagram with the Bullet Club shirt, so half of them going there and half of them are coming up. Are you going to bring them all on some monster shit and wait till Mania?
Well, now
what are you doing?
it's interesting that Royal Rumble's coming up because that's potential for new guys, A, and B, with now Cena's out for 9 months, they're saying.
Cesaro's out mad long.
Yeah. Orton's out forever.
Fuck him.
Agreed, but he's still
No.
he's still a
I
guy.
just threw that in because
No, I'm with you.
I need to express to fans of the biz how much I loathe that guy. It's of no consequence to what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They need guys. So what you do now is you make Steen the guy. There's guys. Why won't they do that?
I think they're pushing Steen all right. It's not great. I don't.
He's
love
upper
it.
mid card right now,
Yeah,
right?
and I'm shocked that he's that high. Previous to him being in there, if you ask me where was he going to be, I would say fucking third, fourth match.
Okay,
and he's been closing shows, So how much can I complain about that?
But do you bring Finn up? And I like Finn Steen.
You have to.
No, but I'm saying, all right, when you bring someone up though, then what do you do with them? I don't have no problem with Finn Balor Steen. Do you? Do you like that?
Yes. I think that, but here's the problem. If they're doing the Bullet Club thing again, Finn's got to be a heel. And Finn is fucking super over babyface in NXT.
Don't you think it'll be super over babyface as heel Bullet Club, though? Or no? Do they make Bullet Club, are they turning them face when they come up?
I mean, I think that they...
Or is it some tweener shit? I think you got to run the tweener angle.
It's a heel thing that gets over as a face thing, kind of like Brock and Paulie did.
I know you're being silent about a particular thing because how much you hate it. But they're getting over on some NWO shit. But I know how much you hated them.
Well, the intent of that was to be heel, full-on heel, but it got over.
Right.
Just like Austin did, just like,
right.
Whoever. I'm trying to think of current day stuff, but, in a way, the way...
no, but
before Seth got
we would
hurt,
go to the journal, we would do the joke boo. Mm-hmm. It's like, we're always marking for the heels.
Right.
So the smart marks mark for the heel. If Bullet Club all comes up, the dudes that we've seen,
right,
our kind of people will mark.
And then the smart marks start to like the heels, and then me and Vinny turn on them.
And then we turn on them. Yeah, we're so many steps ahead of people. The only person that reps us is Taz.
Right.
Yo, Taz, like, how many two-time champ, ECW multi-time champ, loves me and Gavin.
So,
like, what the? That's going to be the beat later for Pablo the Rapper. No, but so, no matter what, you turned them heel because that's cool, then we hate you.
Right. So
we rolled the nickels.
What was that one RH show we were at where the whole building was for somebody and just me and you were the only ones?
It was me and you for Lethal.
Yeah.
I remember
Who was he?
It was Roddy,
with?
I think.
I forget.
Yeah, I think it was Roddy, who you like, but we were like, oh no.
Yeah.
And we were doing the celebratory, and everyone was throwing shit at. I'm like, we're out marking the mark.
Well, so I guess that's it. It's an interesting story. If you're into wrestling, follow it. It's pretty cool.
And if as we continue to record week by week, we'll probably talk about it next week too. Because if no one pops up, on TV,
I read one fucking thing that's not very reliable, but I did read one thing that it's possible that they could pop up fucking Monday. So, it's
if that happens, my fucking head is gonna.
I haven't checked a story every day throughout the day. I couldn't even tell you the last fucking time I did that. So, at the very least, it's fucking piquing interest in stuff.
Absolutely.
And what about the rumor that Cheeseburger's getting a push up too?
That's your boy.
Well, here's what happened. Cheeseburger was on that New Japan show, and the only thing we were talking about is where's Pablo? Why isn't Pablo? Because it was a Japanese gimmick, and if last year Wrestle Kingdom was on my pay-per-view. Where you could buy it.
Yeah.
This year it wasn't for whatever reason. I don't know if they had heat with the gimmick, but I was going to literally be like, A, here's what time it is, and B, here's $40. If you don't want to pay for it, I want you to see Cheeseburger. And everyone marked out that Cheeseburger had his gimmick in Japan.
That's funny.
It was a success story for him to get the plane ticket into.
That's awesome.
He loves that.
Yeah. He does.
Yeah.
He's the greatest jobber though.
Yeah.
I love that Cheeseburger's a jobber. You like him because you're a jobber.
Yeah.
You're the jobber of the crew.
I'll do any job.
And speaking of jobs,
well, no, DeSicco has been fucking quiet throughout this segment because even though he does enjoy the wrestling with us,
I defer to you.
No, but you have enjoyed many a good match with us, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You just don't mark out like this. That's all right.
I'm in love with the whole concept of wrestling.
Yeah,
how everything is done. I just haven't followed it since I was
a little kid. Of course, and that's fair.
Yeah,
you'd rather write.
I love everything about it.
So I'm assuming you're about to do something difficult now. So
You know what? It's been too nice in here, this show. There has not been, as of yet, nobody's really gone for the throat yet. So I'm going to fuck all this
Yeah,
good
going for
feeling
the
up.
throat.
yeah, going for the
See?
throat.
Thank
For the
you.
jugular.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the throat.
So I'm going to give you all your opportunity to fucking pile it on me because you hate me. Why?
Sicko, he's a jerk off,
What kind of jerk off?
an insufferable jerk off, yeah.
Yes.
We are now going to turn to this fuck-faced retard idiot that I hate, but I love.
This is the only thing.
This is Sicko's. Well, I don't know what you were going to say.
Did we come up with a gimmick for it this week? I don't think we did.
Sicko's Curmudgeon Corner.
Yeah, we'll do that one. This is quickly becoming the only reason why I get out of bed in the morning is to think up more ways to aggravate Vin.
Oh, this is just from. Oh, all right, to aggravate me. So I'm gonna get vexed at this one.
Oh, absolutely, you will.
All right, all
I think
right.
the whole room will, but
All
you're
right.
gonna fucking.
All right,
Do we
all right,
need to
all
recap
right.
the previous ones at all?
Nah. Well, I mean, if you.
Yeah, he
want to.
disrespected Star Wars
And comic
He
books.
disrespected comic book collectors.
Yeah.
Well,
you know.
can I read you an email from my?
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do.
So
I
we got
welcome them all.
so this isn't the mailbag, but we're gonna this it's fitting.
Yeah. Why not?
So we got an email from a guy. Let's just call him Milen, Milen.
Okay.
He says he compliments the show, says everybody's great. He goes, but now on the Sickos Complainathon.
Wait, complainathon? I like that.
I like that.
Sicko, write that down.
Sicko, write that down.
Comic book culture. He doesn't like it. I can respect a dislike for something, even if it's something I've dedicated my life to, making comic books.
Okay.
My problem is this dude is faking the funk. He doesn't really hate it. He doesn't understand it. His arguments were poorly conceived at best, lazy and made up at worst.
Okay.
Next time, put some passion into that shit. Like, you hate bronies, you hate 10 Marvel movies a year, or you hate assholes who spend all their money on comics.
I hate all three across the board.
I'm gonna now. If I can interject, he named 3 things. He definitely addressed 2 of them. I hate people that hate, like.
Well, so here's
you
what-
hated on those
I addressed
movies.
like 10 of them.
But I'm just. I hate defending you.
Thank you.
But what he said was, say you hate Marvel movies. You said you did.
Absolutely.
Well, I think the problem with the whole segment is that he starts all soft, you ride his ass, and then finally near the end we kind of get to the crux of why he's such a fucking jerk off. So if that last 10 minutes was the whole segment, everybody would understand why we hate
I
Sicko so
understand.
much.
I agree with you. Yes. You and I both
Yes.
agree that he's a fucking jerk.
Yeah.
He's a
I don't think
strapper.
anyone's disputing that.
He's a fucking strapper. From fucking soup to nuts, Sicko is a fucking jerk off.
Write that down, Sicko.
Sicko, write
to
that down.
nuts.
From
He
soup to
doesn't
nuts.
need to write it down. He's living it.
Sicko, the next episode from Soup to Nuts.
So
So
for
go
us.
ahead.
So the only reason I felt to mention this one is because I vetted this guy, and he is a artist for DC Comics.
Yeah,
Okay.
imagine
Oh,
that.
So now we pissed off so many DC Comics because
Okay.
fucking Sickos.
Well, how did you say his name? in the-
Milan.
I'm gonna say it's Mylan.
Mylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Mylan, what up, kid? I mean, I've been a
But he
I've
loves
been
the
a
show.
fan.
He loves
so,
the show and
May I
everything.
address
No,
that
no,
real
I'm
quick?
just but let me say, like, as I know we've said this a million times, and there's 5 of us in the room, sometimes 7 of us. Like, we do this and we shoot, but we all love each other and genuinely think the same philosophically. But that doesn't mean
Right.
because you hate, like, I'm a comic book head.
Certainly.
At some point, I remember P was a little bit
Yeah,
like,
my brother got me into it. I was into it.
yeah,
heavy
yeah,
for
and
a
I
while.
don't think Gavin cares. Like,
I don't
think
give a fuck
Yeah,
at all.
so
Yeah.
so go ahead.
Was the email? Is he saying like pick one?
He was just like, you didn't really make a valid point on why you hate it. I don't think.
Well, it's what he does. This guy is what he does for a living. So he's like, if you're gonna sun me. That's what he's saying.
I get
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It's like-
yeah.
Right.
Okay, well,
right.
usually I that one especially, if you'll remember, I really didn't get a chance to go too far into it because you all jumped on me. Fucking
Our fault.
Right.
Now it's our fault.
But there are many, many reasons why I can tell you that comic books are lame on like so many intellectual levels. I laugh at people that try and tell me
I love it.
that they're a modern day mythology because I read books. I read mythologies, comic books are cheap and lazy. They're pretty pictures with half-formed thoughts and stories that are fucking cliches upon cliches upon cliches. It's just, it's not for me. I would rather sit and read Dostoevsky any day.
Oh, see that sentence right there?
That was for you.
Sicko, he's a jerk off,
Jesus
and it's horrible, jerk off, yeah. I
So,
mean,
yeah.
like, that line, well...
Who says that?
You're
do.
a jerk off because I'd rather read Dostoevsky, but that's like being like, yo, son, I'm eating this cheesesteak, but I'd rather have my dick sucked. Like, me too. But sometimes other shit happens.
So if you live in a world where you have the choice of a cheesesteak or a dick suck, why would you choose the cheesesteak?
Because you don't live in that world.
Sometimes you gotta eat.
Because sometimes you gotta eat.
Right, but we're not talking about eating. We're talking about luxury things. We're talking about
We
the
did
choice
this before, man. Not everything is always so deep, man.
It is for me.
Like on a Saturday
Because
afternoon.
you're a jerk off.
On a Saturday afternoon, I
An
want to.
insufferable jerk off, yeah.
Maybe I want a comic book on a Saturday afternoon. I don't want to get deep.
Well, that's you. I don't. I laugh
Because
at it.
you're a jerk off.
Whatever the reason is, I'm telling you that's what it is.
Whatever not whatever the reason. The reason is you're a jerk off.
So saith you. I
That's
disagree.
all that it comes that's all that it comes down to. If this motherfucker who grinds all week, takes care of his babies, wants to open up a fucking Clive Barker a comic book, and that's what Pablo's doing, and that's what he's doing.
That's him. That ain't me.
It ain't you, cause you're a jerk off.
Because I got better things to do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I'm
No, you
into
don't.
much cooler things.
You know when a motherfucker says, "I got better things to do than da 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 da."
Right.
You don't. Right? When people
what
are
did you do yesterday?
No, but when people say to me,
Nothing.
yo, Vinnie Paz, will you do a verse? And I'm like, nah, man, because that ain't my thing. Well, what else better do you got to do? Well, I got to go get this money. He don't got nothing better to do.
Yeah, I got plenty better to
You
do.
got nothing better to do.
bliss.
You got nothing
Gotta
better to
fucking
do
feed the cat litter, John,
than to
that's it.
accept the fact that you're an asshole.
Let me say to the dude who wrote the email,
Yes.
I do
Bite your
respect
style.
the talent that it takes to draw the comic books. I just think the stories and the ideas they're kid stuff. They're very juvenile.
Can you
There's
get
nothing
back
for
to
me.
your thing, man?
I
'Cause
am going
I'm
into it.
fucking mad at this point.
So as
we still okay? Go ahead.
are we done with that?
Yeah, we were done.
Okay.
Let's
No,
go.
'cause
We can go back if we need to. 'Cause
Proceed
me
to
and
the
you
new
are like
fuck.
this.
Yeah, proceed to the new mind fuck.
Yes.
Okay. So
Oh, he's a jerk off.
So as I alluded to last week,
Alluded
to.
I'm gonna pull a triple jerk off on this one. You ready? You ain't ready for the swerve.
He's a jerk off.
So we touched on it a bit last week. Quentin Tarantino and the films of Quentin Tarantino.
I was waiting for this.
So, since it's been literally at least 20 years since I've watched.
I'm cutting you off as the host of this show. If you tell me that because of last show, I said, Sicko, would you go rewatch these films and then tell me they're bad? That's what you're about to do? My head's going to explode. Continue.
All I'm going to say is I will give it up. They're not as bad as I originally
So
thought.
you're telling me you went back and watched them?
What did you watch?
I watched Pulp Fiction again. I watched Reservoir Dogs. And then today I watched Django Unchained.
Okay, you watched Pulp Fiction, you watched Reservoir Dogs and think that's a bad film.
Not as bad as I originally thought, but it still is a go nowhere kind of film that I just.
Where are you going? You're a go nowhere film.
This film has everything.
No. Let me tell you something. What did he just say that was?
A go nowhere film.
He's a go nowhere. His life is a go nowhere film.
I mean,
Who is he to judge something that goes nowhere
You boil it
when he's
down
never
to-
gone anywhere?
Right.
It's basically just a 2-hour jerk off about a robbery that goes wrong.
And what happens when the dialogue is amazing? The shit with Tim Roth is fucking on that roof.
The dialogue is my biggest problem with it.
Here we go.
All yours.
Why don't
from
you
amazing.
write a movie then?
Because I don't like movies.
Because you can't write one.
I probably couldn't. I wouldn't say that I could.
When he's on the
busy- he's
roof
busy
with that
reading
black guy
Dostoevsky.
and they're redoing that scene, Yeah, you're writing Dostoevsky books.
Exactly.
When he's on the roof with that black guy going through that whole gimmick, that's not good to you.
What are you talking about?
Tim Roth.
The undercover.
The undercover gimmick when he's with the black guy. And they're memorizing his lies.
I'll tell you the honest to God truth.
Yeah.
You fell asleep?
Because Tim Roth did such a horrible job covering up his accent, it was mad distracting to me, and I couldn't focus on it. All I could think of is like, this guy's accent is terrible.
Jesus.
Absolutely, yeah. If we're being 100 about it. Terrible.
Now, I'm no Tim Roth fan.
We know. We know.
Wait. Can I say something? Did we tell the Tim Roth story
No,
yet
and
on
people
it?
are clamoring for
All
it.
right, so with that said, there is Gavin has heat with cheese sandwiches with a Chinaman and with the guy with Daryl Hall and with butt wipes that ruined this house.
Yes.
That ruined my house too.
Yes.
There's a new
I
one,
have
too.
a butt wipe story too. I'll tell the
And
butt
Tim
wipe.
Roth.
You added one last week.
What did I add last
Fuck,
week?
some celebrity musician.
Hold on, but let me now.
My segment.
And all I'm going to say is he hates Tim Roth. Can you help me here, please, with Tarantino? Because this is what happens when we fucking argue about this fucking podcast. Off the air. No one backs me up. Everyone's quiet. No one likes Tarantino all of a sudden. Sicko's a jerk off.
I'm no fan of Tim Roth, but I don't think he's a bad actor.
I didn't say he was a bad actor.
And I don't think I've ever noticed the accent in that.
It's really bad.
There's
You know what
literally no
like,
accent in there.
Really bad.
No accent.
It's hard.
No accent.
Sometimes,
No accent.
Steve, you need to sort of tune out a little bit.
Yeah, see, no, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't.
He's not even watching it to enjoy it.
Right.
He's watching everything just to critique the fuck out of
His
it.
life,
when I
is
went back to watch it specifically for
No,
this show.
no, you don't understand. That's what you do in all of life.
exactly. He went back to do it,
Yeah.
which is fair. If he went back to do this for us, that was cool
Right.
that he did this for the show. But you're right. His life exists to find the bad in everything, which at some point we all did. But now this motherfucker's 58 years old and he's still doing it.
I laugh at him.
This is why this sucks. And I'm like, nah, man, it just is. Like, I guess.
I laugh at him because he's like, I'm out of bits after this week. I'm like, no, you're not. You ate so many things.
Yeah,
Just
yo.
think a little bit harder.
Yeah,
you got like
look,
1,000 more bits.
For people to understand what you're talking about, this fucking jerk job told us, yo, after this week, I might not have a lot of things to complain about.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I think you do.
Well, I got plenty to complain about.
No. You were like, but then I'll have to like find them. How about no? How about every week I give you something that I think
Okay.
is how about that? The cromulent corner turns into me giving you something,
In my
and you
mind-
tell me because you're a fucking brilliant fucking mind how fucking bad something is because you're so fucking elevated.
And Ben's a student over here.
Because you're so elevated.
I'm sorry. I hold my
Fucking-
art to higher standards. I'm
Michael
sorry.
Mensa is all of a sudden he's got a fucking 99 IQ maybe, but that it's enough to fucking tell himself that he's above it.
Yeah.
The fucking the book getting published didn't help his ego either.
Bliss. So anyway, one of the issues I need to work out, and
I'm going to take a stroke.
I still haven't worked out even up to this point is how much of my denigrating Tarantino's films have to do with the films themselves or my own personal feelings about Tarantino. Because I think he's a jerk off and every time he opens his mouth, especially like the most recent round of stuff he's been in the news for, he's a fucking retard. Like,
You know what, man? I ride for this guy. Like, I ride for him.
Sure.
I don't want to hear him talk anymore.
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
I mean, no, I'm keeping it. I want to argue with you and go, yo, not only do I love his films,
Right.
but I love his interview. Yo, he borderline is an idiot.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here's where we differ. You're like, he's an idiot in interviews and his films are idiotic. I'm like, this guy is awesome as a director, but he's a retard as a person. Real quick, I don't mean to take away from your segment. I remember a long time ago when Illmatic came out. You guys remember The Box?
Yeah.
Me and you were at that
channel on
crib.
TV?
Yeah, where you would pay for the gimmick.
Yeah.
So
Box,
me and Pablo, Sicko, you might have been there. Fucking Gavin might have been there. We were in my crib when my mom used to go away and we would drink 40s and smoke blunts. We would buy shit on The Box.
And make movies.
So there was this little gimmick where it wasn't just videos, it was like a 3-minute like interlude or like an interview, like say an Old Dirty Bastard. Well, the Old Dirty Bastard one's genius.
Right.
Then there was one with Nas. Now, Nas is perceived and is one of the most brilliant writers ever. He does a piece on the box. They ask him, like, yo, so your writing process, what's that like? Here was his answer. Yeah, yeah, I mean.
Wow.
And my head was blown away that I'm like, yo, the best writer right now to me in this era, 94, who I think is the most, this motherfucker's painting pictures.
Right.
You interview him and
he's like a moron.
Right.
And he's not prepared with anything
for
to
any
say.
of that. Now, here's where it goes out, where everyone says I called Nas a moron. I don't mean that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it's crazy how the mind works.
Yeah.
That this dude has written some of the craziest shit / lines / bars / records I've ever heard, and is like a pretty boring interview and not.
Right.
Doesn't say anything that you're like, holy shit.
Right.
Then me, right? I'm not the illest lyricist ever. I'm not even in the top 100, and I'm a fun interview. So it's like, it's you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, to me, Tarantino as an interview is a jerk off.
Yeah. What kept coming into my mind as I was thinking about this was what we had talked about on last episode when we were going through the bands, and you specifically talking about how much Danzig being a jerk off has overshadowed
Misfits
that you grew up with. So I'm trying to decide within myself if that's the case here with me with Tarantino. And like I said, if I tried to go back and watch these films in the past couple of days as objectively as possible, which is not saying much because I'm not an objective person. I'm a very, opinion oriented. So that's why I was like, all right, they're not as horrible as I thought they were, but I don't know about you particularly, but I've heard people put Tarantino up in the genius stratosphere. They put him alongside Scorsese, Kubrick, and
classes on him in film school.
And that to me is fucking ponderous. Like, they're better than average films, but I would never put them up in that realm.
Well, I believe I said earlier when we spoke about him on the one where we argued before.
Sure.
Arguing
Oh,
again.
that one.
Yeah. No, jokes aside, though. Like, he praised at the altar of Scorsese. You know what I mean? No, I'm not saying he is as good. I'm saying when you look at him.
Right.
If I told you Scorsese did this, you'd be like, I believe you. It's just not as good.
And see,
everything he does, the shots are mimicked.
Right. And because I can't stand him and don't like him, that to me, I'm like,
I have less of a problem with you this week than I did last week.
I must be doing
Can
something
you just
wrong
get
then.
it out of the way on why you hated Django Unchained? Because I know you're dying to say.
Here's the funny thing. And I said this to my wife on the phone today. I'm like, she won't watch that film. She refused to watch it. She hates him. She hates Tarantino.
Okay.
She's like, I'm not watching it. So we never watched it. So I'm watching it today while she's at work. And I'm talking to her on the phone. And I'm like, you know what? I don't hate this for the simple fact that you put a runaway slave on the screen, and all he's doing is shooting and killing white folks. I'm with it 100%. I'm like,
I'm going to throw a question around to the whole room. What do you guys think about Spike Lee constantly going after Tarantino because he feels, because he writes and directs, that he uses the N-word way too much in his scripts? Because I have my own opinion.
And
what do you think about that?
Thing about
is
that
it reality? Do you feel that Spike Lee needs to shut the fuck up? Like what? Are you aware that he's done that or no? Am I hipping you to this?
No, I'm aware.
Because I don't want to.
This is actually the second part of my.
No, but I don't want to put this on anyone and they don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Spike Lee, like the last 3 or 4 Tarantino films, has come out and said, this guy, forget that he's a director, because directors direct.
Right.
But this guy writes these scripts, therefore he's writing every third word is the N-word.
Yes.
And blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
I'm leaving it at that. The floor's open, and then I have my own answer. All
right.
It's going to make the room insane.
May I?
You want to go first?
Yeah. I like some Spike Lee movies. I don't like Spike Lee. I like some Tarantino movies. I don't think I like Tarantino very much. I agree with Spike Lee on this. I think that Tarantino goes for shock value a lot and shocking to be shocking with some things, and that's boring to me. But that said, I'm not over analyzing what Tarantino does. I like some of his shit. Some of his shit I don't. I honestly didn't like the Django movie very much. I watched it twice and I was like, yeah, it's okay. I don't think it's on the level of some of his other movies. For no reason. I just didn't click with me so
I'm
so
just
much.
more like, I'm more trying to get on, because where we're at right now, socially and with everyone knows where we're at in 2016.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be way beyond that, and we're not.
Yeah.
If anything,
Yeah.
we're devolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Do you remember like a couple years ago when they were talking about Obama's second term, et cetera? Conservative radio and television was saying post-racist America.
Correct.
You don't hear that anymore.
No, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
a dead phrase.
Yeah, and it was,
That's
it was never a
all
real
right,
thing.
so-
myth.
Well,
But what I'm
debunked.
saying is, I want everyone to build on. Let's concentrate on what I'm saying. Spike Lee, okay,
yeah.
coming out within the past 5 to 7 years and saying, again, I'm not going to say the word. Why does Tarantino consistently? Because he writes these films, every other word is the N-word. Why is he saying it? Is it valid? And you
I think it's I think it's excessive, and he's gone past the point of it being effective.
okay, sicko.
So I agree with Spike Lee on some level.
All right, so on the Spike Lee thing, I'm a big fan of a few Spike Lee movies. A lot of them suck. I try really hard to be a fan of Spike Lee, the person. I like that, you know, he has pushed buttons in the past. I like a lot of the things he said, but as the years have gone on and the more he speaks, the more he just reveals himself to be an idiot to me. So whatever.
Cool.
The Tarantino thing in regards to using the N-word, okay. On a separate issue, I personally think Tarantino himself in his own life, in his own personal life, has issues with black people. Not saying that he dislikes or likes them. It's not that simple.
It's just some deep-rooted shit.
Right, and I don't know what that is. I'm not even going to begin
heavy.
to speculate.
No, that's heavy, because I'm not saying I agree or disagree with you, but it's a heavy thought.
And I've thought about this. Obviously, I don't know the dude on any level to know where he's coming from. But whatever it is, he's got an issue with black people, black culture.
That's an interesting episode.
Now,
I think I'm going to lean in and just say this, because I have my own shit when it comes around to me.
Certainly.
I think he's obsessed with it. Go.
certainly, that's
Okay.
what I'm leaning towards. Don't know enough about him to really speak on it.
All right.
Here's what I will say. The use of that specific word, what we're calling the N-word in his films, excessive, meh. I'm a writer, okay? My general philosophy is any human being can say whatever the fuck they want. I don't care who you are, black, white, yellow, whatever. If you got the balls to write it down, whether it be dialogue, whether it be the written word, whatever, that's your right as a human being. Not an American, that's your right as a human being. You just have to be willing to stand up for what you say and what you write, which in many cases I'm sure Tarantino does. And what I likened it to in the conversation I had with my wife today is the Steven Spielberg thing that happened when they were making The Color Purple.
Hate Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg got a lot of flack, especially from the black community, because they felt that no white man could properly tell this particular story, blah, 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 blah. Whatever you think of it, it turned out he made a beautiful movie. And I'm
did?
I'm
Never
of that
saw it.
idea.
That's a beautiful movie.
Yeah, don't talk ill about that movie.
Never saw it. Looks boring as shit.
How
It's,
dare me?
it's a beautiful and brilliant movie.
I never even fucking saw it.
Exactly. No one saw it.
I think any human being, any intelligent, sensitive artist can tell any story if he's on the right level.
Or she.
Or she. Thank you.
Sexist.
If they're pure of heart, if their intentions are pure, I've got no problem. I've got no problem with Tarantino making a Django Unchained film. Even in his other films where he writes the N-word in the dialogue, I'm specifically thinking of the scene in Reservoir Dogs when they're all in the car, the flashback scene.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're
yeah.
You know what? He's building these characters who are all, other than Tim Roth, who we don't find out till later he's an undercover cop, they're all pretty much gangsters and thugs.
Yeah.
You're not going to expect these characters to have enlightened views on anything.
Agreed.
So when it's germane to the story, when it's germane to the character for them to speak that way,
What's
I got
Germans?
no-
Jermaine,
What do Germans
Jermaine
have to do with
Jackson.
this?
Thank you.
What if it's Tito to the story?
I've
Is it
got
Tito?
no problem
Do what
with the
you
use of
do
the word.
when you did what
Okay.
you did to me.
Does he use it gratuitously? I don't know. I don't think that's for me to decide. It doesn't bother me.
Can I ask a
particularly.
question?
Sure.
But answer it quickly because we're pontificating.
Okay.
Does your wife, who is black, who is a very good friend of mine, is the I hate Tarantino because of that, or is I don't like his aesthetic?
It's more than that. We were talking about it.
No, because I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Because I don't know her. Like I know her. She don't. She loves whatever she loves.
Absolutely.
She don't give a fuck who you are.
I'd say it's about 70-30. 30% aesthetic, 70% him, and particularly the race issue.
Because my brother's just like, that guy's a strapper.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I'm going to keep it 100. My brother, who's an Italian, is like, Tarantino's a strapper.
I'm not ready to write him off on the race thing alone. Like
Okay.
that, you know what I mean? Artistic freedom. If that's part of your story and you feel that it's necessary, okay.
I just don't want to stray too far from Spike Lee and Tarantino, though. Because this isn't... You gave your...
Right.
So, you with me or no?
I'm absolutely
So,
with you.
Pablo, go ahead. He's already smiling, so we know it's going to be something. So, do you know the original question?
I
You want-
believe so. Spike Lee, I don't
Spike-
have. Spike Lee, yeah, I'm sick of hearing him too.
Okay.
but I never lived his life. I mean, he got shit from the day he started his first film.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, from school days.
I remember when he fucking made it come up and he opened up a store, the 40 Acre and Mule store.
Absolutely.
And they were like, "What do you plan on doing with these profits?" And he's like, "Fucking banking it." Like they expected him to give it to some charity.
Yeah,
And they just
yeah.
fucking push his buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, he's entitled to his opinion, and I think at some point he has to defend black filmmakers because there's not a lot out there. So he feels he's the voice of, and you know,
This is actually, I'm amazed that he's,
Yeah.
of everyone in the room, I'm amazed that he's the one
Absolutely.
saying this because it's pretty
yeah, 'cause I'm
profound.
dying to do racist humor that you won't let me do, so I have
He's
to go the other
champion.
route.
No, I'm saying. It's
Do-
pretty
and-
on point.
And Do the Right Sting is one of my favorite movies.
Sting? Do the Right Sting?
Remember the Jamie Foxx?
Yeah,
shit?
I know. But you got to set everything up, man.
I know. Sorry.
Stallone.
So, I'm not done.
All right.
Okay, but
See, I like that. I'm not done.
All right, but so Quentin using the N word, right? So the two
Yeah.
movies that come to mind are Pulp Fiction and Did Django Unchained?
Chango.
Django.
Django Unchained.
He did a gorilla.
Yeah.
The Django Unchained.
Pulp Fiction, I thought it was perfect. Like Samuel L. Jackson, I wouldn't change a fucking. I put more in. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, okay.
I love when heads can say it right. I'll listen to it all day. And I think Samuel L. would say, "Yo, man, this is fucking too much," and he would have took it out. You know what I'm saying? He's
Plus,
that
you
type-
also believe that's how Sam Jackson speaks in real life about
Agreed.
anything. He'd be talking about breakfast.
And then from whatever we were taught, the Django. I can't say it right. You know, I'm trying to say it right. You know, I
You
can't.
said it right, Django.
No, I'm saying the Django.
Oh, the
To be
Django,
funny,
yeah.
and now I can't say it. I can't.
No, you
I
fuck yourself
myself.
up. I'm with you though. No, I'm actually enjoying what you're
I
saying.
assume that's the way people talk back then.
Shockingly.
That's how people talk back. So,
Oh, I mean, I can't imagine.
I mean,
people
they say
said back
that
then.
they're saying that now half size. So that means back in the day, slavery days,
Yeah.
they probably
Yeah,
were
yeah,
saying it
man.
like nobody's
Yeah,
business.
man.
So you know,
Yeah, I don't know that
And
there's
I-
heat
but
with
you
it in
can't
Django
go-
just because that is
Sure,
really
sure.
it's a slave film.
and in general
Absolutely.
through all movies, I hate that they don't make the villain a fucking villain.
Yeah.
like they're always like, yo, man, like we
I'm
can't
with
show
you
him
on
killing
that.
babies. Not any of these guys' movies, but like in general, like, oh, this villain can't kill babies. He's gonna go in the back room and then shoot the gun. Like, there's no true villains in movies, or they're like, we don't want you being a real asshole.
Okay.
Just be like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, if real villains are this fucking harsh, then let's fucking.
No, I think what they're doing is they're hedging their bets that with today's sensitivities, that's going to
Yeah, but it's always
circumvent
been
the
like
whole
that.
movie as a whole. You know, and
So, Pete,
catch
as far
22.
as Spike Lee and what he said about Tarantino.
He's entitled to his opinion, but I think he's wrong.
Okay, Stallone.
All right, rephrase the original question.
Well, no, because like I'm chomping at the bit. So
I was too, except that I forgot the original.
no, what I'm saying is every time Tarantino comes out with a film, Spike Lee is the first one to say blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Wasn't
I'm
he
not
giving Oliver Stone shit too when he was doing?
Well, Spike Lee has now anointed himself not only the representative of the black community, he's represented himself as the fucking now I can critique every film made.
Right.
If there's a black person in it, I can critique it.
Right.
Now, that's where we're going to get into what I'm going to talk about, but I'm not talking about it yet because it's not my turn. What I'm saying is Spike Lee, every time Tarantino puts a film out, is the first one to balk.
Yeah.
And what is your feeling about that?
I don't know. It's kind of like a rap beef, but I don't know. There's so many things about it. I think that Tarantino has the right to write whatever the fuck he wants to write.
I think we all agree on that.
I think that it's up to him to find the right actor to be able to portray that shit.
I think we agree with that.
You know what I mean? I think Spike Lee has the right to bark, and I think the guy's brilliant. And I'm talking about Spike Lee.
Okay.
Do the Right Thing was one of those movies that fucking changed my life. I remember watching it with...
My body is shaking to answer to this.
Yeah, let him go.
I just remember... I remember Do the Right Thing being one of those films that made a house, and I was living with fucking 7 other musicians in a house, and we were totally split. 4 of us were black, 4 of us were white.
What were you?
Pop.
Monster pop.
Wow. And it was and we weren't even split on racial lines. It was just one of those things that we were just fucking talking about for a year. And I think that everybody's too fucking sensitive. I think that Spike Lee has the right to bark. I think that Tarantino has the right to use the word as many fucking times as he wants. For art's sake.
Sounds good.
That's all I got.
Now I'm going to explain to all of y'all how I think about it is right. And all of y'all, whether what I say is right or wrong, this will encompass it. Spike Lee can say whatever the fuck he wants. Tarantino can say whatever he wants.
Ditto.
Spike Lee needs to worry about making a good fucking movie. Because this motherfucker been making films for 30 years and is on... I don't know, like a one every fucking 10 year.
Yeah.
He needs to settle the fuck down. Whether he's offended by that or not, he needs to move the fuck over here and worry about his fucking films.
Yeah.
That's fucking first of all.
I feel that he's got at least 2, maybe 3 classics.
I didn't say he didn't. I might say more than that. I'm saying he's been 30 years in the game. Tarantino put out like 5 joints and 3, and he makes better shit. Now, when you go into saying the N-word, now, here's where we go. Chris Tucker's in that movie. Chris Tucker can say, yo, man, you ODing with this word. You go to Sam Jackson. Yo, you ODing with this word. You saying this too much. He's writing this with black folk right with him. In every film. He's not writing it and everyone is... Now here, like, Spike Lee is a fucking rabble-rouser, man.
Rabble.
He is.
He
you
is.
can say that being that motherfucker. Every time he don't got something popping,
He talks some shit.
he talks some fucking wild shit.
Yeah.
Yo, he racist, whitey this, whitey that, but then fucking Turturros in every movie.
Yeah.
Yo, you wilding out saying the N-word, but he makes people say the N-word and do the right thing. When they end with Totoro in the pizza shop,
Yes.
and everybody's up on the wall.
Yes.
And he says, "Oh, notice there's no N-words of it." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes. And when the older brother is yelling at the younger brother, and when he's yelling at Mookie, you're
right. So then it becomes okay. So if we're trying to banish this shit,
right.
So
Right.
we're trying to banish this shit, right? So Tarantino can't say it, but you can,
Right. And
Cool.
I'm not with that.
Okay, but let's say we are with that. But then you're mad at Tarantino for black people saying it?
Right.
What is your stance? You're all over the place because no one cares about you, bro.
Right.
You haven't made a dope movie since 25th Hour. So why are you bringing this up? Why do you... Okay, let me reiterate. You don't want Tarantino writing the N-word. If black folk are saying it and are okay with it, why are you portraying... I'm mad that you're portraying us as wops.
Right.
I'm mad that you're portraying me as a racist and do the right thing. That my whole family is Sidgy, and we're racist, and we call everybody the N-word
And culture vultures.
and culture versus and all of that.
Yeah.
We all live in Brooklyn together.
Right.
We all came up. Fuck, yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Whatever y'all said, cool. I respect. Fuck Spike Lee. Make a good movie. Here's what I'm summing up when I said Spike Lee critiques the use of the N-word by Quentin Tarantino. I'm not critiquing that he's saying that. I'm like, why aren't you worried about making a good film?
Right.
Because that would be my, like, you know what I mean? That's like me saying to you, sicko, yo, this motherfucker lyrics, his shit ain't proper, but my shit is whack.
Right.
How can I say I'm critiquing somebody's record, but I ain't got no records out?
Right.
Or I'm critiquing somebody's record and I don't got no hot records out.
Right. And not only that, but you're critiquing it on record, so to speak. You're critiquing it in the public.
Yo, all you got to do is make a dope movie, B. Then you have power.
You're the right thing too. You know what I'm saying?
Power lies,
revenge.
But power lies in art. Power lies in power.
Yes.
Do something dope, B.
Yes.
But personally, to wrap this up, because we're moving on.
Yeah.
To the most popular part of our show.
Easily.
I do not like Spike Lee. If I'm in a position in New York where I'm often at, where there's a lot of people like of fame, I don't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think he's done some really great films.
Yep.
I think Malcolm X is brilliant.
A masterpiece.
I think Clockers is great.
Yes.
I think he's done a lot of really great films.
Yeah.
So anybody listening shut the fuck up. Don't twist none of this shit.
Yeah.
If Tarantino wants to write that N-word shit and black folks say it, who the fuck is you to they black? He would tell him, yo, B, chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
I think Samuel L. Jackson's adding N-words.
Yeah.
I think Chris Tucker's adding N-words to this shit. I think they're adding because when you around hood motherfuckers, N-word, every third word.
It's like being around someone with an accent. Like if you're around like a bunch of English accents, you're gonna pick up that accent.
Yo, if the motherfucker said, yo, if you in the UK, which I'm at often, or at every other word is mate. Look, mate, I thought the things, mate.
Right.
And then if you go over there, mate, and if you fight a power, mate, and then everyone.
Tony Blair. Is Tony Blair in the room? Hey, that's pretty good.
Man, get the fuck out of here, P. Jiggy. What I'm saying is, if every mate was an N-word, no one's thinking twice.
Right.
But this motherfucker just bitter playing on the sideline.
Absolutely.
Yo, man, get in the game then, B. Get in the motherfucking game. If you don't like Tarantino because his films ain't dope, then that's all you gotta fucking say.
Yeah.
If you go, yo, I don't like his aesthetic, I think he bites fucking Scorsese, everything looks like Mean Streets, yo, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
maybe. But once you start with that other shit, man, get the fuck out of here.
Like, I'll tell you, I'm way more offended by the other dialogue that Tarantino writes that has nothing to do with race or anything. Big in Pulp Fiction, all the fucking 70s touchstone things that were just placed so perfect, that annoys me. Like, okay, Eric Stoltz is sitting in his room eating the 70s box of Fruit Brute cereal while you see board games from like, we get it. You're in love with the 70s. You have all these callbacks. That to me it's gimmicky. It's not in the good way. And those are the things that I call his film on, because to me there's no substance to it. My perfect example is, you look at the actors that he's had in these films, some of the greatest actors of all time, and they can't pull these films together.
See, I feel
he
like
doesn't know how to write characters.
Yeah, but see, I feel like you're just not a fan of I feel like you're not a fan of dialogue. In terms of,
my God,
I feel like you're a fan of the story moving along.
I am. I'm not a fan of dialogues for the sake of because you're in love with your own words. That's what it sounds like to me every time one of these characters goes on these like 20-minute soliloquies.
Okay, you're a jerk off and you go on 20-minute soliloquies.
I do.
Let's move on.
At least I'm not charging people to say them, but
Sicko,
that's my thing.
what's the
Thank
gimmick?
you.
You're trying to charge. Your hope is that your bullshit will be paid for, isn't it?
So what was that?
I hope so.
Sicko, he's a jerk off. An insufferable jerk off, yeah.
Thank
He's flipping through his pages. He's not even prepared.
Thank you. I'm prepared. What
He's
the
not
fuck are
even
you talking
prepared.
about?
He's got a negative approach shirt on, so that's points.
Thank you. Thank you.
I guess a lot of people wrote us and said the word association shit was on point.
So last episode, the Gavin actually dreamed this up. We came up with this gimmick that seemed like we were just trying it out last episode and it went swimmingly.
I was like, yo, this is gonna fail miserably.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, as soon as he told me,
I was like, this is the worst.
This is going to be gold.
I was like, this is the worst idea ever.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I was in it.
The
from
greatest
jump.
thing in my life and this podcast is constantly being proven wrong. Because then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, everybody else is doing great shit. Like when Pablo does the cheapo shit, this motherfucker everybody working hard. I'm like, oh, yo, Gavin was like, how about we do this gimmick?
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, because I thought you were going to be like, the Beatles.
Exactly.
Like, but 100 times.
Exactly.
If you say the Beatles, that's good.
I
But you
went-
say them 100. No, you took it to the chamber.
Exactly.
And I was like,
I spent a lot of time working on that shit.
Yo, I'm gonna be
for the last
I'm
one
gonna be
and this
100.
one.
I could tell.
Word.
The only problem I have with it
great
is y'all give
care.
me the 5 words. I think it should be a thought.
Let's go to 6.
So,
How about a thought? Like a sentence.
Thought is good. I like that.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second round of word association.
Now, which way are we going? Left or right?
That's for you to decide.
Yeah.
I'll go first. I'll go
Yeah,
first for a little bit until we
How
see.
then
I think
halfway
we
we'll
switch it up,
switch it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Okay.
So, which way we going?
To Gavin
Me,
first.
Vinny, Pablo.
This way. To your right.
Gotcha. And then about halfway through,
We'll
we'll
switch
switch
it
it up.
around.
We'll go Pablo.
Pablo, Vinny,
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Or
We need to
Scott.
engineer it
Scott's
though, so
after,
Vin's
yeah.
first at some juncture.
How dare you.
See? So the basic premise is myself being the host. Hi, I'm Stevie Puerto Rico. Welcome to the show.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico!
Oh!
So what it is basically it's word association. I'm going to throw out some musical artists by name. We're going to throw it to the crew. They've got it's supposed to be bam, bam, whatever comes into your mind, whatever you associate with that band. You get a limit of no more than 5 words.
I'm breaking this rule.
And don't forget, we also have the whoa, whoa, whoa challenge, wherein if someone says
He's really
something,
good at this.
He is. He is
Really
good at
working
it. He
hard.
should host from now on.
Thank
He's
you.
really good.
Can I fall back from now on?
I like that.
Yeah, we'll take a nap over here.
All right,
Let
cool.
it
Bit, yeah,
fucking
little
blah,
nat,
blah,
little
blah.
nizat.
Yeah.
Now my power grab comes to the forefront. So you've got the a limit of 5 words, up to 5 words, and each person can call a whoa, whoa, whoa on the
And
other
the whoa,
person.
whoa, whoa is, yo, you just shit on a band, you got to explain
You've
that.
got to explain yourself.
Right.
But you only get 1 whoa, whoa, whoa per round.
Per round, we'll say per episode.
Right.
Right. Or
So-
no, per
No, per episode.
episode. Because
Yeah.
if we keep doing whoa, whoa,
Yeah,
whoas,
then
we
we'll
should
hear
fucking-
fucking
yeah, I mean,
whoa, whoa,
we're
whoa,
already
whoa,
here.
whoa,
We're
next
already here
Tuesday.
till the sun comes up.
Right.
That'll
Yeah.
stop. We'll be until 4 a.m. Tomorrow.
So I would suggest to you use your whoa, whoa, whoas.
I've never
wisely.
used a whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
I don't
me
think.
either. No, I didn't either.
Can you counter with a yeah?
I think the first one
Nah,
is
it's all
always.
whoa,
I
whoa,
think
whoa.
Stallone's going to be the first I pull a whoa, whoa, whoa with.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll see.
How dare
Are you ready?
We all ready.
All right. We're going this way. We're
Yes.
starting with the OG.
Me, Vinny, Scott, Pablo.
Yeah, that way.
Love it. All right, here we go. Your first word is Neil Young.
Taking too long.
Tony likes him a lot.
Vinny.
He recorded a gimmick in the basement, cellar gimmick. So even though I said a lot of words,
That's more than 5.
no, it's not. He did a joint and it was in a cellar basement in New York. It's an acoustic album and it's dark. He's a retard. But other than that, I like it.
That was like 8,000 words.
I told you, thoughts.
You're going to need to sit out.
Fine.
Scott Stallone.
You just told me I'm sitting out the next one?
Pretty much invented indie rock, so every one of these motherfuckers owes
That's
him.
like 40 words.
Okay,
Yeah, well,
shall we go over the rules?
No, I said Pablo agreed. A thought.
Apply to me.
It should be a thought. 5 words, fuck that, a thought.
We
Like
broke the 5 words all last episode, too.
No, I think we kept it pretty good to 5 words.
we did.
All right,
did.
let him go.
Because we were going
Here we go.
All right,
he went to the store.
Look,
Here's my 5
Pablo,
fucking words.
Pablo gets to do a thought, and then after that, it's back to 5 words. That's not fair. I just
Yeah, yeah, all right.
He's allowed to say a whole thought, and then I got
All right, here we go. Indie rock fuckheads pay homage.
No, that's more than 5.
Fuckheads can be one word. Indie
Fuckheads.
rock. Fuckheads.
Fuckheads is 2.
Counting on
One.
your fingers, folks.
It's one.
Pablo, Neil Young.
I guess he gets credit.
That's 5.
That's fine.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so now
Well
under
done,
the
sir.
new rules.
All right, fine.
all right.
First off, don't give me any grief. I was counting on my fingers last time. I'm the only one who did keep the rules. Everyone was breaking rules.
Sly and the Family Stone.
Love them.
Genius funk drug rock.
Perfect. Scott.
Fucking love.
Sad that he's failed.
He only got 5. I don't think he.
got 5. I couldn't get
Yeah, he couldn't get
Gavin.
Get those
Ice
things.
Cube. Go.
Fuck.
Yes.
I like him a lot.
Me?
Ice Cube.
America's Most Wanted.
Scott.
Today was a good day.
You have to say it.
Ice Cube.
It's not for the pop charts.
Okay. Thank you.
I like that. Pop.
That's a huge pop.
That was 6. Is not for the pop charts.
Boo.
Is not is like hip hop for one letter.
Oh, right, okay.
That's why I said 6.
I'm with you.
I said increase it to 6 because I work better.
I'm
in,
with you.
Even numbers.
I do too, but that's OCD.
I was going to say that's his OCD.
Who's OCD? Oh my goodness.
Gavin, the specials.
Oh, the best band of that
Dad, one more, guys. Yeah, you
era.
agree with the Gavin.
Nice. Scott, the specials.
Big monkey man.
Nice.
I
Pablo,
like that.
The specials.
Ska, end all be all.
Nice.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. It's good things.
Gavin, give us your thoughts on Kiss.
They have 10 good songs.
Early mark, later hate.
Nice. Scott Stallone. Kiss.
He wants to steal mine.
Oh, you suck.
Yes.
I hate going after you. Geeked for years now.
Hate.
Laughable.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pablo,
done.
Kiss.
Kiss Cake, my 10th birthday.
Nice. I'm
Is that true?
Yeah, with the 4 faces.
Yo, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you,
Nice.
dog. I never even knew you heard a Kiss song.
Rock and roll over.
You never ever told me any of that.
Probably more as a pop band for
Yeah,
like that.
sure.
No,
The
but just
disco
out
era.
of just really.
I was made for loving you, baby.
I'm saying as my brothers went, like, had me, oh, damn, because there was some heavy songs there. When you say 10 songs, them 10 songs.
Dr. Love.
Well, when I was a kid, I
Time
fucking
again.
marked hard. That's the first
Detroit,
show I ever
Rock
went to.
City.
My
I
parents
think
took
it's
me.
the Lennies, too.
Yes.
I think. Like 77 or something.
Nah, I was like 79, 80.
Nice.
My parents took me.
Gavin, Agent Orange.
Oh, I liked them.
Love him.
Overrated.
Scott Stallone.
Great movie.
Nice. Jiggy.
A fine band.
Fine band.
I can't remember the song.
Gavin, Fugazi.
I hate
Go.
Spies, right?
Not interested.
Fugazi.
Life changing.
Fugazi.
One of my all-time. Fuck!
Favorite.
That's fine.
All-time.
All-time-
notes.
Not
One of
syllables.
my all-time favorites is 5.
Yeah, it's not
One
syllables,
of
it's
my
words.
all-time
All-time.
favorites is 6.
All time is
of
one
my
word.
Oh, it's hyphenated.
Oh, he's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You better say what I think you're going to say.
Pablo, Fugazi.
Greatest band besides the Beatles.
Nice.
All right, what he should have, can I interject? What he should have said is, me and Vinny almost died. Is that true or not?
Sure, I know. We heard it last week.
He should have said Vesty down the steps, but
Easy.
Gavin, the Bee Gees.
Super mark for early stuff.
Vinny, the Bee Gees.
Early stuff as brilliant as the Beatles.
Just because you say it fast doesn't mean it's less words.
Kinda
Scott
does.
Stallone, the Bee Gees.
If you mush them all together,
I'm mad
it's
at
one word. Yeah.
Hello, Scott Stallone, the Bee Gees.
Now, these aren't my 5 words, but I'm going to explain. I've got 2 thoughts.
What is going on, man?
Wait a minute.
Here we go. Love them. And I'm going to do a little rendition. Bald-headed woman.
Okay.
He got a pass.
We'll allow that.
All right.
We'll allow that. Pablo, the Bee Gees.
Good band to roller skate to.
Okay.
I'm not mad at that. It's wrong because that's the latest shit. They were.
I don't care.
That's the disco shit.
started a joke.
Yeah.
Dude.
Started the whole world crying.
How can you mend this broken man?
Gavin, Eminem.
Don't give one fuck.
Okay. Vinnie P and Eminem.
Best writer, worst albums.
Scott Stallone. Eminem.
He's mad because he wanted to say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean,
His motherfucker,
Well done. Well done, sir.
His gave him more time.
I know.
I threw Pablo something to throw in the trash, but stalled more shit for Stallone.
We got to get like a 5-second clock in here for this.
Yeah.
so talented.
Okay. Eminem.
One
Pablo.
of the 5 best rappers.
Okay.
Not mad at that.
Not at all.
No, it's probably true.
Yeah.
Because he didn't say nothing about songs.
Exactly. Gavin Hendricks. Common Jimmy.
Fucking brilliant.
Brilliant. Top 3.
Nice. Stallone.
Ever try to play upside down?
Nice.
Impossible.
Single-handedly saved the Stratocaster.
I don't know how many words that was, but we'll take it.
I'm with it.
And for Hendricks,
Stratocaster ever
By the
did
way,
anything.
to this day, and Scott Stallone can support this, when I try to play him melodies, I play upside down because
for
I'm
you.
left-handed.
Right.
And that's how I learned.
He's no
because of
Hendrix.
him.
nice.
And he's no Hendrix.
And I will say, were I to be a contestant and Hendricks came up, I would say greatest of all time.
No, zero problem with that.
Gavin, Pet Shop Boys.
It's a sin.
I was just going to start singing it for you.
West End Girls.
Nice. Stallone, Pet Shop Boys.
Fabulous.
That's all you need to say. P. Jiggy?
Gives me a boner.
I want to be mad at that, but that's what you set him up for.
Pretty much.
No,
yeah.
I'm being real. Like,
Pretty much.
he's going to say some shit like that.
After you serenade me, Paz, that's what it
Serenade.
starts out.
By the way, was West End Girls their shit? Because I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if I took that L, you better correct me.
No,
now.
yeah.
I would have
No,
said
because
something.
I'm
You
a
stole
fan.
my line. That was going to be my line.
No, man.
That's the only thing
That's
I
my
know
line.
right
It's
there.
my line. That's my line.
That's my line.
That's my line.
We're playing that before we leave, by the way.
Yeah.
Gavin, what comes to mind when I say Devo?
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Freedom of choice.
Take it. Devo. Pazzy.
Brilliant nerds.
Nice. Stallone.
Are we not men?
Yes.
Yeah, see, I knew he marks for that.
Absolutely.
fucking
Any
do.
studio
I
guy
fucking
has to.
Exactly. That's why I knew he was going to dumb out.
Absolutely. Pablo Devo.
Mark.
The pot helmet.
Helmet.
gimmick.
I knew he's so dumb. I knew he was going to say that. I knew the idiot was going to be like, yo, you know the pot helmet red?
That's what 30 years of friendship does for you.
Bro, I knew it. No matter how
know
much
where
time you give him, he was going to be like the pot.
I think he is Jocko Homo.
He is.
Yeah.
Gavin, wings.
Recent appreciation.
Good for you, dude. Good for you. Pazzy, wings.
I'm not taking my words too far. Do you mean the Paul McCartney?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes.
5 good songs.
Okay, I'll take it. Stallone, wings.
Bootlegs of Linda's vocals.
Isolated vocals.
Not too familiar.
Nah?
It's fair.
Have you had enough of silly love songs? All right,
How dare you,
Gavin.
Sicko?
Alice in Chains. Nah. Yeah, just a nah. Pazzy, Alice in Chains.
Lane Staley, Real Rock Star.
Stallone.
Yeah. Once Lane dies, it's over.
That's good.
Yeah.
Never got why they were liked.
And I'm going to say,
Go ahead.
hate them, glad he tapped.
Whoa.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. Wishing
Hail.
death on somebody.
Hail.
Wishing it.
That's fucking
Wishing
heavy.
he tapped is real deal.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go. What the blah blah blah? You wish someone taps? I'm with. All right. I got
like
yo.
that, there's
No,
nothing
no.
you can say.
Right,
It's just-
I
it's
can
what it
because
is.
I wish the guy that tapped that we did 2 weeks ago. I'm glad he tapped.
Glad he tapped.
Like I have no like other than the fact that we were like, yo, if you have kids and your mom, like that's horrible.
Right.
But in terms
I'm
of
talking about his rock star
in
persona.
terms of your gimmick, like I'm glad
Absolutely.
that the vehement regulant.
Jeffrey, iced tea, the rapper.
The beverage.
Colors.
Nice. T,
Who, me?
you.
Oh man. There's so many great things I can say.
Yeah, it's like I was overwhelmed with stuff.
Yeah. Christ. Original OG hard body.
Amen. Stallone, iced tea.
Cop killer.
Yeah.
P-Jig.
The Syndicate Queen, Darlene.
Yes.
That's heavy. Darlene.
Yeah.
Sicko. What about you?
T,
Yeah. T. He's friends with
Tea?
her.
No, coffee.
Oh, me
most
T?
personal friend.
Yeah.
Who, me?
One of the greatest. Easily.
And real quick, what does everyone think about his foray into metal? Body count. Because I'm cool with body count.
All right.
I had no problem with it. It wasn't the best band, but it wasn't
Me
embarrassing.
and Gavin had that talk. Remember? I was like, this ain't bad.
Not
Like,
at all.
It's people that's
That
bad.
one, what was that? The what was the one song?
Yo, they got a couple albums, man. He
on the
did
first
Hey
album.
So but the best was when we were at your book signing at Randy's. Staples was like, look, body count. It's only like $3.99, and I'm like, well, look on the back, Cop Killer, not on the
on it.
album.
Yeah.
Right.
Took it
And
off.
did y'all
shit.
ever
It's a
hear?
throwaway.
Did y'all ever hear when he did Hey Joe?
No.
Like if I told you could Ice-T sing, you'd all break a rib laughing, right?
Yeah.
He does a cover of Hey Joe.
Really?
And hits every note. It's bizarre.
No
I don't
shit.
know if God went through him that night. I'm being dead ass. There's a cover of Body
I had
Count doing
no
Hey
idea.
Joe, and he hits every note.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for you. Good for him.
I don't
I don't know him. I don't want to know him.
Jeffrey the Damned.
First album is brilliant.
All right. Pazzy.
In the history of my life, I've never hated a band more than them.
Wow.
Yes.
Stallone the Damned.
And I'm tired of all of you pushing them on me.
Wow.
Tired of it.
No selling that.
Felt obligated. Never was.
Love with the video nasty.
Yes.
Fuck that band and that I have to think they're dope because if I don't think they're
Right.
One of the
That-
greatest
exactly.
of all time.
they can fucking suck my fucking cock.
Gavin.
Yeah.
Bathory.
Here we go.
No sell the metal.
Right. Like
Grumble,
he
grumble,
knows.
grumble.
He knows.
Grumpy grumble.
He
grumble.
knows. Rabble, rabble.
Anytime
grumpy.
today.
Anytime today, man.
Vinny likes them.
That's his go-to.
That's the answer. That's the 3-word answer. Vinny likes them.
Pazzy Bathory.
Along with Venom created black metal. That was sick.
We'll take it. Stallone.
Yeah, gotta phone a friend.
That's not his deal.
That's not my
It's
deal.
all right. It's all right.
Don't know one song.
All right.
See, I like those answers too.
Absolutely.
I like when you take it there.
Absolutely. I'm going to say R.I.P. Corthorn, or however the fuck you say it.
Yeah.
Gavin.
Yo.
Queen.
Oh. Maybe best frontman ever.
Nice.
I'm going to try to manipulate the same words best front man of all time.
Okay.
Is that 5? Best
No.
front man of all time. 6. I'm
Stallone.
trying though. If
You
I
are trying.
try,
That's why I'm not breaking your balls.
best front man of all time. My mother loves him. His voice. I know I'm building, and it's
all right.
Just very sad that he would happen. I've never really heard a voice that can match that.
Absolutely. Operatic voice.
Yeah, there are too few positive adjectives. Sorry, move on. I love fucking Queen. Freddie
Chepstein?
Mercury.
Sexiest mustache of all time.
It's
let's do the switch. He's got
yeah.
so much
Now he's
time.
got to go
I knew you were
because
gonna
the
say that.
comedy is. It's like he's writing.
I know.
All right. Well, we're gonna start you off with one that's right up your alley, Ayo. Pablo.
How's that a fucking AO?
It's
right
not.
up your alley.
That's
Yeah, he thinks everything's an AO at this point. He does though.
know.
I'm like, Sicko, how you been? How's your mom doing? He's like, AO. I'm like, no.
Pablo. The Sundays.
One of my favorite bands.
Nice.
At night.
Stallone. You know the Sundays?
Oh, you don't fuck around with Sundays?
No, I mean,
It's a chill album.
I know. I would sing it if I could
It's a
fucking
little
remember.
souvenir.
That's
of
it.
a terrible
Yeah,
year.
terrible year. One fucking song.
All right. The Sundays, Vin?
Love that one song.
Good.
Wanna bang the John. I took it back. I stole Scott's. He said that one song, so mine is Wanna Bang the John.
Judges will allow it.
Yeah, but now she's probably older than yours.
Yeah, she's probably like 78.
I'd say like 45.
Probably. Gavin, the Sundays.
Wild Horses cover.
Nice. Nice.
That's
Good
the
song.
only other song.
All right, this one you
That's
guys
all I
almost
know about
ruined
it.
last episode. Pablo, the Police.
Love me some Sting.
Stallone.
That was my band.
Most talented band I love.
Okay. Gavin.
I have a Pandora station.
Nice. For me, I'd be like, love him, but hate Sting. Can't listen to him.
Well,
Like, can't listen to him talk.
Sting is a
Yeah.
different entity.
We didn't talk about that, man.
Yeah.
If that's what we're doing, then that's,
Almost overshadows
That's what we're
the
doing. That's what
Police
we're
for me.
doing.
No.
yeah.
Pablo, the Cro-Mags.
Wish I got into them more.
Damn.
Wow.
Stallone.
Chris Brown has nice.
I like the callback, though. Pazzy.
Life-changing record.
Gavin.
Agreed.
Pablo, Leonard Skinnerd.
Just fucking kill me now.
Nice. Stallone.
Free bird sucks.
So white trash.
Yes.
Love it.
Gavin.
I like some songs.
I would put a stake through my eye before I listen to it.
I'm with Gavin.
Ditto.
Pablo,
I'll play
Snoop
shit
Dogg.
right now.
Yeah. I'll play everybody in this room shit that you'll like. I guarantee it.
Won't like it.
Snoop Dogg.
We'll jump you.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
Stallone. Snoop Dogg.
Much better than Lion.
Vinny. Snoop.
Gonna go way too many words. Don't care. You're gonna put him in the Eminem category. Love the dude. Think he's brilliant. Love his character. Love that he's a fucking crip. Don't love the music as much as I think he could be ill. Love the first couple Johns. Think he's got classics. I'm gonna keep talking.
Judges. Judges will allow it.
6 left.
Judges will allow it this time. Gavin. The Snoop.
Mark. He's a Mark.
I am. Big Mark, Sasha Banks' uncle.
Okay.
Wow, took it to the biz.
Okay. I'll
right.
take it.
Pop you.
You did.
Pablo. Circle jerks.
Got the whole world up my ass.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess I just got.
I'll take nah.
I'll take me. Pazzy.
Here we
go.
go.
Fucking loathing. Yes. West Coast punk. Still 5 words.
Gavin. Circle jerks.
First album is great.
One of the greatest of all time.
My balls are the greatest of all time.
Pablo. Michael Jackson.
Love me some Sequence Glove.
Jesus. He
Sequence.
took it there. See? Even off the rip, came up
Hey.
with some
Don't
inventive
piece.
shit.
Scott Stallone. Michael Jackson.
The chair is not my son.
He just popped the room.
Wow.
That was good.
Pazzy. Michael Jackson.
Genius. Gonna violate the rules again. Don't care if you think you can stop me.
Let me check with the judges.
Come stop. Here's what I'm saying. Come stop me.
The judges are saying we'll allow.
Genius. I was obsessed. I wanted the glove. My father said, "It's fucking gloves, $40. I'll take a white fucking glove and put some fucking staples in it. It'll look the fucking same. What the fuck matters?"
My grandmother made me a glove.
Then, the night that fucking Thriller premiered, I was so scared that I ran out of the house in my underwear up the street.
Oh my God.
When he turned into the werewolf, I begged them to let me stay up, right?
And
My
where
mom's
did it
saying,
get
no, he can't handle it. My father let him stay up. Ralph Tully, who ran fucking cars with my father, and his wife were in the crib. Let the kids stay up. I stayed up. As soon as he turns into a werewolf, I was in tighty whities, ran up the street because I was petro. And then my mom's like, "See, Jesus Christ, he got." I was so petro when he turned into the gimmick that I took off out the door. Were you
Gavin.
mad at that?
No, I think that's lovely.
Sicko, if there's a problem, I'll leap right over him.
Hey, the judges said they accepted it. I'm powerless. Gavin, Michael Jackson.
PYT.
You fucking have 2 minutes and you're fucking taking forever.
Shut the fuck up. How about that? How about you shut the fuck up?
PYT, it took you
Or I
5
stand
minutes.
up and come over there and punch you in the fucking mouth. How about that? No. How about I come over there and punch you in the fucking mouth?
took
How
him
about
10
that?
minutes.
Hold on,
How
let me get
about
the video.
I
Let me
get
get
up
the video
right now and punch you in the fucking mouth? How about that? The fuck
That's more than
up.
5 words.
Shut the fuck up. How about that? Go.
Are we back?
Fuck out of here.
Merciful
His
fate.
fucking mouth.
PYT.
I'm
Merciful
gonna punch him in
fate.
the fucking mouth.
You think I'm going to stop it?
No.
I don't know why you look at me like I'm going to stop it.
You're my voice of reason.
I'm not with
Yeah,
him.
that's-
You're
that's
like, I'm
not
going
a
to punch
voice
him in
of
the mouth.
reason.
I'm like, would you allow me to move the mic so you can assault him? We already beat him up.
Go.
And he didn't learn. No. Hold on. Before you go. We already beat him up and he didn't learn.
He's got a thick fucking tennis ball head.
Did we beat him up? Yes or no?
We did.
Did he learn?
No.
So what are you going to
Does
do?
he ever learn?
I don't know.
Sicko, get off your phone.
Merciful fate, Stallone.
What did fucking Pablo say?
No, what are you talking about? You skipped him.
No, he said PYT. He's being funny.
That's my answer.
That's your answer to merciful fate?
PYT, yes.
He's breaking his balls.
But that's
He's
all
not
right.
doing a very good
whatever.
job.
Stallone,
You're right.
you're up.
That's not his deal, I
All
don't think.
right.
No, I'm not cutting him off.
Long in the tooth.
Yeah.
Paid cash.
Vinnie P.
You don't
Merciful
know what
fate.
that means. but
Can you repeat that again, loud, Sicko?
Gimmick store?
Vinnie P.
The
Merciful
record store.
fate.
I'm with you.
It'll be more made a part of what made me who I am today.
Gavin.
Nuns have no fun.
Okay. Okay.
I was actually going to do that gimmick, but I knew it would be yours,
Yeah.
so I threw you the alley-oop to dunk.
Pablo. The
Then
Cure.
when I say I'm with you, I'm with you. Who? Wait.
Cure.
The Cure.
Oh.
Oh.
Kiss me, kiss me, kiss me.
Yeah, I'll do something to
Yo,
you.
man, he's on. Yeah,
Scott Stallone. The Cure.
Awesome. Love Robert Smith. That's it.
violating the rules again.
Oh my God!
Look, man.
The judges are not allowing this.
No.
That's it.
All right, busted. This Smiths get the credit. The Cure goes over them for me.
Over the Smiths?
Yes,
Wow.
for me.
Okay. No.
I'm a lot of right around the time my father died. Cure Records got me through some fucking
Okay.
rough shit.
Okay.
That's a band that like nobody doesn't like.
I hated them for
Are you
years.
serious?
And well,
It
let
took
me build on
forever
something.
to
The
like
fact that
them.
Robert Smith wouldn't tour for a while.
Yeah.
There's also, hey,
I'm thinking about mine.
No, what I'm saying is the reason I'm allowed to say that, even though the judges don't let me, is because I'll guilt you guys out with my father dying.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
right
so
around that time, and I
we're
used to
not
walk
contesting.
around with headphones on, play do 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 do. Monster Robert Smith Mark. All their records I love. I'm stalling for Gavin because he's counting on his fingers what he's going to say. Smiths and Cure, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth when you don't want to listen to nothing hard.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely. Gavin, The Cure.
I like them a lot. I had a bunch of clever ones, and I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Pablo, Social Distortion.
Oh,
I fucking hate them so much.
Nice. Scott Stallone.
Never got it. Awful voice.
Vinnie Paz.
Don't get it.
Gavin.
not interested.
Not interested.
Sicko?
Love the first album. Hate everything about them.
Are we missing something? Should we be...
What?
No, with the band.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I can't even stand their the shortened version of the name Social D. It makes me sound like
that's terrible.
it's like
Terrible. No, well, with me, it's a sentimental thing. One of the first punk movies I ever saw was Another State of Mind, and I was very young, so I didn't know what was what from it. And I'm like, all right, and I got the first album.
Yeah, no.
And then they come out like doing like country rock.
Here's what I'm gonna end with this because we're trying to keep it succinct. There's these bands who get free passes, and you're like, why do they get it? I don't know who they know or why they get a free pass, but they get a free So I'm gonna take back what I said about them. Don't understand the free pass. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Go back this way now. Are we still doing word association?
Yeah.
Now back to
right.
he starts.
Okay, we're switching it up.
Yeah, I like when he's under the. Oh, do you want to start? If you?
No,
if,
I'm good.
Miles Davis.
I'm not a jazz guy.
Pazzy.
It's a lot of words, and I'm not allowed to use them.
Pretty much.
Changed my life. Thank you.
Oh, very well done. Stallone.
great through many styles and decades.
Much respect.
Okay.
Lord of mercy.
Lord of mercy. Here you go, Gavin. Sham 69.
Oh.
That's a complicated one.
It's quite the tensest.
Quite the tensest.
Bridged a gap.
Okay.
I'm gonna break rules again because it's my show.
Yes.
No. Gavin hipped me, changed my life.
Stallone. You hip to the Sham?
Six.
I'm not, but they're from here, right?
Nah, that's an oi band from England.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
It's all right.
That's the answer.
Action,
Wow.
time, and the vision.
Oh, that's Sham 69?
Yeah, man.
Oh, well, fuck.
We were playing him in the whip the one night when we were all together for ROH.
Gavin. Steve Miller.
Fly like an eagle.
Nice. Pazzy.
Love songs under protest. Aside.
Judges?
All right, go ahead.
You shut him up.
I'm gonna. You want a good story? I gave you a 4-word. My father, God rest his soul, greaseball Dago Wop, thought big old Jed
That's
airliner.
what I was going to say.
My father thought it was big old Jed had a lion. He was like, big old Jed had a lion. And we would have to regulate him, but my pop was OG, so he'd get vexed. Like, nah.
No, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong. And I'm like, well, you'll beat the monkey shit out of me, so I guess so.
I like that better.
Stallone.
Big old Jed had a lion.
Yeah.
Everybody's first sample record,
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
Brilliant. That's right.
Nice.
you know?
Fucking blows.
Nah, that's corny.
Mine would be King of White Trash because he's like the patron saint. Like,
But mad hip-hop records.
no, I know. But I'm saying White Trash.
That's fine.
loves him. Gavin.
Yeah.
Fear.
Oh. Let's have a war.
Vinny.
Said
Fear.
Maggie one day.
Am I confusing them? No, that's Let's Start.
Philly.
Yeah.
Stallone.
Calling into the show
Rock on.
if we want.
Rock on. Fear.
Let's do that.
Best band on SNL.
Nice. And I'm going to say more beer.
Whoa.
Well done.
Well done, man.
Gavin.
Yeah.
The Go-Go's. Go.
Belinda.
Nice.
Wanna bang Belinda.
Nice. Stallone?
There was another cute one.
That's 15
Jane was
words.
cute.
Yeah,
Jane
okay.
was very cute. Pablo.
What Jeff and Vinny said.
Gavin. Paul Simon. Not Simon and Garfunkel, just Paul Simon himself.
What's a fucking...
Call me Al.
No.
I'm stealing that. That's my
Fuck.
4 words.
He has a song I like.
The little boy in New York gimmick.
Pazzy. Paul Simon.
If I sing it,
Garfunkel.
can I do 6?
Yes.
Me and Julio down by the school.
Only because I knew that's what you were going to sing.
Nah,
That's
man.
not solo.
Here
Just
it
him,
is.
Oh.
50 ways to leave your
lover.
lover. Too many words, but hey,
Yeah,
that's the
well,
fucking
less
fact.
than-
Thinking of either.
I'll go back.
Okay.
You can call me out.
Thank you.
Do.
Pablo.
Mad respect, but often boring.
Okay. We'll take that.
Wow.
That's a fucking great 5
Yeah,
words. Not
yeah,
that I
yeah.
agree with, but put together well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Put together well. Don't agree, but
BSB haikus.
I don't even think he knows what a haiku
He doesn't
is.
because it's 3, and he just said 5.
And it's syllables, not words. Gavin. Prince Buster.
One step beyond.
Nice.
No sell.
Really?
Yeah, don't get it.
Okay. Prince Buster.
With Vin.
Okay.
Is that a ska boy?
Yeah.
That's my answer.
Gavin. Killing Time.
Love the Bright Side record.
Okay.
Found out there isn't one.
Yes. Pablo.
Brightside in hardcore top 10.
Nice. I'll take it. Gavin. Air Supply.
Jeez.
Dude has Japanese bodysuit tattoo.
Vinny. Air Supply.
Hairdos.
Nice.
Matching suits.
Nice. Air Supply.
I really have no comment.
I'm going to say, I'm all out of love.
My walls without you.
Right.
I like that song.
Gimmick a gimmick.
Gavin. Iggy Pop.
Love the Stooges.
No.
What are you talking about?
Iggy Pop.
Love the Stooges, solo, whatever.
Vinny. Iggy
What are you talking about?
I know.
Most overrated junkie ever.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, we got a whoa.
You're out of your fucking mind!
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Stallone has just caught a whoa on Vinnie Paz.
Are you fucking
In an
kidding me?
unprecedented move.
There was literally
You
nothing.
want to go? Yeah, I like
there
that.
Was literally
I'm getting a hard on that
nothing
he wants to take it there.
before Iggy Pop. There was nothing
There
before
wasn't?
Iggy Pop that resembled the way it
MC5.
fucking-
MC5.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I'm
That you asked for the answer.
Well, I want to know why you no sell Iggy Pop. Not why I just said-
MC5 because he's considered the inventor of punk rock. He's not. He's a dildo.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't get credit.
You
You think he's a dildo?
Yes. There's 5 bands, if you want me to reel them off and take up time, that preceded it. Don't get it. I'll pop the room in a negative way and put him. I fucking hate Lou Reed too. If that gets everyone riled up too.
No, I don't give a fuck about Lou Reed.
Lou Reed, Iggy Pop, dudes, I don't get. Like if you
I
like,
don't even put those two in the same sentence or the same category.
because they're the same level of talent. If you like a fucking Stooges record, like I guess I'm okay with it. For me, like I'd rather listen to MC5 or Death from Detroit or
Has that satisfied
No,
you?
not
Whoa.
really. And like now I want to be your dog. That shit is fucking.
yeah. I mean, he's like he is what he is. I guess. Like
I guess you just don't like him. But I'm so surprised that you're not like.
nah, he can suck my fucking cock.
Wow, I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Pablo.
It's cool that you're surprised because that's what this is about.
Yeah, no, I fucking love the Iggy Pop.
Rock on. Pablo?
Wait, was that his 5?
That's love the Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
Okay, Pablo.
I'm bored.
All right. OG, Richie Havens.
Oh. Awesome cover of Fire and Rain.
Nice. Pazzy, Richie Havens.
Don't care too much.
Really?
Yeah.
Stallone?
First performer on Woodstock stage.
And a fucking great performance it was. It's the only part of that movie I can watch. Pablo, Richie Havens.
Did he sing La Bamba?
Yes.
I mean, he just is gold. He
Yes.
really is the star.
OG. Guns N' Roses.
Oh, God.
Man.
I'll fight Axel right now.
Pazzy?
Can you repeat what he just said?
I'll fight Axel right now.
I'll fight Slash right now.
Yes. Stallone, Guns N' Roses. Where's Frizz when you need him?
No. Coachella suckers bought tickets. No show. Prediction.
Pablo.
I like all their albums.
Do you
No,
really?
he doesn't.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, Appetite for Destruction. What's the twofold?
Appetite for Destruction.
What was the twofold one?
And the two
Use Your Illusion.
Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. I like
No,
that.
you don't. You don't
Yeah, I
listen
do.
to that.
OG.
Yeah.
Deep Purple.
Oh. Space Truckin'.
Yes. Pazzy, Deep Purple.
Origins of gimmicks.
Stallone.
Well done.
Nice organ.
Oh, nice organ. Yo, I might start complimenting people with that.
Somebody write that down.
Sicko, write that down. Nice organ.
Pablo, how do you feel about Deep Purple?
Like anything that's deep.
Oh, come on.
And I'm just gonna say hush. Gavin, Husker Du.
New Day Rising.
Nice.
Can I ask a question?
I suppose.
Bob Mould,
Yes.
the Black Sheets of Rain album, his solo shit.
Not talking about that. Talking about
Brilliant.
Talking about
I
Husker
mean,
Du.
Love the-
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, all right.
It is brilliant.
Yeah.
The Black Sheets of Rain, Bob Mould. Yeah, love Husker Du.
Okay.
Black Sheets of Rain.
Still on.
So my answer is Black Sheets of Rain. For
We'll take it.
all right.
Judges? Yeah, judges say it's
Judges accept that?
Yeah.
Candy Apple Gray.
Nice.
I fucks with them.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It's all right. That's
Gavin.
Yeah.
Susie and the Banshees.
Oh. She can live.
I thought you were gonna sing Peekaboo for a minute there.
Ah, damn it. It's not mine.
I like 3 songs.
All right. Susie and the Banshees.
Love like 5.
You got 2 more words. All these grunts are words.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pablo, Susie.
Once Upon a Time, the singles.
Okay.
It's time to go around to him because he's got too much time.
All right. Should we go back to you?
Fucking fine.
Pablo,
Fucking
Seaweed.
yeah, man, don't curse at us.
Seaweed.
Love them at Rave Records.
Fuck. Pass.
Seaweed.
Got too many words for you. One of few bands that I love every record.
Nice. Gavin, Seaweed.
I don't know one note.
Nice. I figured you wouldn't. Pablo, Toots and the Maytals.
Yeah, man. Give me the moment.
He's getting to that incoherent stage. Stallone.
Living on like 5446. Now 98.
Reminds me of Gavin. Lord of mercy.
Nice. Gavin.
Groundbreaking.
And for that, I'm going to say Pookie because she loves Toots.
Oh, wifey loves Toots.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Amazing stuff.
Beach Boys.
John Stamos. Don't hate.
John, wait.
I'm choosing to
ignore that?
To not have heard that.
It might be the best thing of the night.
You have to handle it then. I can't.
Yo,
My
did you
head's
hear what just
exploding.
happened?
Yeah, I'm hip because the kids watch the reruns.
At least he didn't say Uncle Jesse.
Yeah.
He wanted to.
Yeah. We going?
God only knows best ever.
Okay. Pazzy.
someone asked me what I think is the best song ever written. Mm-hmm. Okay? Mm-hmm. Ever written. Mm-hmm. Do you know how deep that is?
Pretty much, yeah.
And I said, God Only Knows by the Beach Boys.
Okay.
I
Gavin?
agree with that. We've had this conversation.
And we've had how deep what was the gimmick you said? Sloop John B.
Sloop John B on headphones.
Sloop John B on Run up the Sloop John B.
For me, I'm going to say, mad respect, can't listen to them.
Good enough.
I want to say Kokomo of Paz.
Yes! I was waiting for somebody.
Wow.
Pablo. Led Zeppelin.
Most successful cover band ever.
Stallone. The Zepp. Comma Led.
Keith Moon named them.
Pazzy.
Biggest hunk of fucking shit that ever fucking formed. Hunk of shit. The worst band ever.
That's 5.
Gavin, what can you add to that?
Fuck them.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
And with that said, we will be right back. What was that? Was that your best caution?
I don't know.
That was like a Johnny Car.
I don't know.
You are correct, sir.
Stallone act.
5.
I don't know what. Yeah,
We're rolling.
Yeah.
We're fucking rolling.
No doubt, no doubt. We're back.
We're podcasting.
Well, I
We're
mean,
something.
look. So, I mean, I'm a fan of the word association, man. I think that's a good gimmick.
I like it.
I
It's
enjoy it
fun.
very much.
And Head seemed to like it last week, so.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we go into the Pablo Cheapo shit, but you said something happened. So we're going to build up to that? Is it what you're telling me, man? Because when we pulled up, you had a
Yeah.
smile on your face and
Yeah.
said, yo, I got my typical gimmick, but something just happened. So if you,
Right, so we got here early. Jeff's like, you know what I'm saying? Drive me up to the diner and let me get some coffee real quick. And Sicko's like, let me get a sandwich. So I got word up. So we drive up to the diner. We get in there. We say, oh, we want to do takeout. So we sit at the booth, at the counter, John. So she's like, what do you want? Jeff's like, coffee to go. Sicko's like, sandwich and coffee to go. So 5-10 minutes goes by. We're shooting the shit. She comes. She brings all the shit to go. And then Jeff starts assembling his fucking coffee.
It's a process. I
Right,
will admit.
so she-
all right, see, now,
What do you do?
there's no situation where I don't ride for him. I'm not riding for him right now.
Wow.
I'm embarrassed. I'm out.
I'm
once
with
he
you,
starts.
G.
What are you talking about?
I'm
You're
with
like
you.
fiddling through things.
Yeah, I made the coffee. I put the fucking creams in and the fucking sugar.
No. That's not what he said.
That's what he's talking about.
If they give you 3 black coffees
Yeah.
and a bunch of gimmicks, then
Yeah.
just come over here and make them here.
No, we didn't.
No, he was like,
did it
fuck
there.
this. He fucking, you know how they set up the place
Yeah.
settings? He fucks all them up. Even though
Oh
we're not
yeah,
using
see,
them.
that's fucked. All right,
So I'm like, well, fuck it. If you're fucking the place settings up, you might as well make your shit here.
agreed.
And then
but it's fucked.
he spilled coffee. So yeah, this lady's now got to clean up the whole area.
Is this true?
Pretty much.
Partially.
Well, because they
I
do
tipped her more
they-
than the fucking thing cost.
Doesn't matter, man.
I tipped her more than the whole bill was, so who gives a
Well,
fuck?
they do the thing like Starbucks does, where they fill it to the very top, so
Yeah, they
you
do.
can't put your stuff in.
All right.
So then she gives us like a bag of like creamers and sugars, and Jeff proceeds to take them out and make the fucking coffee. I mean, he's just pouring sugar in it nauseum.
That's not true. Sicko did that. I did
I watched you, buddy. I watched
did a
you.
normal amount of sugar in a large fucking coffee. This ain't about me. It's about you.
I think
That's the key.
the waitress came over. She was like,
Yeah,
The
she was
waitress?
like, yeah.
some coffee with that
She
sugar.
was like, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
All
Big
right.
jokesters. Anyway,
Awful.
So we're getting up to leave.
so we're getting up to leave, and Jeff grabs his shit, Sicko grabs his shit, and the bag's there of the stuff. And I'm like, yo, man, can I ask you a question? And Jeff's like, what? And I'm like, are you taking that bag? And he's like, no.
What was in the bag? Just
Sugar and creamers.
Sugars and creamers.
Like
And
a
like
lot. Like a lot.
A lot of bags of sugars and like 2 creamers were left in the
Wrong.
bag.
10 creamers.
That's not true. But okay.
7. Not 2. Not 2, 7.
right.
So it's just
Exactly
like
7.
Just like, no, man, why? I'm like, well, you got to take it now. You got to take it now because when they fucking they're done with you, they throw the shit out. Once they hand the stuff to to the person, they don't bring that back. Oh, he didn't use the sugars. I'm like,
Yeah, so
I
you're
know, I know
that's
they're going
going
to
to-
dump this shit, and I know Jeff will allow it to be dumped.
Are you moving? Are we basically we're segueing here, aren't we?
No, but I'm trying. Why? So you're trying to save this?
Oh, I saved it. I grabbed the fucking bag, and that's what's sitting in here in
brought
this
it here.
video today.
But why is it here? How long can it last here?
Sugars can last forever.
No, that's true.
The creamers I put immediately in
Oh,
the
they're
fridge.
gonna get used. They're gonna get used.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They will
Don't
get used.
enable him.
Yeah,
Scott.
see, now
they're
you're
gonna get used.
enabling
Don't
him, man.
enable him. It's like 30-cent worth of product.
No, but here's the thing: I got to ride for him on this because if you coffee is one thing when you order that over there, they give you a whole bag that could like basically cream and sugar 10 coffees.
Yes.
See, now this
If
is
you
why he's.
ever, no, but here's the thing: if you ever order breakfast over there and get like French toast, they give you a large bag filled with like jelly, syrup.
Taking them home,
it's
too.
like this much shit.
I mean, it
Are
amounts
you
to.
taking this shit home, Vin?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm offended you're asking me that.
I just want to make sure that all of a sudden I'm not the crazy
Like
one.
I ain't taking none. I
That's
had
what I'm
half of a
saying.
meal in front of me, and I'm
That's
like,
what-
it's more of a headache than it's not.
Exactly.
Not because I'm rich, but because
No.
that's how. Like
It
I'll
just
get
is
out of
what
here.
it
Who
is.
wants to
Yep.
be bothered?
It's a
with
bother,
carrying
man.
shit?
I got it. I'm like spilling shit
Yeah.
on my house.
Yeah.
Like.
It's 30-cent worth of fucking cream and sugar. Let him throw it out. Nothing bad's gonna happen. The world's not gonna end. Let him throw it out.
I think people need to understand that this is daily shit, that this isn't part of the gimmick, which leads to
Pablo's Cheapo Tip of the Week.
our favorite segment.
My eyes are open all the time.
they are. So what we're gonna say is, yo, man, that in itself could be a gimmick, but I don't think they're even that proud of it.
That's just a normal.
That's a normal
everyday
day. Would you
gimmick.
say was that a normal day in your
That
life with
was an
cheapness?
involuntary reaction.
Right, like that's
reflex.
not even nothing.
Right.
That's just
Right.
how
Yeah.
you live.
Right.
He wouldn't even have thought to bring it up as a thing
Unless we were crazy.
did.
Unless we
Yeah.
were how we are. So this leads us to
Pablo's Cheapo Tip of the Week.
Yes.
Take it, P.
This one's going to be super simple. Super simple.
I like it.
But just to recap, I'm also trying to do video feeds on this as well. So I will have companion videos to most of my new chat ones coming up in the future. A new one was posted the other night with the follow-up to the Lysol/Ziploc bag gimmick.
Yes. Yeah,
If
the
you
one
missed
with
it,
you in
check
the
our
apron.
Facebook
Yes.
page. You'll see it. You can watch the video.
Live from Cheapo Laboratories, USA.
Oh, that was a view inside Cheapo
Hold
Laboratories.
on. Can I?
Here we
I'm not. No. My mom hit Pablo up because she's like a mom to Pablo, and gave him a cheap tip.
We call it a quip.
He
tip.
wrote her back, and I quote, "I'll take it to the Chep laboratory and see what's what."
Right.
Dead ass. So
So we are working on that one right now, but that's that's further down in the queue. As we say.
right. What is this Q? You keep saying Q. I don't know what that means.
Like a list of things to work on.
Okay.
This one is super simple.
Okay.
So we're at the end of the holiday season now, right?
Of course.
Yes, yeah.
Over.
So Easter time and Christmas time.
East.
This is it's customary to get when you go to someone's house, you bring flowers, holiday flowers.
Okay.
So like every fucking corner gas station in America sets these fucking flower stands up.
All right.
And you go,
Mother's Day, that's another,
Mother's
yeah.
Day's another one.
Yeah,
you gotta go buy
yeah.
these fucking $5 flowers, poinsettia motherfuckers, whatever it is.
Point. Set it.
I can't even.
So you buy these things. Oh, they're beautiful. Everyone loves them, right? It makes the house look real festive. And then you're done with it, right? They die. It's now January.
I think it's gonna get dark.
I can't even.
I
imagine
think it's
where
gonna
this
get dark.
is going.
He said it's real simple.
It's never real
Like,
simple.
what part of this purchase is?
So you accumulate some of these because if you have a lot of people come over, whatever,
Accumulate some what? Flowers.
some more flowers.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the same time, right? I don't have
Right.
a lot of land out back, but I have a nice backyard. And time
Hey,
from time,
yo.
between animals and kids, you get a bunch of holes in your ground, right?
Wait.
What?
There's holes.
you stashing bodies?
Wait. Gavin has kids.
Whoa.
Holes.
They dig holes.
No, they don't.
Kids dig holes.
Do your kids dig holes?
They're in the city. They don't even know what a shovel
My son
is.
doesn't dig holes.
You're coming up to with.
All right.
solutions to
Your
I
kids
also
dig
have
holes.
raccoons, groundhogs. They fuck up all kinds of shit.
All
out
right.
back. Small deer, all kinds of stuff out back.
I am marking because I do love his stories. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So, dirt costs a lot of money.
My God.
It's free, man.
So what we're doing with this shit is I'm getting the soil from these plants and we're filling up all the holes in the backyard with these plants.
God.
Wait.
Wait.
Hold on. Can I or should you?
No, go ahead. Go.
Please.
So you're telling me, okay?
Yes.
You want it to be simple. I realize.
Yeah.
It's very late. Would everyone agree?
Yeah.
Could we tell people that?
Yeah.
It's 5:30 and we're still doing this
It is.
podcast for the people.
We started
Right?
at 9.
AM, yes.
For the people.
The people.
Man of the people.
Thank you.
What you're telling me is when people bring in flowers, you mean they bring them in a pot with dirt in them?
Yes, with a nice
Okay.
decor, yeah.
I didn't understand that part. I thought you meant like
Talking about
handing
this
you a
big,
rose.
like a 2 foot high.
So you're saying when these animals in the backyard,
Yes.
what did you say they were?
Children.
Groundhogs?
I got groundhogs and
They don't
raccoons.
call these
Children.
kids animals.
Groundhogs, raccoons, chipmunks,
And children.
Deer.
and children are animals as well.
You're taking these gimmicks that people have given you,
Yeah.
and what are you doing?
We're patching all the holes up in the backyard.
Are you replanting the?
I don't care if anything regrows. I just want the holes to be filled.
So you're just taking the dirt from the plant.
Yes.
It's good. You're chucking the plant
Yeah.
itself. And you're taking the dirt and putting it into more dirt
Yes.
on the ground.
What
Yes.
are you doing with the actual flowers?
They're dead.
Yeah.
So the
But
remnants of them are
but I'm
still
with
in the
Cinco.
mix.
What do? Do you like put them in the trash? Like
They're gonna
The
decompose.
only thing that's left.
see, I would think you would try to save them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it regrow if
I'm
you
not a
mulch or
gardener. I'm not
something?
cultivating land or any of that shit. I'm just trying to fill up. stuff.
But you're a chef. You would find a use for
Yes.
it.
now? Aren't are these things in?
Write that, Sicko,
um,
write that down. Not cultivating land.
No, I'm not cultivating land. Sicko,
Yeah.
write that down. Pablo, are these things in
A plastic pot.
plastic? So it's easy to dump out.
Yeah.
See, I'm thinking, the things that look like Devo hats.
Yes.
That are like
Yes.
of what would that be called?
Pottery.
Terracotta.
Pottery. They're not that.
No,
Correct.
these are
Not the ones
plastic.
you get
I'm
on
cheapo
picturing
plastic.
pottery.
It's like the
Like
deals that
hard,
you
like
get at-
hard pottery. That's not what you're saying.
No.
So it's like I come over and say, "Yo, guys, thanks for having me over. Here's a gimmick, and it's a plastic gimmick.
Right.
So the gimmick dies, and you dump
The whole thing.
the dirt into the hole that these animals
Right.
that you're making up in your head.
That's right.
Like this, like." Why are you laughing?
That just was funny. You're making up in your head.
Okay, so no, because he said it was simple, but
Other
it's
than
not.
that, this perfectly good soil goes in the trash can when I
You
need
can't
it.
throw dirt away.
I need
Okay, now again, you said it was simple, so I'm gonna keep it simple because I don't want to complicate it. Of course, I've been at your house, beautiful house. You have a fairly big backyard. Can't you just dig up dirt from another place and fill the hole? And I
Sometimes-
swear to God, I'm not being sarcastic.
So my property backs up to a forest. It's a real small forest. It's like protected land.
So why aren't you going in there?
Forest?
Yeah,
First off,
Hansel and Gretel
you
have
over
no
here.
forest. That's not a
Forest.
forest.
It's a park.
Can't
It's
you,
a park, but it's not like a playground.
so can you go
It's
in
the
there
woods.
with a gimmick and just take out a?
I have done that, but being in my condition, going up and down the hill 10 times.
Condition, all right.
There's a condition, but it's not physical.
Yeah. Going up and down the hill gets a little strenuous after about the second ride. You know
Do you?
All right.
Do you use a shovel when you're doing this? Or you
No,
just dump
that's
it in?
what I
This
just
is
asked.
easy. This is band. Wait till
No,
you see
he
the
just
video.
dumps the gimmick.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
You
Pat it
grab
down,
it in, man.
nothing.
You grab it in. It's simple.
Okay.
Why do you feel the need to do this?
Because I need the soil, and there's soil to be thrown out.
Why do you feel the need
Tit for tat.
to fill the holes, AO?
Because then the fucking when the dude mows the lawn, he can fall in it, or I'm gonna hit my ankle. Fall
Are
in
they
it.
that? Are they these gaping fucking holes in the backyard?
The one you'll see in the video is pretty big. The other one,
How many plants does it take to fill a hole?
This one I could use a couple more flowers. So if anyone in the Philadelphia area has some flowers that are dead that want to bring them by, I would.
All right, can I ask something? / suggest. All right, so Sicko brings over some flowers
Some gladiolas.
with the gimmick, with the
fucking
dirt.
cow jump over me when he brings a gift to my house. But go ahead.
Of course, it was a bad example.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I bring over because
Sicko acquires a plant and brings it
don't
over.
I always come through bearing gifts?
Always.
All right, so
Okay.
now you're using what I give you to fill the hole of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you mash the flowers in there too? Because it's earth anyway.
No, they
Why
they
not?
do.
See how I know how his mind works? Mash
I
every
don't know
just
that that's something you want to tell people.
because I know. Just turn the gimmick over and stomp on it and mash everything, and it will fill the gaping hole.
How long do you spend filling a hole, AO?
10 seconds.
Okay, well, at least he's not like
They come.
spending a
This
day
is the
on-
stuff
Now,
comes right out.
I'm not more concerned with how he fills the holes, AO. I'm more concerned with why are they there
Right.
and what animals are doing this. Like, so he's
the wild animals of Philadelphia.
no, like we're all gonna go home and like we're wrapping the show up. So in 10 minutes we're all going home, right? He's working from home tomorrow. Is there some like creature from a Clive Barker book that's gnawing at his backyard that he walks
tell
out?
you.
Maybe it's Lenny's Choopy.
Let me tell you.
Are you telling me there's a chupacabra?
Last winter, no, when it gets really cold, I hear a fucking huge bang in the middle every night. I walk over, raccoon knocked over the trash can. I turn the lights on. He does like this.
Wait. So he give you the Vivian?
Yeah.
He gives you the Vivian
That
from the young
fucker
one.
That was good.
sees
I
me
popped.
he sees me in the house.
He looks you straight up
he's
and
like,
down.
I'm gonna get my food and then walk away. I came out with the broom. The dude still continued to walk because this fucking raccoon
What
fucking
did
killed
you
him.
do with the broom? You were just like
I did the
showing.
old lady with that robe.
All right, 2 questions.
So,
Can I ask
so-
you? Wait. 2
okay.
questions. A, did you name him?
No.
B, is there a gimmick that you can do that's like poisonous? Or,
So last year,
I'm being serious,
So-
like, because I know people that are like, oh, I put this, I put
so
that.
here's what we did. So last year, it was free to call the Pennsylvania Game Commission, and they would come out and trap it for free. So we came out. She put a trap out. We caught a groundhog.
Man, that motherfucker
She
ain't
goes-
about groundhog.
She
man.
goes.
What's his problem?
She goes. This is the baby. We need the mama. I'm gonna set another trap. Day 2, raccoon. She's like, nah. Day 3, another raccoon. I was catching, and then
Where the fuck do you live in? Like the jungles of
telling you, my
Africa
shit,
with
the
these
shit
fucking.
backs up, and there's nowhere. They're building houses. There's nowhere for these things to go.
First off, like you're gonna like mark a groundhog. He's just a cute
They
little fella.
build fucking a labyrinth of shit underneath all your houses.
A labyrinth.
A la-
of
They
under
don't
my
do
shit,
nothing
Sicko, write
under
that
my
down.
under
They
my
live
Right there,
shed,
they build a labyrinth of shit underneath your house.
Yeah.
under my shed out back is a huge hole where he lives under the shed.
Hey, what?
And if you try to smoke him out, he's got a labyrinth.
We've
to go,
all seen Caddyshack.
Yeah,
We know how it
that
works.
shit is for real, for real.
But I mean, for me, he don't exist until you give him a name. So by next show, can you give him a name?
Well, so my shit got knocked over last night.
What does that mean? Your
My-
shit got
so there was
knocked.
a new my trash can got knocked over last night.
Right.
But I didn't see anybody.
You
I didn't
need
see
a-
the victim.
you
The
need a
culprit.
fucking
I didn't see the
BB
culprit. I need like a 22 or something.
Plip, 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 plip. You ain't got to kill the fucking thing, but if you shoot
I'll
the
kill
trash
him.
cans or something.
Why? I mean, why
you're
do you
gonna
gotta
waste-
like?
you're gonna
Why
waste
do you
the
gotta kill him though?
Because they fuck up my property. They're nuisance animals. They need to be stopped.
You're a fucking nuisance.
Get it.
Adam.
You're a nuisance animal.
You're
an
gonna
air-
waste a
get a-
groundhog, but you're gonna save 4 ounces of dirt.
Yeah. What's one got to do with the other?
Get an air
If
horn.
I bought the groundhog, then we got a problem. He's my man. I didn't buy shit.
But he's not really bothering y'all,
He's a
man.
nuisance in my fucking property.
Apparently, he's
Look,
digging
look,
holes.
look,
and he's
look,
filling
look,
them with
look,
chipmunks,
look.
too. I
You
kill
got a
them
beautiful
chipmunks, too.
wife, 3 gorgeous kids. They're all healthy. Beautiful house. Like, is he really bothering you like
Let
that?
her live, B.
I mean, is he really bothering you?
I kill about a mouse a week in my house.
I didn't say
Yeah,
nothing
I
about
got
a
a
mouse.
mouse gimmick right now.
Yeah.
But I got the bait
Gavin
trap. I
had
got the
some
bait
gimmick-
traps.
Gavin
so they're
had
dead.
some gimmick
When I see them, they're dead.
But mice are different.
But Gavin had some
that's
gimmick
in
in
your
his
house.
back gimmick that was gonna. He told me, "Yo, there's this guy. He's trying to get me."
Yeah, that
he
was-
was like that.
He almost killed
That's
me.
what I'm
That's a
saying.
whole
See?
other story.
But
Let's not
see,
get too deep into
This
that.
guy ain't trying to get you.
He
He's
will
just,
eventually. They'll eventually get into your shit.
no.
gotta put a
they're
stop
just,
to
he's
it.
just trying to live.
He ain't gonna try to live shit. There's a whole
I
forest
was
to play
trying to
in.
have
Get
a
away from my
smoke in
house.
my
Lowering the
backyard.
property
I almost-
values.
He thinks there's a forest.
I almost got jumped by one in my backyard.
He Gavin
raccoon?
wrote me and
Easy.
was like, "Yo, there's this guy is on my gimmick and he's got heat."
This
And
guy.
He ain't
No, and I
backing
was like,
down.
"Yo, what's the deal?" And he's like, "Yo, he's squaring me up."
Yeah.
And
They
he
don't
was
back
like,
down. They don't back down for shit.
But see, Pablo ain't. Oh man, tell him that guy ain't probably.
Why don't you get like an
him?
air horn gimmick or something like a wah, wah, and it'll fucking bounce.
Shoot a hose at him.
Oh, there you go.
I want him dead.
See,
There
man.
you go. That's his.
All right.
That's his,
I want him dead. That's how he's going to live.
All right.
All right. So, I mean, that's it.
That's
Pablo's Cheapo Tip of the Week.
I don't even know
Thank
what
you.
the fucking tip was. What? Put dirt in a hole?
Dirt, if you got holes to
Your
fill.
tip was put
Right.
dirt in a hole,
If
man.
you got
that's your
holes to
dirt.
fill.
shove it in the hole, man.
If you got dirt, put it in a. Yeah, I
If
mean,
you got some flowers for Christmas and you don't know what to do with the carcass remains of the flowers, if you've got holes or know someone who's got holes, fill them with the dirt
And
with the
take
flower
your
dirt.
shit from the diner. It's free.
And
it's
take
yours
shit
anyway.
from the diner.
It's a
'cause
2-in-1.
free.
indeed.
It's a twofer.
Well, I mean,
Wow.
Pablo's shining. So because he's shining, he takes the next fucking thing. He takes the email.
Absolutely.
Not the mail bag. What do you call
Mailbag.
it? Mail bag.
BSB
Yeah.
mailbag.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So we always start off with an awesome
It is my
question
favorite.
from Correct.
Oh boy.
So Correct comes again. Correct says
recently.
How is he writing? He's writing this correct now. He's not even he's not even faking the phone.
He's
Not even
correct.
pretending.
You know,
Yeah.
Facebook
No,
took
but I
away
like when
his
he-
Marty Funkhauser name.
Yeah, no, don't blast him. Go ahead.
So his question, which is probably to all of us, is who's more fucked up, the Swiss cheese pervert or Uncle Gary Heidnick?
I have an answer, but I'll go to Sicko. I'll go. I have an answer.
Well, hang on. Are we talking Fast Uncle Eddie Savitz or Gary Heidnick?
No, that's not what he said.
No.
He said Uncle Gary Heidnick.
Oh.
No,
Forget Uncle. Take the Uncle. Like he's an idiot.
Gary
Okay.
Heidnick or the guy who jerks off with Swiss cheese?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Well,
Philly all
Heidnick-
day.
killed
no,
people.
that's still wrong.
What's the Swiss cheese guy?
The guy that rode around in the car whacking
that's
all
what I
the Swiss
thought,
cheese.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's not Heidnick or
He said who's more fucked up?
because he fucked up the question.
This how Correct wrote it.
No, you're fucked up. Can I fucking talk
Yeah,
now?
take the
He's a
question.
fucking retard.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you who's the most illest. Uncle Eddie.
Absolutely.
Uncle Eddie used to make motherfucker. He used to give him a few clams.
He used to give him a lot of clams. He was rich as shit.
Excuse me, I'm talking. He used to give him a few clams. You know when your mom's has like the glass coffee table?
Yeah.
He would give him a few clams to lay under it, and he would poop and have them watch the butthole. And then he would give them some money, and then he would make them poop into socks. His whole gimmick was Illmatic. Heidnick,
Yeah. Uncle, what's his name? Uncle Eddie?
Uncle Eddie.
He put heads on diets too. Like, yo, you need to only eat dairy today.
yeah,
before
now
you come
I mean, if
over.
we're who's more ill? Like Uncle Eddie was just living foul. Like now you go into
I mean, Gary had people in the
Heidnick.
basement.
This motherfucker
under the
was
basement.
Killed people.
the House of Horrors.
Yeah.
That's why Correct is a strapper because he's asking like, yo, who likes poop or who likes death?
Well,
Yeah.
Like,
I'm confused.
yeah, because Pablo can't read First off, you're confused because you're letting him read shit.
Wow.
Who's crazier?
No, we know who's crazier.
Yeah, wasn't that the question though?
Read it again, because
This
you
is
can't read.
Correct. Wrote it this way.
Yeah.
I'm reading it. I'm not interpreting people's email. I'm saying it how they
We're
wrote
going
it.
to interpret it.
We're gonna
just
interpret it.
read
Who's more fucked up, the Swiss
Right.
cheese pervert or Uncle Gary Heidnick?
Right.
So
He's Uncle Gary Heidnick isn't
Yeah.
a person.
Right, that's what I
he's
said.
thinking Uncle Eddie,
Right.
and
or
Gary Heidnick and
Right.
Swiss cheese are three different people.
Right.
Exactly.
So you're right. He's a retard.
Right.
The Swiss cheese guy is thorough because he would just walk up to your
Thorough.
car with Swiss cheese on his dick. And that's illmatic.
And he drive around whacking off with
That's
it.
illmatic. But like you're not like
I mean, truth be told, he didn't hurt nobody.
for me, he didn't hurt nobody.
Yeah.
That's an illmatic move.
And even Uncle Eddie didn't force none of them dudes.
I happen to agree with you.
You know what I'm saying?
Like other
Like-
people will be like, "Oh my God, y'all are wilding."
Nah.
Like Gary Heidnick had
Right.
hookers eating dog food and then feeding their
Right.
bodies.
Yeah.
And he kidnapped those women.
Yeah.
And, you know.
I mean, I'm not
that
saying
shit's
there's
a
anything
shit
wrong
show.
with kidnapping a hooker. But I'm joking. I'm joking. And big up serial killers.
Yeah.
No?
yeah.
House
no,
of
I'm done.
Horrors,
Yeah.
Gary Heidnick.
Should we explain that or no? There was a band called the Serial Killers,
Right.
who took dirt from Gary Heidnick's.
But it wasn't actually from his house.
How dare you? It was from his house. Let's believe it. And they put nickel bags of dirt from Gary Heidnick's House of Horrors in their 7-inch,
Yep.
and it was only around
What you
Philly.
done?
Yeah. On blood red vinyl.
Correct.
Hand numbered.
So that question is really as retarded as corrected.
So there you go.
Pretty much.
I
Right.
can't believe there was no Pablo insult in that.
It might
I'm
be.
waiting
There might
for
be
it.
more. He still got the rest.
He only gets one an episode. Next one is for Sicko from Cody Mack. Again, this one's straight laced. What are your top 3 rock biography books?
Ooh, that's a good
Oh, that's all right.
That's a good one.
I thought it was gonna like be trying to play us.
Yeah. Geez, off the top of my head, the first Leiden book is fucking genius. The one about Ian Curtis that his wife wrote was really good. I really like that one.
Didn't read that.
Very good. Ooh, third one. Jeez.
Watch the gimmick. I watched the gimmick.
Okay,
It was
you ready for
based
this?
on that.
You ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Because this was one of the very first ones I ever read. Hammer of the Gods, the Led Zeppelin story.
Ow!
Yeah, for what it was, it's a good book.
See,
Good book about a terrible band.
All right.
Yeah, that's all.
All right, next one for OG or Vin from a boy named Tank.
Tank?
Take, T-A-K.
Probably a
Asian,
grab right.
Asian fella.
Yeah,
Tank.
yeah.
T-A-K.
Asian fella. He just said.
Talk.
Based, in their prime, who would win in a fight? Donnie Yen versus Bruce Lee. Donnie Yen's he's like
I'm
like
gonna be real. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I have no idea who
Yeah,
that
I
is.
don't either.
He's like a Jet Li type of actor.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I don't know who it is. I'll say
I'll
Bruce
say
Lee
Bruce Lee,
beats
too.
anybody.
Right.
Yep.
If you start getting against boxers, like then I'll know.
Yeah.
To me, like Bruce Lee washes anybody because he studied weird shit like Crowley.
The fastest too.
Dude,
Yeah, but he
he
studied-
beat up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, but I'm just saying he studied shit that motherfuckers don't know he studied.
Yeah.
Like he studied magic and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Bruce Lee was a magician. Next question.
I mean, yo, bust it. I'm gonna end it up with this. I'm gonna stand up and slap the shit out of you.
See what I'm saying? That's 2 of us now.
What do you think about
I
that?
need the trifecta. I have to piss off Sicko.
Yeah.
Sicko can't do nothing.
OG and Vin. This is from Adam 911. Who do you think is a better lyricist, Ozzy or Dio?
Did either of them write lyrics, first of all? Did Ozzy write
Well,
lyrics?
I'll expose something while you think.
God.
Ill Bill and I are working on the Heavy Metal Kings 2 record, and we have a song called Ozzy vs. Dio.
Word?
And I took Dio. So the concept of the song is repping who did better.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, so I'm not saying who did or not. Like,
Right,
I might take the L, but we're doing a thing like,
That's dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
We were doing like, yo, verse. I mean, a lot of the records that people love. I know Gavin is a Sabbath fan. I know that Sicko is a Sabbath fan. Up until then, I love the Dio records. I love the record with Ian Gillan. from Jesus Christ Superstar, the Born Again record.
All day.
Some people like loathe it. Like, yo, once Ozzy stopped, Sabbath stopped.
Right.
I'm not like, I love the shit with them. So
I'll say something that's might be a little shocking to some people. I'm a huge Dio mark. Huge.
Sicko, shut the fuck up, man.
I love the fucking Dio Sabbath stuff, and
Yes.
I love a lot of Dio solo stuff.
What about Rainbow?
Look out tonight.
Man on the Silver Mountain, one of my favorite songs of all time.
Look at Sicko with his fucking He doesn't know
He was a
anything.
hammer. Like, whatever. Like, I could name 10 bands that he likes that are fucking ridiculous. So fucking whatever with that.
Yo, we were sitting there and he told me I like Sodom's record is one of his favorite records.
Fuck yeah,
and then
yeah.
No Sells Metal.
Come on.
I don't like Dio.
But you like Sodom.
It's two different worlds.
Nobody doesn't.
The
like
worlds are
Dio.
you're a jerk off.
Nobody doesn't like Dio. That's
I don't like Dio.
That's fucking.
Yes, you
no
do.
use for him.
Ponderous.
All right.
All right, last question from Facebook, from Chris Mitchell. Do you have any good love park stories?
Oh,
Which
Jesus.
is like, what do you want to implicate?
No,
yourself
yeah,
on
that's what it
something?
comes down to. Yeah, a lot
Can
of
we
punching
tell
people in the
them?
face. Can't tell most of them.
Has the statute of limitations worn
40s
out?
and Blunts, that's where Amber Probe and Psychosocial was born.
Yeah.
We dumped on a lot of people. There's a very, very, very famous person now who is part of, what would I say? I can't air him out because then people will a really famous person that we duffed in his face and took a skateboard multiple times.
I think my wife dated him too. Way back in the
I
day.
hope when we talk that it's not who I'm talking about.
think it is.
I was there with Aztec, Stevie Williams, Rasul Allah, Aztec, Kamach.
Yeah, I mean, before they cleaned it up, that was the spot.
That's where we smoked blunt. I brought Apathy there when we were doing our first records. A few people said I never saw anyone drink more 40s than you ever in my life in a couple hours. We built the Masonic temples right there. That's where I first read The Matrix. Valdemar Valerian, you was with me, P, when we went there. Used to watch Mad Pros there. Ricky Iola.
Very popular skate spot.
Yeah, I mean, I was there. Like, I was done skating by the time that these dudes came up. I was the old head there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was a really great crossroads for many counterculture scenes to kind of combine and get to know each other between hip hop, skate,
indeed.
punk rock.
But I remember specifically putting the Psychosocial record and the Amber Probe record. We put it together there. So big up Aztec, Rasul Allah, Lost Children, all them brothers. I used to do shit with them brothers there. So I mean, like any real story is stomping someone's fucking head out. Like I'm not gonna air that out because then I'll catch a case.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
We had a lot of fun there. We'll leave it at that. A lot of
And
fun.
that would be the mailbag.
Yeah. So a lot of people, I don't know why, but they seem to like our recommendations. I think people are just interested in what we're interested in, and it is what it is. Try to figure out where our heads are at. So I typically go to my left, to the OG, but I'm going to go to my right. I'm going to go to Scott Stallone.
Oh, word?
You're not ready?
I'm ready. Yeah. I'm
No,
ready.
you told me earlier, like,
No,
I'm ready.
I'm definitely ready.
What I'll break down to everybody is recommendations is what we're up on right now. It could be a fucking book, a
Yeah.
TV show, a series, a band. Yo, I found this dope band. I found this blah, 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 blah. Like, so I want people to understand that. And like we talked about earlier, Sicko, we're going to start posting it, correct?
Yes.
We're going to start posting on the site and the Facebook, like,
Yes.
either a picture of the cover of it
Right.
or, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
or if it's a book, a picture of the
yeah,
book.
yeah. And Pablo
or-
had mentioned a link. Like, if it's available, we'll put the link up. If
Yeah.
it's some rare shit, well, we can't help you. You
Right.
just got to find it.
You're on your own.
But like,
You're on your own.
like music stuff, if it's on the YouTube, we'll put a link to it, whatever.
Yeah. So my recommendation this week is actually a website. It sounds really boring except for the fact that it's fucking inside Abbey Road .withgoogle.com. If you are a music head and if you know anything about, the history at Abbey Road, this is a website.
The studio.
The studio, yeah.
Wow.
This went
I
up-
just got real excited.
This went
Me too.
up in
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
August of last year. It's something that Google does. Now, you've seen the Google car driving around, or haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
it's got these
It's fucking
incredible
freaky,
high-def
but-
cameras. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
And they go and they are responsible for taking all the Google images that you go on Google Earth. Well, they did a similar thing, only way deeper on the interior of Abbey Road. And you can take a virtual tour of the
studio.
entire studio. You can
That's-
Wow.
navigate, you can walk around. There are points that you can press and click and see who the fuck.
See, this is a
recorded
great
where.
recommendation to me.
Absolutely.
This is the
mind-blowing.
idea
This is what it's all about.
of these recommendations.
I have lost hours navigating on this thing, and the code is written so well, and they came up with a bunch of
dope.
proprietary shit, and it's going to appeal to like the tech heads. If you're not even into music stuff, but it's
Sure.
like if you're into the technology of the website, it's fucking mind blowing.
Wow.
But it's fucking Abbey Road.
I never even heard of that.
That's amazing, and
It's
you just blew me away. And
Absolutely.
you're giving me a recommendation. Usually, like as soon as I get home tonight.
yeah, you're gonna fucking lose your shit because it's.
Nice.
I'll just give you the site again. The link is. I mean, and this is great because anybody can go fucking depending on the speed of your computer. But I don't think it's that.
Yeah, just say it slow. Let
Okay.
them know.
Inside Abbey Road .withgoogle.com. I think that with Google tag is going to be something they do a bunch of
Okay.
these with.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Word.
this is the first one I've seen that they put up. So it's inside Abbey Road .withgoogle.com, and it's fucking awesome.
That's dope. Real dope. Because I'm gonna go home and check that
I
tonight.
know you are.
Well done, Scott. Well done.
P. Jiggy, what's up with you, kid?
Is
I
it
got a real
Diet
quick
Coke?
one. I got
Diet
a real
Coke?
quick one. It's a YouTube series. I think Sicko hit me to this. Called The Art of Punk. It's a real quick
this
one
is
by the LA Museum of Contemporary Art. So they only did 3. First one's Black Flag. Second one's Dead Kennedys. Third one's Crass.
So each episode is a specific band.
Yeah. So like Black Flag, they go on how the fucking who did the flag, how they made it. They got all
Word.
the legit dudes who were involved in the
How
story.
long is each thing?
They're all like 22 minutes.
Okay.
15, 22 minutes.
Okay.
The Dead Kennedys one, it's like fucking Winston Smith. Who did the fucking DK symbol?
Word.
Jello's
Say it
in
again. What it is?
The Art of Punk on YouTube series.
So that's how they should look it up.
Yeah,
It's not a
Art of
website
Punk.
or
Nah,
anything.
nah.
Okay.
And then the third one's Crass, which I wasn't really into that band, but it was pretty interesting after the first 4 minutes.
I'm not a big fan, but
Because they're
I
all
get
old
locked-
now, and it's like they're just driveling on like old people, and then finally, bang, like halfway through it, it gets to the story, and you're like, oh, that's a pretty dope fucking story.
word. So one time again, say it again.
The Art of Punk. It's on the Mocha channel, which is the LA Museum of Contemporary Art.
Dope. Great.
Nice.
That's
Nice.
now motherfuckers is really taking it there.
Stepping it
Rather
up.
than just be like,
Yeah.
yo, I like Fox News. These are 2. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a buck. These are 2. I'm gonna go home tonight and
Yeah.
peep. Sicko,
Maya?
you
Mine's a book again. It's called This Music Leaves Stains, the complete story of the
wait.
Misfits.
This is real important that I cut you off. I only read books. I'm a fucking jerk off.
Yeah, that was real important.
A little bit.
Let's have a jingle for that next week.
Was that worth it?
He's a jerk off.
All right, it was worth it for the jingle.
Sorry, pal.
It's written by James Green Jr. I originally like kind of blew it off, and then I was bored one day and started flipping through it. And it's real. If you're into the Misfits, it's really detailed. It's not like one guy telling their story. It's annotated with lots of press that was done.
Annotated.
It goes real deep into the history of the Misfits, just the factual stuff, records when they were released, different versions of records, different versions of the bootlegs.
So
of the
nerd
version-
out shit.
Absolutely. If you're a
Can I
Misfits
take that
head-
from you tonight?
Yeah, I'm done reading it.
Jokes aside.
No, you can have it if
because
you
you know
want.
I'm in this room. Everyone disses them, but I'm the real.
No, absolutely.
So sounds dope.
Yeah,
Who put it
it's-
together? Build on it again. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's really good. It came out. It came out like 2 years ago, I think, 2013. But again, it's really extremely detailed. There's like 100. It's almost not as big as Black Flag, but there are almost as many member changes throughout the years. I mean, even before whatever this new incarnation is.
Absolutely.
Many people. So it tracks all them, who was in it, who did what.
Dope.
It's really,
I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
So now we're up to 3 that I didn't know existed. This is the best.
I was really shocked by how detailed and well thought out it was.
Cool. So I can vic that from you tonight and read it.
It's yours.
Cool. My man. OG, here's the thing with you.
Yeah.
You fucking sit around all night
That's right.
and then you go, oh, I forgot. I better come up with something.
That's not true. I had
Yes, it
mine
is.
tonight. No, I had
I
it
don't
since
believe
last
you.
night. I watched this last night, so I had it since last night. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir?
How dare you?
How dare you?
So what
Mother
is it?
Dare.
A movie?
Documentary on YouTube, so you can just fucking type the fucking gimmick in and watch it. It's on Charles Bronson. I think I talked about the movie before, but this
I already
is
apologize.
This is a
Thank
legit
you.
documentary that was done on one of the English channel, one of the BBC channels. I'm thinking it's like early '90s. They did this. It's an hour long, and it covers his whole story. And there's interviews with some prisoners who did time with him, and there's also interviews with some of the cops who worked in the jails.
Oh, wow.
And there's recorded voiceover things from him.
Is
He's
there a
never
documentary on
camera.
Death Wish?
Nice.
How dare you?
Nice.
No, can I say something? Can I say
How
something?
dare you?
We need to explain to people that there's someone else with that name, man.
Probably you do.
Because I'm
yeah.
telling you, I'm going to keep it a bean with you.
Yeah.
Most people right now think you're talking about Charles Bronson, the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was like did time and now he's an actor.
Okay.
But
All right,
I know,
there's
but
a
see,
dude-
not you think I'm being difficult?
Well, I thought that I thought that we talked about the movie at one point.
Me and you, or
No, on the thing.
no,
We never talked about
like
the movie.
you know, I know.
Didn't we talk about it or you? All right, then I'm totally wrong.
can't
All right,
remember.
there's an English
There you go. Just clean it up.
English prisoner. He's been in jail for many years at this point. Went in originally for 7 years, was supposed to get out in 4, and he's been in ever since. And this was the 70s because he will not fucking deal with the prison system. He starts riots. He fucking gets up on the roof and fucking tears the roof off the prison. Like, this guy is fucking hardcore motherfucker. And this is a documentary.
He's been
on him.
called the most violent
Yeah.
criminal in British history, which
Yeah.
is fucking saying
And he's
a lot.
heavy. And he's also, oddly enough, he's also an artist. He draws these really
Yeah.
cool cartoons and whatever. So it's called Charles Bronson, Britain's Hardest Man. It's on YouTube. Just type it the fuck in. It's an hour long. Watch it.
See, man, when you
Bang,
do that,
bang.
bang, bang.
Bang bang.
Now for me, and you guys Blondie fans.
Yes.
Yes.
So you know Gary Lockman.
Yes.
Right. Well, surprisingly, he just started writing books and like started winning awards.
Really? Yeah. I had no idea.
Yeah, like
no idea.
so Gary Lockman studied Crowley for years and years and years. And he just released a book called Aleister Crowley, Magic, Rock and Roll, and the Wickedest Man in the World. It's written by Gary Lockman.
Sold. I'm already sold.
Now, I guess the easy way out is to be like, yo, I'm reading an Aleister Crowley book. And da-da-da-da-da, and it's Aleister Crowley, and it's Aleister Crowley, and it's Devil, and it's
Right.
Jimmy. Aleister Crowley did not worship Satan. He's never said the word Satan.
Right.
Ever. He did happen to deal with magic.
Yes.
He did levitate. He did some shit that you might not subscribe to, but it happened.
Yes.
Now, you can choose to not believe that it happened, but there are people that saw it happen. He levitated. He changed. His body formed into different creatures. Now, Gary Lockman is a biographer. He doesn't imply that these things didn't happen. He talks of them as truths because there were 10 people there that saw them. So this is the most informative book about Crowley that has existed. There's whatever words you use, autobiography, biography. This happens to be the most detailed. I'm on my third read of this because I can't even process how ill it is. Because that's how the shit that Crowley was dealing with was so next level. When people talk about religion and black people and white people, he was so far above that, dog. Earlier when we were talking about Spike Lee and the N-word, and he was so far above, he didn't even know what that was.
Yeah.
That didn't even exist. These dudes were on astral planes.
Yes.
This is in Tony Iommi's book, which I've check that out if you don't, if you want to. They would go astral projection. Weird shit, man. Like, trust me. If you think you understand Christianity or Islam or Buddhism or any of that, but there's people that have done really bizarre shit on weird planes, man. This is the book.
Nice.
I mean, I don't know if that's what it's called. Would you say? I mean, there's a million books that are called Aleister Crowley.
Right.
But it's Aleister Crowley, Magic, Rock and Roll, and the Wickedest Man in the World.
Sold.
But there's a funny part that Gary Lockman, who was in Blondie, is now the most formative.
Yeah.
He basically writes book about occultists.
I had no idea. That's dope.
And he has MDs, PhD, which is just bizarre.
Yeah.
This book is so fucked.
Did it give you nightmares?
Little bit.
Yeah.
It starts fucking with your head. You know what I mean? And again, I reiterate, it's not about Christianity.
Yeah.
It's not about Islam. It's not about any of that. These dudes, and I say this with all due respect to the Abrahamic religions, were above that. They were above, like, oh, you black, you white. They were like, ha, ha, ha. What are you talking about? I'm dealing with entities.
Yes.
Egyptian entities, because they were taking peyote, they were taking weird drugs and doing weird
rituals and magic.
Strange magic, man. And it breaks down in this book how I know you guys know how much I hate the Rolling Stones, but I don't think you guys hate them as much as me. That the day that Crowley performed this particular ritual, the exact day numerically, remember when the Hell's Angels did all that gimmick at that
Altamont.
Yeah, it was numerically exactly 60 years numerically after it, and they were practicing Crowleyan magic.
Yep.
There was weird things going on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And whoever's listening is going, you're a retard. And you're not. Okay.
Jimmy Page actually had kind of the same deal going.
Well, he bought the mansion.
Yes.
But and then I go, well, I hate Zeppelin and blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. But if you're
Right.
dealing with magic,
But
if you don't think, when you use the word magic, right? It's the dumbest word ever.
I know.
It's the dumbest word, like, of all time. I'm telling you, when you read this, you understand how it means a whole other thing.
Yep.
Astral planes. When you read the Tony Iommi book, and they would, when Geezer Butler saw some shit, you remember, what is this that stands before me? That was written about some shit that happened in a loft. That the lyrics to the first Sabbath song that was ever created existed because they were fucking whacked out of their head fucking with Crowley and magic. Astral projection.
I don't know nothing about it, but I'm not.
How dare you
I'm
know
not
so?
dismissing it on any level. I just don't
Pablo,
know
you
anything
dismissing
about
me after all the shit we used to go through? Valdemar Valeri and all that shit? We were caught up with.
It's fine, but it's all hearsay.
So you don't believe it?
I
There's-
want to believe it, but I can't believe
There's no
something that
magic.
happened
There's no
70, 80
alien
years
life
ago.
forms. None of that exists.
I can't believe that he switched shapes and all that stuff
Okay.
because it's easy to deceive stupid people, and people before our generation were stupid.
Sicko, write that
Sicko,
down.
write that down.
I don't know.
What
if I
about
can
all
answer
the
that.
shit
Something.
we studied though about Valdemar Valerian and the
I mean, again, that's pseudo hearsay, so you can believe what you want and what you don't want. Here we go.
What happened? Oh, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a good read, and he's an interesting dude.
Yeah, so I just want to, I'm going to wrap it up by saying, stop writing me about Aleister Crowley being a Satanist and me being a Satanist. Stop.
Yeah.
He never even said the word Satan. He dealt with some fucking crazy shit that some I subscribe to, some I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it was Buddhism, some of it was Christianity, some of it was Islam.
But none of it.
But none of, we talked about, I'm not going to say her name, your friend.
Oh yeah, Amy, and you can say their name.
Yeah,
Amy and
yeah,
Howard.
yeah,
They're
like,
very deep into Crowley.
I would build with them
Yeah.
on like Thelema and all that shit.
Yes.
But, so I guess we got to wrap this up because we've been fucking talking for 4 million hours. So, Gavin, what's up?
Nothing, all good. Hope everyone's well. Rate us on the gimmicks. Tell us what's up. Ask us questions.
Info
Say hello.
at broadstreetbreakdown.com.
Say it one more time.
Info at broadstreetbreakdown.com.
Pablo, anything?
Nope, at Popular Regular.
My name is Pistol Gang Pazzi. Pack Pistol Pazienza.
Yeah, if you're still with us.
Yeah.
Oh, they with us. They don't go nowhere.
Thanks for listening.
And that's how it is.
Peace.